Yo, what's going on, people? I go by the name of Shocka, the Shizzio show. You're about to watch my story, my life. Let me give you a verse for what you're about to see. It goes like this. I rap for everyone with an invisible illness. Let me break that down for you so you can actually feel this. Bipolar, schizophrenia, manic depression, these are all things you can't see. If you saw a video of when I got sectioned, you'd be like, no way, he's okay, it can't be. Because in the video, I was acting all smiley, but if you ever knew the demons that are battled inside me, that's why my train journeys, man, they always inspire me. I've been looking at the person that is sat beside me. He might be screaming in his mind, but he sat there quietly. You never know what they're going through. So be nice to everyone you run into. A little hello, a little wave. You never know whose life you're going to save. You might be the reason that he doesn't end up in the grave. Love.
Street life is the only life that we know. Ghetto life, down in the ghetto we born and grow. No, no, no.
Okay, we are back like we never left. We never left because I don't fucking sleep, bro. Man's filming 2, 3, 4 episodes a week. It's all going mad, but we love to see it. Come on, we love that. Hey, listen, big G's in the building tonight, you know. Big G's in the building tonight. Before I introduce our guest, let me tell you something. If you was ever in this game out there, even for one snippet, you would know about the original DJ Memzee. No, Memzee's in the building, you know.
Memzee's in the building.
Hey, Memzee, I gotta give you your flowers, bro. You've been out here for
Working.
generations, bro. You know what I mean?
Been working.
So we have to shout you out, bro. You're here, bro. Come on, you're always out here. I feel like there's a show in itself around Memzee, but we'll sort that out. You get me?
Take time.
But we just have to make sure, you get me, that boom, okay? Now, there's another gentleman in the back that I don't even know his name, but he's come on some militant team. Hey, brother, man's got the beret, bro. Are you mad? Listen, I thought man had put a hit on me or something, yeah? But let me big him up, man. What's his name? Moshxn.
Yeah.
He's an artist in his own right.
So
that's a star you're looking at. That's
what
someone in like 5 years you're going to be like, raw, you know, I was the first person
okay.
I've stated it already.
All right, Moshxn. But let me tell you, the way he come in militant, yeah, he's a big guy as well. I thought, raw. Have I done something wrong? But big up Moshxn, yeah. All right, cool. Big up the brothers in the back. I told the brothers, if you want to weigh in, please weigh in. Now, our guest, right? Come on, very big guest, part of a big crew. The man started applause early. We love to see it.
We love that.
Come on, legend in the game. Author as well, by the way. A section of my life. We will talk about this year.
For sure.
Man like Shocka is in the building, bro. Yes. Come on. You can do that. Shocks.
Yes, bro.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Nice to see you, bro.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year. Come on, bro. Appreciate you coming. You guys come early, you know, like...
Punctual.
I rate that though.
You gotta be punctual.
I rate that.
A4 or 6 be
A4 or 6 be slipping. So if you don't catch it at the right time, you're fucked. And I appreciate that. Man, come earlier rather than later.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Big story. I've seen you in a few podcasts doing bits and bobs. I was very interested, and then we met recently over the Christmas period, and I was like, bro, I'm not on the chatting thing, you know. What day are we doing?
Straight. Yeah, no, I love that though.
No, I'm not on that. Like, there's people that stop me, like, oh, bro, I want to come on your show, and you know, and
then nothing happens.
Yeah, I'm not on that. The diary will come out, you know.
Yeah.
Man,
and the diary did come out.
The diary come out. I said, bro, booking a date, boom, and you're here, bro. A big staple in the world of grime, etc. But we're gonna get to all of that, yeah. Born and bred where, sir?
Ooh.
That's a long pause.
No, do you know why? No. Do you know why? Obviously England, yeah, born and bred here.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But I meant hospital-wise. I always think of hospital first.
Oh, go on in.
And like, I've always thought I was born in North Mid until I saw my birth certificate recently and it said Lambeth, so I didn't know when that.
Oh, swear.
Yeah. So I've been trying to.
Okay, so you're a South Londoner.
No, I'm a North Londoner.
But you just said Lambeth, no?
Yeah, but my parents must have been.
Yeah, but the rootage is that's like that's a gem right there, you know. The North London crew.
I just found that out.
He's shocked, bro.
Yeah. I just found that out. That's why it threw me off because my whole life I thought it was North Mid, and then I saw my birth certificate and it was like borough of Lambeth, and I was like, raw.
So
like,
the maddest thing, like
Yeah,
one
it's
of
crazy.
North London's godfathers there really is a South man. Whoa.
Big up
What?
South, though, man.
big up South, big up
Yeah,
South,
yeah.
big up South, man. They're good people, man.
Big up South. Okay, if you didn't know the information about Lambeth, we'll just put that to the side.
North
yeah?
Londoner,
North London. Where in North London?
Tottenham, Broadwater Farm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Break it down, bro. North London, living as a kid.
Yes, North London living
For
as a
like
kid.
those that don't know.
Yes, North London living as a kid, as an only child.
Okay.
I got no brothers, no sisters. It's just me and God.
Wow, man. So
Yeah.
it's just me and
Yeah.
God, you know.
At this
But some
point-
people like to have like,
At this point, especially because my parents have passed.
okay.
So now it's literally really
Right.
me and God on this journey. Obviously, I got my friends and people,
Yeah.
but
So do you wish you had brothers and sisters?
sometimes when I see the relationships, when I see, I got a brethren called Double S, which we'll talk about. He's in the group. Marvell,
Yeah, come on.
and he's got like lots of brothers and stuff. When I see their relationships, I think oh, that'd be good.
Okay.
To have.
But as a youngster, did you notice no siblings?
No. As a youngster, it was lit.
Because the house is all yours,
Yeah,
bro.
as a youngster, it was
the
lit.
rooms are yours,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Ain't no sharing going on here, bro. That toy is yours. You know what I'm
as a
saying?
youngster, it's lit. It's when you get older and you need advice on certain things.
Right.
Or you make certain mistakes and you think
Yeah.
to yourself, if I had an older brother
Yeah.
or I had an older sister, they could have said, this is what you do.
Yeah.
But when you're young, I was the only child. I was spoiled. Everyone used to come to my house. Shocka's house was the house.
Oh, yeah. Where are your parents from?
Nigeria.
Okay, cool. Whereabouts, bro?
Been in.
Am I going to start the thing about the rice? Which rice is better, or is that long?
What out of,
I'll be hearing it a lot. Yeah,
I
bro.
always get in trouble for that, but
Why?
I prefer, which is mad. I know my Nigerians are gonna kill me, but I have to
drop
be
the gem, bro.
I have to be completely honest. I prefer Ghanaian rice.
Okay.
I can't lie.
Wow.
I can't lie.
that's
I remember
very-
I had an auntie.
That's very
Big
peak.
up my boy Evans. His mum used to make rice for me,
Yeah.
and I used to keep telling my mum, we got to do it like this.
Really?
And my mum would eat
That's
and be like, "What do you-"
blasphemous, isn't it? In a house, no?
My mum would be like, what do you see in this rice? Like, what is in
Yeah.
it? But I don't know. There's just something about how Ghanaians make their food.
That's the belt talk, that is, bro. In the yard. It's like, huh? You know what I mean? I lie, brother.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Only child. That rice thing's a shocker, bro. A
Yeah.
shocker. You
No
get
pun
me?
intended.
You know them ones. Okay, cool. Parents are together? Growing up?
No,
Okay.
no, I never saw. My dad got deported when I was like 6.
He got deported.
Yeah.
Okay. Reasons for?
I don't know the full story. That's a missing puzzle in my life that I'm not going to get to fill.
Oh, really?
Because I don't know the full story, but I just know that from 6 onwards, around that time, my dad got deported. Something happened and he ended up in Spain. He was in Spain for a long time.
Nah, your pops is out here. He's doing bits.
He was in Spain for a long time. Then he went to Austria, and that was the last place he was at.
He went to Austria. Nah, he's doing Pablo Escobar movies, fam. Come on, cuz. Listen, somewhere in the ground there's money, fam. In a
I need
floorboard.
it.
In a
I need
floorboard.
it.
Okay, fair enough. But did you never ask your mum then? What happened to
Ah, I didn't, and I'm pissed off about that. There's a lot of things I didn't ask my mum.
What about your dad's family? Can you not inquire if it's burning a hole in you like that?
I could do. I'm close with one of my dad's sisters.
So what?
And she did say to me, like, if you have any questions,
Yeah. Well, there you
me.
go, bro.
Yeah, I
I
will
mean,
do.
2025, we need answers to our
Yeah,
questions
yeah.
in life, bro. It could help, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro? All right, cool. So, how are you in school?
oh, I was naughty in school.
Yeah.
I was so naughty that I got shipped back to Nigeria. Yeah, I got shipped. That's a whole different.
No,
you
it's
don't need
not.
that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, about to say, because the way you
This
leave.
brother looks shocked, you know. Everything you said so far.
He's like, I don't know, Shocka. I don't know him.
From the rice onwards, the brother's like, who's this guy, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got shipped. I got sent back to Nigeria. I went boarding school for 2 years.
Okay, hold on. At what age did you get sent back?
Oh, 14 to 16.
Okay, so that's secondary, right?
Secondary.
Okay, let's pin that.
So you're going before that primary.
Let's go primary. How are you in primary?
I was cool.
Yeah.
I was cool.
Nothing stands
No,
out.
nothing cool. It's only when that year 7 hit, when I hit
Okay, well,
secondary
let's talk
school.
about secondary school.
Yeah.
Are you like parents strict?
No.
They're
my
not
mum,
strict.
my mum was proper. I was thinking about that the other day, actually. Funny you mentioned that. My mum was like proper cool. Because I was thinking about a time in my head when like my mum told me not to go out. And like I remember I went out and like she was saying like trying to stop me from going out. And I shut the door
old
behind
are
me
you
and I still
here?
went out. I was like, no, I was proper feeling bad about it. The other day I was like, fucking hell. And there's nothing, because I remember coming back into the house and my mum just looking at me as in like, I want to beat you, but I can't.
How old are you here?
I'm like, probably at 15.
Really?
About 15, yeah.
And you never got beaten, like hit?
Nah, I think my mum tried once, but
What about dad, prior to 6?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? No licks, nothing?
No. Do you know what I do remember though? I was telling my friend about this. I remember going to see my dad in Spain,
Right.
and I didn't greet him in the morning.
Right.
I went to stay with him, and the next day I just walked past him. I didn't say good morning, and he called me back, and he was like, "Is that what you do?" Like,
Hey.
he's like, "Is that what you do back in like London? Like, you don't say good morning?" And I remember having a thought of like, I'm kind of glad you're not around.
Yeah, because I'll be moving, man.
It would be so strict, and it would be. I remember having that thought like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, this is just day 2 being here."
But that's discipline.
Yeah,
though.
no, but now
Sometimes
I'm
you need it.
older. I feel like I needed that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because do you know what I mean? I got away with so much stuff, but just think at that time, I remember my thought. My thought was like, "Oh my God, if I have this for like another 2 weeks, I'm gonna lose it." But now thinking about it now, I needed that. But I'll never forget that moment. He just pulled me up, said, "Come back, come back, come back, come back." I was like, "What did I do?" He's like, "You didn't say good
FYI,
morning."
you are the first person of colour, black, Asian, that has not been beat by his parents. So, so that's a first. You get me? Every single person got licks at some point.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? All right, fair enough. So,
But I did get licked somehow though, because remember I still end up going boarding school.
yeah. So so you got the. Yeah,
And I got
you
I
other
basically
spectrum.
all the licks I got in boarding school covered for all the licks that I never
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
from my
right, we will get there. Okay, cool. So when your dad exits your life at 6,
Mm-hmm.
are you aware of this? 6 is one of them ages, like
Not really.
You're not?
I
No?
don't remember really asking any questions.
it's a little bit strange, you know?
No, I don't really remember asking. No,
'Cause if-
I was just in my
if
own.
someone's
As an
in your-
only child, especially, you're in your own world. I was in my own world.
Yeah, but obviously, mum and dad are in the house, right? Obviously, every day, every night. If someone is no longer there, one would maybe query as to be like,
I might have, but I don't remember it. I'm
Okay.
6. I'm 36 now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I don't remember like
Yeah.
any of that. I don't
No, fair
remember.
enough.
I only started asking questions primary school times, probably.
Okay.
Probably late primary school times when certain of my friends will come to school with their mum and dad.
Right.
And then I started thinking like, oh, rah, like,
okay.
why is my mum just coming? Where's my dad?
And
that.
your mum never told you what happened?
She did.
About the deportation?
Not in depth. So said like your dad's been deported or whatever, something like that, but not in depth. I don't remember getting an in-depth explanation. And I wasn't bothered. Not in but do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't. I was young, so I just took it for what it was.
But the dynamic in the house, there's only 3 of you, so there's not like there's other brothers and sisters that you can bounce off with. So when that dynamic changes, then there's 3, and then now there's only 2.
Yeah.
I would presume you would notice that instantly. Do you get what I'm saying?
I did.
You'd be like, hold on, there was 3 in this house. Now there's only 2.
But like,
And my male figure's now exited.
but
and 6 is not really young. It's young.
It's young, but it's not
enough
strong.
for you to know what's
it's
going.
not strong enough to have that presence, though. Do you know what I mean?
Everyone's different. I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
no, not from.
Okay.
Unless it was younger than 6.
Okay.
But I'm saying 6. For me, I'm saying around
I'm gonna
6.
take your word for it, bro.
Yeah, no. You have to. Like, you ain't got a choice now, but like,
You ain't got a choice.
you got a choice.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, I probably, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're good in primary.
Good in primary.
Everything's all right.
Everything's good.
Are you like naughty at home? You're all right.
Bless.
You're not really outside. You're not.
I'm outside though.
You're outside.
I'm outside. I'm in the area. Like I'm outside.
Like outside. At what age are you outside?
From early. I remember being outside from early.
Okay.
Because like my mum used to work in the centre. There's a centre in Broadwater Farm that everyone knows about, that everyone comes to.
Is Broadwalk Farm an estate?
It's an estate,
Right.
yes. Broadwater Farm. I can speak about Broadwater Farm for this whole podcast. Broadwater Farm is an estate in Tottenham. It had 2 riots. There was a riot in 1985. A police officer's head got chopped off.
Okay.
And ever since that point, the police and the residents there's just been mad friction.
Right.
Then there was another riot in 2012 when Mark Duggan passed away.
Right.
Was that 211? Yeah. 211, when Mark Duggan passed away, that sparked a whole other riot, which we all know about.
Yeah.
Mark Duggan was very close from farm.
Right.
I used to see him all the time.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mark Duggan.
Yeah.
Obviously, Band OK from Broadwater Farm to his
Yeah.
son. So that's like the history of Broadwater Farm.
But the first riot, what sparked the first riot where the officer
What
got?
sparked the first riot?
Do you know what I mean?
think they police raided somebody's house,
Right.
which I think it was Scorcher's grandmum. I think, don't quote me on it,
Okay.
but someone can correct it because someone will know the proper information. And they raided, and I think she passed, something happened.
Right.
And then that's where it triggered the whole riot from there.
Okay, cool.
And then, it just went crazy from there.
Okay,
So that's where I'm from. My area's mad. Princess Diana came down there to try and make peace with the area. It's
Diana,
yeah, big up Diana. Big up Lady Di. That's
Come on. R.I.P. All right.
So Farm's got a mad history. And then now they're doing sick things like Heady One, killing it.
Yeah.
Abra, all of them doing amazing.
So you're outside from young.
I'm outside.
And what's going on outside?
What is going on outside? We're just chilling. We're just literally outside on the block chilling.
Yeah, you're just on the block.
Girls, man them.
And how old are you?
Ooh.
Roughly.
I'm like 13.
Okay.
I'm like 13.
Okay. Looking back, is that too young to be outside, or is
Yes.
yeah?
I should be indoors doing homework. You know what I mean?
Yes, kids, stay in school.
Yes. I should be doing homework and I was outside and we was witnessing stuff that wasn't really normal.
Such as?
Like car chases and shootings and it didn't seem like that. I remember the first time that, I've mentioned this on different podcasts, but the first time I got shot at, I went home, saw my mum the next morning. I didn't tell her about it, but we just walked past each other and I was thinking like,
Who will pass over?
me and my mum walked past each other in the kitchen. But in my head I was thinking, you could have lost me yesterday.
You don't even know.
And you don't even know.
Right.
And I think about how many other people have that same experience where like your mom's walking past you and you're thinking like, you don't even know, last night I was in a mad shootout.
How old are you at the shootout?
I was a bit older. I was like probably 21, 22.
And is this on the block?
This is on the block. So I'm just chilling on the block in my brethren's car. We're watching Boys in the Hood.
Come on.
We're watching Boys.
Ricky. Who shot Ricky? Yeah.
We're watching Boys in the Hood. I'm telling, so at this time, I'm now becoming awake spiritually.
Right.
So like that was a time where Wit was giving me like books and stuff, yeah. And one of the books she gave me was a book called Frequency. And I remember telling the man them, we shouldn't be watching Boys in the Hood while we're in the hood and the shooting scene's about to happen. And they're like shocked, you're doing too much. Bro, what are you talking about? You know how the man are, bro. What are you talking about? Bro, we get a phone call from someone saying, be careful because there's two guys in valleys walking around the estate and they're looking a bit funny. While they're saying this to us, two guys are walking to us in valleys and we're like, oh my God, I think we see them. So we come off the phone, they're walking towards us. The car's tinted, by the way, so they can't see us. They get close to the car. They're trying to peek around the corner. They're looking for someone. We're right there watching them looking for someone. My brother, I don't know what got in his mind. He was like, I'm going to start the car and try and get out of here. He starts the car, reverses, stalls, because obviously we're panicking. That alerts their attention. They zoom their attention to us. He stalls. They try to look because it's tinted. They can't see who's in the car, but I think they can see shadows that it could be man them. He backs the burner out, shoots through the car side door. Then my brother speeds off saying, I'm hit. I'm waiting to see, I'm in the back seat, by the way. It's two at the front. I'm in the back seat like this. So when the shots rang off, he said, I'm hit while he's driving. I'm waiting to see blood. I can't see no blood. I'm thinking, I can't see nothing. He drives all the way to his girlfriend's house, comes out of the car, and the bullet's on his seat. But then we realized that the car door's so thick that it did go through, but it slowed down the speed. So by the time it did hit him, but it didn't penetrate. It didn't penetrate him. You know what I mean? Because of how thick the car door was. So it was probably just blessed. And it was on the seat.
That's it.
Just not even a bruise. So went through the car door, went through his clothes, probably just hit him like that, fell on the seat. When he got out of the car, he got the bullet up off the seat, and that was about it. And then
Is that a Volvo, fam? Let me tell you something. These Volvos are tanks, brother. What car is this?
I'll have to ask him. I can't even
That's
remember.
some old school. It's got to be F-Reg, G-Reg. Them proper old school where they didn't scrimp on them materials there, bruv. My vote is Volvo.
Yeah, I gotta ask
100%.
him.
Ask the question.
Gotta
Yeah,
be
I
in
gotta
it.
ask him. And then, yeah, bro, the man them were shot. We hit a couple of the man them saying that shot that rang off, it was us that it happened to. And then, the next day, woke up, went home, said a prayer, woke up in the morning, saw my mum, and I remember just staring at her thinking, you have no idea. And that was it. Come out on the block the next day and we all joked about it. I was just laughing, saying, you lot could have been on RIP shirts and like, that is terrible.
That's mental, bro.
Terrible.
That is fucking mad. Well, he's thrown me, bro. He spun me, bro. Anyway, going back to school.
Yeah, back to
So
science.
like outside, all of these weird, all this stuff's happening. But
Yeah.
you know the block, is it not controlled in a way where the people, aren't you all together because you're all one family on the block? Or is it not like that? I don't know. Just do you
In
know what
my
I'm saying?
area, it was kind of divided.
Right.
Kind of divided. You had like one side, I hate saying this because like it just sounds mad when I say it, but like there was one side that was like Africans, and then there was like another side that was like Jamaicans kind of.
Right,
Do you know what I mean? Obviously we did cross sides, but like it was mainly like
right.
we called it front line and back, kind of like, it was just mad anyway, yeah?
Right.
So like, yeah, it's just different, it was like different, but everyone was all love, but it was like different, I don't know how it divided like that anyway, but it was like,
Right.
it was like different sections, but yeah,
Did you find out who the guys were in the belly, FY?
I did.
Yeah.
I won't say no names because
No,
it just
please
gets
don't.
so mad for me, but
I don't need that. Yeah.
I actually went to a shop that one of them, you know, had,
Right,
and they didn't know that I knew
right.
that it was them, and they're like serving, and I'm just thinking, right, like I could kill you. Do you know what I mean? Like you have, and that shit, like, that's crazy. And
How did you know it was him?
Because I know, like I got the drop, like I know
Right.
eventually, and I remember just looking, thinking that you have no idea, But yeah, I did find out.
Okay. So there's madness, basically. You're seeing madness,
Yeah.
yeah? And it's just normal to you.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. And then secondary school starts.
yeah,
And this is where I think, from what you said earlier, this is where things go a bit bandy.
yeah.
What secondary school did you go to?
I went to St Thomas More.
Right, where is that? Is that
That's
local?
That's in Wood Green.
Right, Wood Green is mental, bro.
Yeah, why are you looking like that?
I didn't know that.
Didn't you?
Brother, do you want to swap with me?
That's why you came today, bro.
Innit?
This is informative for you.
How long have you known this guy?
A while.
You don't know these things,
So we
brother.
just talk about music, innit?
Innit? Come
Fucking
on,
hell.
man. You gotta expand your, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. You went to,
I went to St Thomas More.
now, from my understanding, because I used to be a bouncer in Wood Green, yeah. Wood Green and Tottenham don't get on, bro.
We was gonna get there.
Okay.
We was gonna get
okay,
there.
no,
well,
no,
I was
no,
gonna
no.
try swerve it
No,
kind
no,
of
no.
around it, but like,
No, so
Yeah,
I used to
Wood-
be a bouncer in Wood Green, bruv, and I'm telling you, the Tottenham boys used to come often on bikes and other tours.
yeah.
And they used to kick off in front of us all the fucking time,
Yeah.
bro. And man would be sitting there
Where did you used to work in Wood Green?
off camera.
Okay,
You know, like KO and them sides there, but
back in the day, yeah.
back in the day, bro. Yeah.
And once upon a time, Wood Green and Tottenham were so blessed.
There was so
Right.
And I remember that period as well.
Right. So okay. So can you shine some light, as me from East? What the fuck is the problem here, bro?
I don't know. That one, I'm not even gonna begin to like. I don't know.
You can't unpack it.
I can't unpack it. All I know that it was blessed once upon a time because I remember that. I remember seeing.
But I'm seeing gunshots and that over this.
Yeah, because that's what it escalated to. But once upon a time, I remember seeing top Wood Green man in Tottenham, and it was all love. And I went to school there, and I'm not even involved in any of that. But like, I got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
was
remember like
gonna
man
say-
stopping me saying like, "Rah."
Because this is
where
one
you
of the
from?
first postcode wars that I'm aware of personally. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really bad, bro. I should see like proper violence, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like-
been going on for years. As
So
well.
you went to school in Wood Green.
I went to school in
from
Wood Green,
Tottenham.
From Tottenham.
Okay, how did you end up there? Is there like anyone else in Tottenham that's going to that school?
No, I think one of my next door neighbours, big up Sharon, she's older than me, so she started going there first.
Right.
And I think my mum must have saw that and thought, okay,
Right.
since Sharon's going.
Did
so-
she send you out of the area because she didn't want you around the area?
What, when I got shipped to boarding school?
No. Did
What's that?
she send you to Wood Green because she didn't want to send you to schools in Tottenham, perhaps?
No, I think
I'm
she just.
trying to figure out her
No, I
plan.
think she just followed suit with the school that Sharon got sent to. My friend Sharon.
Big up Sharon,
Yeah,
you know?
big up Sharon, man. Sharon.
Sharon done started a whole
Yeah.
fuckery, you get me, Sharon?
Yeah, big up Sharon. Called me as well.
Yeah, wow.
But big,
That's her. Yo, Sharon.
no, I'm joking. Sharon's my G. I flirt with her all the time. But
Okay.
yeah, Sharon was in St Thomas More. I think my mum found out Sharon was there.
Okay.
And then me and my other brethren, there's three of us on my floor. So Sharon, Isaac, and me. Then me and Isaac went Tommy Moore after.
Okay.
And then I remember we all used to go together. We used to go with Sharon
Okay.
in the
And you're
morning
going on the bus.
on the bus.
Okay.
And I've been caught slipping on the bus too.
I was gonna say the bus journey can be a lot, especially when two postcodes are in
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
How are you navigating this journey, bro? Are you just hoping for the best?
It was. I started finding back roads
Right.
to get to school.
Right.
And then that's when it got easier. But when I took the bait, there's a bait, was it Tops? Remember
The tops is the front, yeah, where the buses is and that.
That's
Man, know about the tops, you know.
Tops was
Okay.
That's where like it was peak. If you
the
get
tops is mad.
Yeah,
That's
Tops is
exactly
mad,
where I
yeah.
used to see the madness.
Yes, exactly. All
yeah.
the madness used to happen on Tops. So like I started finding ways around going through Tops, and then
But when
because
you
what would happen is, you just brought the memories back. We'll be on the top of the bus,
right,
and then like when you go past certain parts, and they're preying to see who's at the top, and then they see, and then that's when like they're trying to stop the bus, and like those days were like. But I believe I haven't been in Wood Green for years as well, just because of that, and like. I've got nothing to do with it, but PTSD.
Yeah.
I've been in Wood Green for ages.
But when you first got caught slipping, what was happening to you?
Someone reckoned that because by these times I'm doing music.
Okay.
I'm not big, but like
Right.
just around the ends. And someone reckoned I was Shocka from Farm.
Okay.
And I remember a man trying to get me off the bus and
Okay, so you're naughty in school.
yes,
You're not paying attention.
yeah.
So what?
Grades wise though,
Yeah.
like as in academics wise, I'm just not paying attention, not studying,
Okay.
being the class clown.
Yeah.
Someone messaged me about that the other day. It was like, I used to give you so much joke in French. You made the teacher cry. And I was like, it's really real. You try and block it out. Like, was I really like that? And someone was like, no, trust me, I'm going to remind you was like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
So
so
you're
I
like
was
terrorizing the school.
terrorizing. There's three of us. There was me, Kelvin, and Alua.
Right.
So my mum knew those were my best friends because whenever I come to the house, they're always with me. They're knocking for me
Right,
to
right,
come
right.
out. And my mum
Are
started
they from
realizing,
Tottenham?
yeah, they're all from Tottenham.
Right.
And my mum started realizing that, like, nah. And at that time, I was such a follower as well. My aunt used to always say it to me. My aunt used to always say, like, she used to worry for me because, like,
So
if
it's-
someone calls you and says, let's go here, you go.
So
You know
it's
what I mean?
like their fault basically
That what?
that you was messing up. Allure
My auntie's fault?
No, Allure and the
I'm
two.
not-
Pass the
Nah,
buck
big
to
up
me,
Lou
bro.
and Kelvin. Those are
No,
my
no,
brothers.
you
Nah,
were-
it was my fault for
Okay.
not having a mind of my own.
Okay.
But yeah, they were just my brothers. And then my mum was like, nah, you're going Nigeria.
Okay. But just being naughty and the grades are dropping.
Grades, but it was just also, it wasn't even just, it was just, I was getting
Like-
excluded and...
Oh, you was getting excluded. For
Yeah.
what?
What I was saying, making teachers cry and like just
Okay.
being disruptive and just being naughty in school.
Fighting?
No, I wasn't really fighting.
Okay.
No, I wasn't really fighting. I don't remember. No, I wasn't really fighting.
Are you drinking, smoking these times?
Never smoked before.
Okay.
No.
Drinking?
Yeah, drinking, yeah.
Young?
Young, yeah.
Yeah?
But not drinking. Just a drink here and there. Do
Okay.
you know what I mean? Yeah, not
Okay,
drinking.
I'm
But you're trying to see why I got...
I'm trying to figure out what was the straw that broke the camel's back that mum said, I'm taking you out the
I
country,
think getting
bro.
excluded,
Because
definitely.
normally that's like,
I think getting excluded. In
What?
the African household, that is like... Because you're probably thinking, what extreme will make her do that?
Yeah.
But like, in the African household, a little thing of like... getting terrible grades consistently can get you sent. They don't play with education at all.
okay.
Yeah, so like, as soon as my mum saw me failing in that department, like really failing...
What's this year? What, 8, 9?
Yes, about 8, 9. Because
Right.
I remember I didn't do GCSEs.
Right.
That's year 10, innit? Year 9, 10.
Yeah, year 9,
Yeah, I
9,
didn't,
10.
because I was gone year 9, 10. I didn't do GCSEs.
Okay.
So yeah, year 8, 9. Yeah, my mum, she didn't even suggest it. How she got me over there was epic as well. It was genius.
What did she do?
Because she told me,
What did she show you the dream?
I
Like,
got-
oh, we're going on holiday or something.
it was like we're going...
What?
no, because I'm thinking
Man,
about
laughing up
that. It
the
was
way.
like we're going on holiday.
That's the way to run
No,
it.
it was we're going on holiday. It was. But I'm now thinking about like how I realised
It's the
while we
generals,
was
innit?
on our way, I started realising that no, you're not coming back. But this is when it really hit me. When we got out to Nigeria,
Okay, but hold on. In your recollection, why are you going out there? For holiday?
yeah,
Have you been there before?
never been there before.
So your mum says we're going Nigeria to holiday.
Yeah, we're going to Nigeria.
Where? Where in Nigeria?
What part?
Yeah.
I can't. The reason I'm starting because I can't pronounce. I can't
Oh, okay,
pronounce
okay,
it.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
right, okay, cool. So you're told you're going on holiday. Is this a summer holidays then, I presume?
yeah.
Okay. You're cool. Yes, mum, we're going, yeah? You're happy
Yeah.
to go. Cool. You get down there, break it down.
So I get to Nigeria. I think a week before my mum's about to leave. No,
Can we put that out like that, or does it affect everything? Does it affect that or that? It does affect that. What about that?
yeah, please, we need this in there because
No, I got it.
the whole journey is in here, folks.
Are those two?
Yeah, that
What?
cool.
It's in there. What about that one?
That's in this one, it's cool.
No, but is that in that one? I don't want it in that one. That's what I'm saying.
A little bit, but it's fine.
Are you sure?
That's the title, just a section of my life. That's what you can see on that.
Okay,
But
cool.
You can see the main on here.
Come on. Right,
Yeah,
go on.
so-
You see the things I do for you, fam.
Thank you, brother.
Anyway.
Thank you. Big up, Shiz.
Come on,
Thank you.
right, go on. So you get out there.
I get out there a week before. I don't even. This is painful, man. A week before my mum's leaving, I'm thinking we're leaving together as well. That's what's mad.
Oh.
So like a week before my mum's leaving, we start checking out schools. That's when I knew. That's when it hit me. We start going to schools, and I'm like, rah, like, why are we going to schools? I'm making funny jokes, like, because one of the schools we went to, there was no window,
Right.
and I was making funny jokes, like, oh man, like if I was at this school.
I would jump out the window.
Yeah, and like I was making those fun because I was a comedian as well, so I thought it was funny. So I was making jokes like, if I was at this school, like with no window, you know what I mean? Like imagine being at a school like this, not knowing like I'm really about to be here. And then I started trying on uniform, and I'm making more jokes because their uniform is bright green. They've got like loud. I don't know if you've seen the African schools. Their uniforms are like loud. Well, the one I went to was loud. And then a couple of days before my mum was leaving, I was like, yeah, that uniform you're trying, you're going to that school.
What your mum just told you straight.
Told me straight. And then on top of it, it was a boarding school, because that's when I got really scared, because we started going on to like the hostel, whatever it's
Right,
called,
the boarding type
to
school.
see what the rooms are like and everything. And I was like, rah.
And it didn't occur to you then, like we're
No, I
checking
knew.
out
I can't.
rooms,
No, I knew. At that point, I knew.
and you didn't want to question it, like, Mum, what's going on there?
I'm in Nigeria.
Yeah, but you
There's
didn't want to say, hold on, what the fuck?
It was too late for me.
No,
I knew-
you can go, I'll be a good boy, I swear.
No,
You
no,
know
no,
that
no,
one?
no,
I
no.
swear, I'll even like the rice. I swear, Mum, your rice is perfect, Mama. You get me?
Nah, it was too late for me. I knew. I'm in Nigeria now. Like that
Yeah, but-
7-hour flight. Like, there's no. But I was like, this is when I knew. I should have known from this. The day I was leaving to go Nigeria, all my friends came to my house
To say bye.
to say bye.
And your friends didn't tell you.
No.
No, they never knew. But they just knew I was going to Nigeria. But I was thinking-
No, someone knew.
No, they never knew. But all my friends, because obviously I'm going to Nigeria, so my brothers are just come. Remember I told you my house was the spot.
The hub, yeah.
So it's like shock. You know what I mean, we're not gonna have Shocka's yard, like Shocka's going to
Yeah.
Nigeria. So, but I remember I was crying in the toilet
Yeah.
to myself just before. But that cry was that. It's like I felt it in my soul. I'm like, do you know what I mean? You know your intuition
Man-
sometimes is letting you know,
man,
like,
yeah.
yo, you're not seeing these not for a minute. And then I went to Nigeria boarding school. Boarding school is like it's a whole different
Hold on,
experience.
we're missing things.
Go on.
Just cool. Your mum tells you you're going to this boarding school. How do you take that news? Have you already accepted it? There's no fight back.
There's no fight back.
Really?
I'm sad. Like
Yeah.
I'm sad at that point.
And then your
And my
mum.
mum's crying too. Imagine
Okay.
that. She's crying as in because I'm an only child. But
that's
it's-
what I mean.
I don't even think my mum. This is something I'll never know, but this is just me assuming. I don't even think my mum wanted to send me boarding school. I think someone brought that idea to her. Maybe
but-
someone
okay,
over
but
said,
as an only child, it's you and mum in the house.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big loss to her as well. I'm just saying, why was there no fight back from you? Say, Mum, you get me? Do you wish you could have had a little conversation with her and perhaps stop that? Because a mother's love is a mother's love.
No,
bro.
no,
Even
no,
at
no.
the last minute, until she's on that plane and gone,
No.
it's not signed and sealed.
no.
You get me?
No.
Yeah?
No.
No?
No. There was no. No.
No. Okay, and then who do you stay with then when you're out there? You were staying in school?
I was staying with my auntie when I was out there,
Okay.
which I speak about in the book. So what my mum did, she asked me to pick which auntie I want to stay with, because you can imagine I've got so much family out there.
Did you get to pick the school or was it her?
She picked the school,
Right,
But
okay.
she asked me to pick which auntie I want to stay with while I'm there.
Right.
So after that, on your holidays, you can come back home and I'll
Right,
spend time with my auntie and that.
Okay. So what's the school like?
It
It's
was
a very big excel.
Yeah, man. Honestly, because I went to 2 schools in Nigeria.
Right.
The first school I went to was a rich school.
Right.
It was a proper rich school.
Was it private school?
It was like a private school. It was a rich school.
So do you have to pay to obviously enroll?
You got to pay. Both all schools out there.
Any
you gotta
idea
pay.
of how much it costs?
I'm not too sure.
FYI.
But I know it was a rich school because my cousins that I had in Nigeria was telling me like, rah, like you're going there. As in, like, we would love to go there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, my little cousins are saying, oh, you're going, it was called Igbenadian, by the way. And it was like, oh, you're going Igbenadian. Like, it's a school we would love to go to. But,
I'm curious to the fees, you know.
and the president's daughter used to go there.
Okay, well,
Yes, because I remember when it was like half term, there's like a fleet of cars was like
okay.
coming to pick her up.
That was the girl to talk to, bruv.
She was.
You fucked up there, bruv. You get me?
I tried, but
I'm about to say I tried. Okay, so just break down the school then.
yeah, the school was. It was just a culture shock for me in the sense of like having to wash your own. These are basic things, but like coming from how I was living, like having
Yeah.
to wash your own clothes and like living on your own, and do you know what I mean? And you're in a whole different country.
Yeah.
Living on your own. They had something called an evening siesta,
It's that sleep in the evening.
where you got to sleep in the evening.
Hey, I love that. Bring that over here. What time is the evening siesta,
Well, I
bro?
can't even remember. It's been so long ago, but I think it was like, I can't remember. Someone will have to say that's from Nigeria.
Ain't that bedtime anyway?
Yeah, it was, no, they had afternoon ones. Was it evening? I can't.
It
Someone's got
can't
to
be
correct
evening,
me.
bro. It's bedtime, bro.
Afternoon was. I remember they had something siesta where like you just got to go sleep.
Hey, I'm with that. I'm
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
seriously. And I remember thinking like, oh right, like what is this?
That's it.
And then there was
need
just
that.
so much different things out there. And even education, how serious they took education.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to that.
Right.
Remember I said I come from being a class clown?
Yeah.
And everyone's like rating you, like,
Yeah.
oh, like, Shocks, man, come in. I wish you was in my class because you'd be making me laugh. When you take that behavior to Nigeria,
Yeah.
that class clown, they don't even, it's not cool over there at all. They
What
don't
did you
even-
try to be the class
I
clown?
tried.
What happened?
No one went laughing. It's not funny.
Oh. No, I wasn't laughing.
No one went laughing. It weren't funny. And I spoke about this somewhere else as well. I tried to speak to a girl, and she asked me, "What position are you in your what position was you in your last test?" And I was like, "I came 30." Imagine there's 30 people in the class. I was like, "I came 30th," and she was like, "Why are you talking to me?" I was number 3. Like we can't. Like if someone was to see me with you and realize the 30th was with number 3, you're gonna spoil my whole reputation. I was like, what?
You fucked up. I
I
would have
told
gone.
my mum, get me a maths tutor immediately.
Just for the girl.
Not just for the girl, but
Just for
just
the
to
girl. then.
survive.
It's mad.
Just to survive while I'm in that school.
I would have said to her, I was joking. I was 1. And then she.
No,
and then,
they will
and
do
then
their
I
check.
would have said to her, but you have 3, so we cannot talk. Please go away.
Whereas like in England, that's the complete opposite. It's like,
Right.
like you're 30th, like you're a rude boy and you're not, you know what I mean? In Nigeria, they don't play with education at all. That's why there's doctors and in all those positions, it's always Nigerians. And like, you know, there's a Nigerian saying that says Nigerians don't carry last. Have you heard that saying?
No.
And I carried last, imagine that. So
Right.
like,
Do they beat you in boarding school?
I was going to get to that. So the second school I went to was a public school.
Okay, so why did you change schools?
I told my mum I can't go to that school anymore.
Why?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I don't like
What is
it.
it? You just did like the strictness of it.
I didn't like the strictness of the school.
Right. And you're sleeping there.
Yeah,
No, you sleep at your auntie's or you sleeping on the school?
I'm sleeping in school. I'm in
Right,
boarding school at the time.
right. So you're just there.
So I was there for a year, and then I was like, I was complaining like I didn't like that school.
Do you come back in a year?
No, I'm still
You're
in
still
that
there.
school.
And you're
Yeah,
just talking to mum on phone.
Yeah, talking to mum on the phone. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, that's it.
Mad.
And my mum used to get my friends to come like update me with like what's going on.
What's going on the block? You know?
Yeah,
Man
so
said,
I'm
I
like,
wanna-
what's going on? They're telling me about music. They're like, yo, you know, this person's killing it. That person, they're like, are you still writing while you're out there? I'm telling them I'm writing.
Did you not want
I'm
to tell?
asking about my certain girls I like. They're like, oh, you know, things fucking it now. Like,
Did you not want to tell mum, like, I want to come home? Not like change school.
of course, I was always telling her that.
So then what's she saying? Nothing.
Nah, she's like, you gotta, when you finish, that you'll come back. And do you know how I managed to come back? We're skipping, we're getting a bit.
Right, we'll get them in.
But anyway, I went to just change me schools.
Right.
I went to
Public school.
public school called Nosa Harry.
Right.
I'll never forget. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it the right way. There's probably a right way to pronounce it.
Right.
I went to that school, and that's where I started getting caned for the first time,
Okay, there.
like properly, because it's a public school. It's different. They do that. Whereas, like when I first got to that school, someone told me about a conversation they was having in the staff room. The teachers were saying like, "Has anyone caned the London boy yet?" Because no one didn't know who to set it off.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because now like in the school I was in before,
So-
everyone's from London and America. And
Oh,
it's
oh,
not-
they're in-
Whereas
okay.
like in this school, only a few people from London, so you stand out.
Right.
So they were saying like, who's gonna cane him first? And I remember my government teacher, see you. Which camera am I talking to? You see if I ever see you.
What's his name?
I don't know his name, but this
on,
government teacher set it off. So basically, yeah, they call homework assignment, whatever.
Assignment, yeah.
And I never did my assignment. And I remember the government teacher was like, put your hands out, whatever, because they have their cane. They bring their cane to the class. So basically, say like before the class starts, yeah, we're all talking like this. Talking. Do you know how they get our attention?
Bang the table.
teacher will come in and just hit the cane on the wall or something, and everyone will just chill out. So anyway, a few classes I had, like my biology, chemistry, and I never had my assignment ready. They just kept giving me a blind, like, don't want, and all the other people in the class were vexed. Like, but they weren't saying it, but you can see
but
it.
you're
Like,
getting
why
away
do you
with it.
keep blind at London? But my government teacher said, where's your assignment? I said, I haven't done it on time. He said, raise your hand. I raised my hand. Everyone was looking like, yo.
London
London was getting it, bro. He caned me. And when you get caned, if anyone's been caned, you know I'm telling facts, yeah?
I've been caned.
You get these red, thick, like, you know.
And the thinner the cane, the more it hurts you.
Oh
man.
my God. Anyway, yeah. Government teacher said it. When they told the rest in the staff room that, yeah, I caned the London boy, whatever. And then from that moment on, I was initiated. I was getting caned recklessly.
Swear.
I swear, like, basically there was this tap that people run under to like wash their hands.
Yeah.
And when I used to get there, there's like a queue of people there from like different classes of people that's been caned. They're like, yeah, it was mad.
And how did that make you feel though, just being caned regular?
Do you know what? It's like, I was kind of like a chameleon when I was in Nigeria. It's like when I got into the public school, it's like I knew, like, I can't explain it, but it's like, you know what I mean? I knew I was in a public school. It's like I had to, I don't know how to explain it, but after like 2 weeks in the school, I kind of knew. Even the friends I was hanging around with was a bit like the bad boys. We kind of found our way. Do you know what I mean? So it's weird.
Okay. So you aren't really studying then?
In school, I was.
You was.
I definitely
But you're
was
still
studying.
doing the bad boy thing.
I wasn't doing the, oh, don't do that.
You just said where's the bad boy? You just said I'm
No, I said
I'm
like the bad boys in the school, like I started, no,
That is bad boy thing in my eyes. I don't know what you're trying to do, bro.
The cool kids in it.
yeah, the cool
Right,
kids,
no,
man.
just
We
say-
started giving each
say-
other the head nod, like,
so
yo, I've
say
seen
that-
you under the tap a couple times, like, you know what I mean? You must not be doing your assignment, like, for you to, because when you go under the good boys are underneath washing their hands, bro, they had their assignment, so they're like, yo, come with us, man. Like, it seems like you're not doing your homework, you're not, come. So I started, you know what I mean? Me and the cool kids, and I was spitting. That was when I started, like, getting back in. I couldn't do that in the rich, but no one went MCing.
Right.
This school,
How old are you in the school?
oh, I think I'm like 14?
14.
Yeah, 14. This school had other London youths, but they were like, there was one youth that was from like Peckham. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like, we were spitting together. And like, he was my guy. So that's when I started really getting back onto the music thing.
In your experience then, does the cane work?
Yeah,
That's a very good question.
definitely. 100%. 100%.
cane-
That caning will wake you up.
Do you think the UK
What, UK should adopt it?
do you think the UK school should adopt it?
I think there'll be an uproar. The parents,
Uproar aside,
there'll be an uproar, but we
because he's
should have.
behind his face, yo, he's asking the question.
They would be an uproar.
Listen, obviously there'll be an uproar. We all
But-
know that.
but I think
and
we-
we
I think
all
we
know
should-
that it's never gonna happen. Yeah,
Yeah, but we should.
I'm saying you've come from a place,
Yeah.
you've experienced it. In your opinion, if that was introduced here, would it work?
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
They'll pattern up.
If it was done correct.
If it, yeah, it has to be done.
That's correct.
Not
You
wait,
get
yeah,
ass
but
whoopings ass.
Since,
whoopings.
Yeah.
since they banned it,
Yeah.
everyone's gone mad.
yeah.
Oh, I hear that. I hear that.
The streets have gone crazy,
Yeah.
the discipline's gone.
It's so different.
But if you do it correctly,
What's correctly?
like Shocka just mentioned, like when the teacher came into the classroom,
Yeah.
everyone's talking.
Yeah.
Everyone put your hand out.
Obviously.
Like, that's discipline. Like it's time to get.
Ah, bro, man punching his fist like, yo, but don't you relax.
He wants to do it.
I know.
He wants to do it himself.
I
He-
genuinely believe like now, it needs to come back.
Yeah.
It needs it. It needs it. But like you said, a lot of parents. I'm a parent myself. I wouldn't want to teach.
But the teachers,
we're both parents.
but the teachers
Yeah.
will have to. The teachers will have to do it with chest.
But this is
I
the
feel
thing.
like if we brought it
And-
here, it'll be
and lot of-
half-hearted. You see the teachers over there, yeah?
They don't care.
Bro.
and also, the parents will not question the teacher
Yeah.
over there, I'm guessing.
That's what I meant by uproar, because I
Right.
felt like the parents would
Over
be going
here-
mad.
And personally, I think if my daughter or my son is getting caned, that's going to stay with them for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
When it's not happening at home.
Yeah.
That can play a big part. Like now,
Facts.
like if I'm coming home from work and my daughter's got marks on the hand, I don't care. Like I'm going to that. I'm finding that teacher.
Yeah, I'm going prison.
That's why I said there'll be an
That's what I mean.
uproar.
So, I think it has to be done.
It-
Punishment has to be given correctly.
Yeah.
But if you're putting hands on my daughter,
But that is the cane, isn't it?
that's the
That-
cane.
Yeah, but all the parents
think-
will have to sign off to it, and that's not happening. Whereas like in Nigeria, it's a thing. Like
It's been
I
a
used to-
thing from,
when I
like-
used to come to school late. There's a queue that you see at
Of
the
people
gate
were
of
waiting to
people
get caned.
waiting to get caned, and I used to see that queue because remember. Oh, sorry, another thing to add. You see the second school.
Yeah.
I wasn't a boarding school. That's why I left. I didn't like staying on the
Oh, right, okay.
being a boarding school
Yeah,
student.
on
So this
campus.
next school I went to as a day student.
Right.
So I was coming from home.
Right.
But because of traffic and however it's set up, I used to come late, like nearly every single time. And I used to see that line. And I was just joining the line, and you just know you're getting like, it's not a lot of strokes, like just 2-3 canes.
There's not a lot of strokes.
That's what they call it, strokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, it was like 2-3 canes and that. But it was unnecessary to start your day. You know what I mean? Like, I used to come on the bike sometimes, you know, you get bikes out there, and I used to, like, as soon as he pulls up and I see the queue, I think, bruv. Yeah, it was just,
One question I want to put to you now.
Yeah.
Someone that's experienced it.
yeah.
If I put your hand out now and I hit it, would that memory come back to you?
Of course. It's just him asking me about it has triggered it.
I can't do it. I won't be able to handle that.
Yeah.
As a parent, no way.
Yeah.
So it's a dangerous.
The good thing about it, the major plus is that like when I came back, I was so focused because you start seeing all the opportunities and how lenient everything is,
Yeah.
and you start. Do you know what I mean? Like that's why people that come from Nigeria or come from them countries here, they get rich quick because like they think like, oh, you wouldn't do that job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll do it because it's not what we consider as like hard. They'll be like, I'll just do it.
But there's that thing of like people don't want to be waiters and stuff like this country. They say a lot of British people that don't want to do them type of jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you get people that come from other countries and they're well up for doing them type
Because
of
their
jobs.
perception towards that job is not how.
Glass half full, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like
they're
a
not
chinny.
seeing it like that. They're seeing it as like this is not labor. What you lot consider labor.
Yeah.
And that's like when I came back and I saw like I remember having my first McDonald's. Not to make it sound like this, like there's not McDonald's in
No, but I know what you
Nigeria.
mean.
But I wasn't eating that. And I remember like when I had there's just certain little things when I touched down just made me realise like, yo, there's opportunities that you can really do what you need to do.
If you could rewind time and not go to Nigeria for those 2 years, would you not go?
I'll go.
You'd go?
Yeah, I'll go. It did something to me.
What did it
Because
do?
so much things happened for me out there. The focus, what I said when I came back. Remember, I wasn't even focused like that before I went.
Yeah.
And like just to add to this part, when I came back from Nigeria and I went to look for my friends, remember my 2 brothers I was talking about? One of them was in jail.
Right.
So like I started realizing, oh, my mum was a visionary. She knew that like you're going down that path. So I probably would have been in jail.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So and then my relationship with God started. That's a country that does not play with spirituality.
Right.
Nigeria is like you're going to church every 2 days. That's when I started learning about, you got church on Sunday, then you got prayer warrior meeting on Tuesday. You know what I mean? I didn't know about this. I just knew about Sunday. I didn't know about prayer warrior meeting. And I picked the right auntie to stay with. Because that auntie, I mentioned this on Spray Show as well. That auntie still sends...
Big up Spray.
Big up Spray, man. Spray's a G. That auntie still sends me broadcasts. Like, God brought the church you brought till today. So I was like, oh, you were really the truth. Because this is like, bro, coming to 20 years later. Do you know what I mean? So like, I picked the right auntie. And I know why I picked her. Because my mom was telling me to spend a day with each auntie. And when I stayed a day with her, yeah, just the vibe and like... You know what I mean? And how she took me, I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be. And like that, and I spoke about it in my book, that was the beginning because she took me to a church service. And in that service, the pastor was talking about covenants. I wrote about it in the book. I'll never forget it. The pastor was saying like, in the Bible time, God made covenants with certain prophets or certain people in that time, promises that's been made, and the pastor was saying, make a personal covenant with God. And I'm like 14, so like I remember I wanted to do music. So like I'm getting on my knees in the church, because that's what they in Nigeria. That's how it's wild. Everyone's on their knees and that's how they pray. And I'm getting on my knees watching everyone else, and I'm saying stuff like, if you help with my music, or like, you know, I'll do my part and do your work. This is an innocent prayer I just prayed. And like, I remember I hanged on to that because I'll never forget what that service was about, the confidence thing. And I hanged on to it, and like later on in life, it's taken 20 years later, and like, it's in my book, it came to fruition.
What's the 3 best and worst things about Nigeria from your experience?
Do you know what? Do you know why it's difficult to answer that question, Shizzio, here? Because I went so long ago, even though I did go recently, but I haven't experienced Nigeria. The Nigeria I'm seeing now is, you know, the Nigeria you're seeing now, when you're seeing, what is it, Dirty December, like, that's what's really good. You see the part I'm from in Nigeria? I'm from like farm. You know how I'm from Tottenham here? I'm from like the hood part, and like, not the hood part, but it's not, Lagos is like the place where people go to.
Would you consider that a third world country?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Nigeria's up to date now. Like,
yeah. Do you know what? No, FYI, because I'd see the Fuse, like ODG was saying recently, that the advertisement
Big
of
up Fuse, by the way.
Africa, you know, the song there, and he was talking about how
and they're still trying to portray it in that way.
More, yeah, and that's
and that's the old perception I kind of had, because I haven't really experienced Nigeria properly,
right?
Apart from when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it's upgraded so much now. It's basically London. It's the same shit. It could be even better.
Yeah. I've heard Ghana's the spot, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a couple of brothers out there say, listen, it's the Dubai of that. You get me? Like, there's a lot happening, a lot of infrastructure, a lot of that. So just touch you back to the Fuse point. He was like, we don't need your songs, we don't need your advertisement.
Those terms are finished.
It's causing more harm than good. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So big up Fuse, man. It would be nice if you answered the emails, but
yeah, big up Fuse though.
Anyway, okay, so you return home.
Yes.
After 2 years. Do you know you're coming
I get
home?
malaria. Oh, wow. I get malaria while I'm out there.
Okay.
I get malaria while I'm out there. I still got some. I had bumps all over, because my blood was sweet to the mosquitoes.
Sweet blood.
Sweet.
Yeah. So malaria's from mosquitoes,
Yeah, so I'm getting all these bumps all over my legs, and I'm getting bitten everywhere. Then
when did you get that? First, early on, or when you're like the second year?
Second year.
Right, you get malaria.
I get malaria, and I'm like, take me to a hospital out there. Luckily, this is where it ties in. I'll show you how it ties in. But like, one of my uncles is a doctor out there, so I got fast tracked in. You know what I mean? Because he's the doctor in that hospital, so I got fast tracked. And then I not nearly died, but like, it was serious, and my mum panicked.
Obviously, you got malaria.
Yeah. And it's like, now he's coming home. And that's how I didn't do the third or fourth.
So that's why you got sent home.
Yeah.
Because you caught malaria.
Yeah.
There you go. FYI to anyone out there. This needs a quick exit.
Nah, I don't know about
that. Just deal with me.
Please.
Okay, you caught malaria.
Yeah, I caught malaria.
And then what's the symptoms of, like, what do you know what I mean?
I was in bed shaking. I was shaking, and like, it's like a heightened flu. You know, like them serious flus where like, so and this, I'm in Nigeria though. If it's over here, it's different. But I'm in Nigeria, so my mum's she can't see. You know what I mean? So bring him home. I come home. Yeah. So
have you still got it, or do you wait until you fight it? Like, how does it work? Don't you have to? Have you still got it when you're home? Do you?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, are you coming home to be treated? That's what I'm trying to.
No. I fight it, so I get better.
Right.
And then I think just that whole experience.
And then mum goes, bring him home.
Bring him home.
Blessing in the disguise. Yeah?
Big blessing in disguise.
That's a big
because
blessing.
I was only, I think they call it SS3. Right. So like year 7, year 8, year 1 will be like, year 7, year 8, year 9 will be SS1, SS2, SS3.
Right.
So I was only SS2. That's the second year. So there's still SS3, SS4. So I was growing up to.
If you didn't get that, you would have done the whole school there.
Yeah.
Okay. Come home. What's the feeling like? Touching down.
Oh God. Woo, I come home.
Was you gas on the plane like, yo, a bus case?
This is my the people. All my cousins were gassed for me.
Right.
because they were
He
like,
bust case.
bro, all my cousins were gassed for me because like, I'm always talking about London and do you know what I mean? Because that's all I know.
Yeah.
So like, they're like, oh, you must be, especially the day before. Oh my God, they're like, you're never coming back. And they're right. It took nearly like 15 years to come back.
Yeah.
Because I'm so traumatized. But like, yeah, so that flight back, that feeling, there's two feelings that's like, I'll never forget. The feeling of that flight coming back to London and the feeling of being discharged from hospital.
Yeah.
Those two, when they call you and say like the doctor said everything's cool, you can be discharged. Cause, woo! Anyone that's been discharged, they know what I'm talking about. But
Okay.
it's not funny, but it's funny.
Touchback.
Yes.
Well, what's it like seeing mum then? Is that the first time you've seen her since she?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Are you cool with mum, or is there some resentment?
No, bro, it's love. I'm in the UK. I'm back.
Are you not
I'm
a bit resentful in your head? Like, hold
remember
on.
I said how I'm.
Did she come and get you, or did you fly back by
No, I
yourself?
fly back by myself. Yeah, she didn't come and get me. What? Come to no, man. She's waiting for me at the airport, and she brings my bread. Like my mum's always doing that. Like she's always done that. She'll bring some of my bread, wait for me. Like my next door neighbor wait for me at the airport or some stuff like that. And
Did you ever have the conversation with mum about your experience out there and kind of?
we did, but it
Why
was
she did
jokey though. Like I'll
Why?
talk about like how I'm saying it now with like the Kano situations and like
Yeah.
And I came back from Nigeria with mad stories. Like someone was saying that to me, like, yo, I remember I loved your Nigerian stories because I'll tell you one story since we're talking about stories.
Go on.
There's a story of like we got to school early, and we wanted something from the head teacher's room. So like we're knocking on it early though. This is mad early. We're knocking on the head teacher's door. Knocking.
What did you want from there? A cane.
No.
Because
Not
you're
a
asking
cane.
for it. Yeah, like, right, go on.
Just to get something from the room, knocking on it. No one's answering, yeah. And then we're thinking, right, she's not in. And then a fly flies through the everyone knows where I'm going with this. A fly comes and flies through the vent,
Right, so you go through the vent.
and then the door opens.
Why did the door open?
She was the fly.
What?
Oh, bro, you're not following me. You're following me, right?
He's lost the plot. Brother, yo, on the floor. I have missed something.
Are you following me?
What's the motive? Actually, tell me. She's the fly.
Listen.
What's this some
listen.
juju that I don't know about?
Yeah, bro.
What do
she's
you
the
mean?
fly. She's the fly. So she's come open the door and I'm like,
Wow.
yes.
What?
Yes, frightening, bro.
No, hold on.
Yeah, it's a different place.
What are you on about? Man's lost me. We're not moving topic. Bro, wake up, bro. Get this guy off the floor. Hold on. Wait,
Hey, yo, that's hilarious.
everybody just stop. Man's doing the Jeff Goldblum fly on me, cuz. You're trying to go in the door, a fly...
So say like
Yeah.
Shizzio told us, yeah.
Yeah, don't put juju in this.
No, man.
Man's
No,
not
no.
interested. I'm not on that. You get me?
No, we're good, man. We're good.
Yeah,
We're
come
good. We're
on.
men of God here. Look,
Yeah.
Shizzio's told us. You know how you said meet us today
Yes.
at whatever time, 6
Yeah.
o'clock.
7 I said, but go on.
No, yeah, 7 o'clock. But I'm just saying, say 6.
Right.
We're knocking. Shizzio's not answering.
Yeah.
Right, Shizzio said meet us at 6. He's not answering. Then we see a fly struggling to come through like one of the holes, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The
as
door
soon as it
opens.
gets through, the door opens, and you're moving a bit like.
But if she's moving like that, maybe there was a man in there, no?
But these are the stories I'm being told.
What do you mean? You was there. It's
No.
your story.
No. Someone telling me a story.
Oh, this...
Of how these are.
Oh, you will see
No.
Come on, bro. What's going on here, bro? You
No.
done killed the story, bro.
No. These are the stories that I'm taking these stories
Brother.
back home. No, I didn't see this personally. I'll be traumatized now to this day.
on, bro.
I didn't see this personally. But these are the stories man are telling me that, yeah, they went to knock at the head teacher's thing, a flight, and these...
That's cat, bro.
No,
bro.
but can you imagine? I'm in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So that's why I think environment plays a major part. Do you know, if
Did
they
you
told me that story here, I'll think, okay, cool. But when you're in Nigeria and they're telling you that, I can tell you plenty more that's telling me that. Made sense there, but now I'm here.
Is there anything that you saw, bruv?
No, I didn't see nothing crazy out there.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Man did all that, brothers on the floor, bruv.
Yeah,
and
no,
man
no,
don't
no,
even
no.
know, you get me?
No,
and
no,
it's cat from someone else, bruv. Come
No,
on.
I didn't see nothing.
I
But
need,
do you know what?
I need witness accounts, you get me?
Do you know what? I don't think I lived out there long enough to see something crazy.
They're 2 years,
It's
bro.
like-
What do you
it's like-
mean?
It's a good time.
I'm in a boarding school. First year, I'm in a boarding school. Second year, I'm
Yeah.
a day student. And plus, they weren't letting me outside the house. I'm coming home from, trust me, I was not coming outside the house. I didn't, that's why when you ask me what do I think
But
of
they
Nigeria, I
believe in a
didn't
lot
see
of that
Nigeria.
stuff because I'm from Pakistan and they believe a lot of these spirits and
No, but-
and all
Because
of that.
my grandmom, bless my grandmom, yeah, she used to always like, whenever I'll say like, oh, I just want to go out and see Nigeria, she'd be like, no, don't you know, people turn to bush and scared about, even when she came to London to visit, yeah, and obviously I'm in London, it's my home, and I'm leaving to go shop at like, just to get a drink at like 10, yeah, my grandmom would be like battling with my mom, like telling him not to go, and I'm like, grandmom, so it's like, I don't know.
What does turn to bush mean, bro?
Oh, bro, you don't allow it, man. These, no, you look, because you're making me make it sound mad.
No.
and I know I'm going to get
hold
bare
on,
messages.
hold on.
This
I've
is
been
just what...
Pakistan bare times, yeah? Yeah? Black magic, witchcraft is a thing.
Yeah.
100%, yeah? They believe in it, whatever. There's some mad stuff that even I've seen, yeah? It's mad.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm asking, what's bush? What is that?
So my grandmom, what she said anyway, yeah, she was like, don't go out too late. People turn to bushes.
Right. They
Do you know
turn
what I
into
mean?
the bushes.
They
right?
turn into bushes.
Okay.
So, and like, my grandmom, this is someone that's 90. So she's seen a lot of things during her time. I don't know what she's seen. No,
Sorry, do you know why I'm laughing?
bro.
Anyone seen the guy online that is a bush and scares people? If they saw that, oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for me, I'm
Sorry,
taking
fam.
I'm taking everything as jokes. So imagine, because I'm taking everything as jokes, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get back to London and tell all these stories. So all the man them used to like gather around, girls as well, and I just tell these mad stories from Nigeria. And like, they was loving it. So when I got back, I was telling stories.
Yeah.
I just came back with a brand new energy. And like at that time, that's when like Grime was just really like the golden age of it. And
Okay, so you landed as Grime was kind of starting.
really
So
getting
prior
lit.
to that, you're writing lyrics though?
Yes, I've been writing lyrics.
Right. Are you rapping prior to that? Like, where does music creep in? Because I'm trying to figure that out. Because you
I
said
was
on the phone to
rapping-
Nigeria, you said you're writing lyrics and
I was
stuff.
rapping from before.
Okay.
Yeah, I was rapping from before because I saw Heartless Crew from before.
Hey, big up. Come
Yeah,
on.
big up Heartless. Bruv, Bushkin.
Bushkin's been
I saw
here.
his name there, look.
Mighty's been here.
Yeah.
He ain't been on the show, but he's been here. Come on.
Yeah, Heartless Crew are my
Fonzie,
goats. I
come on.
started because of them. And I had a moment the other day, like, Memzee took me somewhere and like I'm right next to Bushkin filming him. And
Oh, yeah, I
feel
was there.
like-
I was there. Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
that's what- yeah,
Big
yeah, that's-
party, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like, that dance was raw.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a separate.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's remember that centre that I said my mum works at?
Yeah.
They booked Heartless Crew to come there and perform.
Right.
And like, obviously, my mum works there. You can't really get into these raves because like you're young.
Yeah.
And like, I'll say I'm going to see my mum or something.
You got in.
And then go there. But it was a presentation anyway. It was after a football presentation. And I saw Heartless Crew and that's where it started.
And this is garage music.
This is garage music.
So from there, you want to be an MC.
So from there, I want to be an MC. So I had lyrics like Enter with the Street Fighter. Like, we're talking that old school.
Right, you can inside the arena.
Yes!
Who was that?
Yes!
Shabba, innit?
I don't know who that
Oh,
was,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
where it started.
Okay, could you be quiet?
Yeah, yes.
Rude boy Vega.
Yes.
Hey! Don't
Yes.
piss me off.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're writing lyrics, but are you performing the lyrics? You're just writing.
I didn't start writing it. I used to spit other people's lyrics.
Okay.
And then big up my brethren Evans, man. My brethren Mucky, he's the one that really inspired me. So I used to spit other people's lyrics.
Yeah.
They will find out that it's not my lyric. And then
Punch
they
you
will
up.
be like, nah, they will be like, I don't like the lyric anymore. The way you spat it was better than the actual person.
Okay.
Then I was like, you know what, let me start writing my own, but tell them that it's someone else's lyrics still, just to see what their feedback is on it.
So whose like lyrics are you spitting? Heartless.
Heartless Crew, who else was there? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I did the same thing.
Is it? So you know it's facts. So Heartless Crew.
Yeah, but you do that, innit? You obviously mimic. Yeah, come on.
It was Heartless Crew. I remember. I can't remember. Heartless Crew was the main one though.
Heartless was the main.
Yeah, Heartless
Come
was the.
on,
Let's
bro.
just stop it at Heartless.
Mighty
Heartless was the
Mo,
main
come
one.
on, bro.
And Mighty DM'd me recently, man, and I was telling you, man, that I was proper
Yeah.
because of the history of
I
like.
speak to Mighty quite often, you know.
Yeah, big up Mighty.
Yeah, big up Mighty,
Yeah,
man.
he was showing me love because I did the AG freestyle and he didn't even DM me any words. he just DM'd me emojis. And that was enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's enough.
Yeah. Okay, so you're writing lyrics, but you're not performing it.
No, I'm
so
not performing.
even in Nigeria, you're writing lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the garage music.
Yeah. Not even a cappella. I didn't have no beats or like...
Are you like performing them, practicing them, or you just writing?
I'm writing to myself.
Okay.
Like my cousins used to always laugh about me about that. Like they used to say they'll come into my room and I'll
Do
be
you
like...
remember your first type of lyrics you're writing, or not?
I remember one lyric. This is the only one I remember, and I don't even know why I was talking like this. Cause I didn't even have this experience. But like, I had a lyric that said, "Some girl gave me shiners." You know, remember? That's how you
Shiners
know,
and-
shiners, old school, not even head shiners. And I had the lyric that goes, "Some girl gave me shiners." I went ooh. Next thing you know, my things went blue. I went to the, but I don't know why I was so. This is how you know I was always gonna be cold. I don't know why I was spitting like this. I said, "Some girl gave me shiners." I went ooh. Next thing you know, my things went blue. I went to the doctors. What should I do? All because I'm black, I won't help you. What? Took off my jacket. That's all I remember. So I'm talking about racism, like bro.
Everything.
Yeah, mad.
Everything.
Mad, yeah.
Okay, bare lyrics, come home, grime kicks in.
Yes.
So from your experience,
So I had a brethren. I can't say his name because just some politics behind it, but I'll tell you off cam. We'll talk about it off cam.
Okay.
But I had a brethren anyway. Yeah, we started doing music together. Actually, I mentioned it in my book, to be fair. But anyway, we started doing music together.
what page, fam?
No.
We'll just turn to there now and go, hey, bro, how you mean?
Yeah, we started doing music together, and like, I come back.
Not to shitstir, but you've mentioned his name in the book, so it's not like...
Yeah, but yeah, anyway, I come back.
They need to buy the book.
Yeah, hey, PR manager, and
They need to buy the book.
and that's-
Amazon right now.
and that's why man like Memzee is in the
In the
cut.
building.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, so we started doing music together.
$10.99. Signed autograph, £50.
I come back from Nigeria, and he's a star.
Oh, here.
Yeah,
Oh no, you're pissing me
killing
off.
it.
Buy the book right now.
What page, bro?
He's a star.
What, like full blown star?
Not hood star at the time.
Okay.
Hood star, and you
But
know when
he's
you're a
known.
hood star, it's like you're a full blown star.
What is he known now? Like I would know him.
Yeah, for sure.
What grime artist?
Oh, you lot allow it, man.
Okay.
But like he's like a hood star.
It's in
Yeah?
the book right now.
No. Right, go on.
Oh, you want me to tell you the name?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I won't say nothing. Just write it in there, bro. Just so I can pick. You know what I mean?
Carry on with the interview.
Just see like. Oh wow! Oh my god! Yeah, but you could, bro. It's not like you're to. Do you get what I'm saying? But
Yeah, but just do you know what I mean?
oh wow!
Yeah. So like, yeah,
But bro, you can.
yeah, but you know what I mean though. Do you get where I'm trying to kind
I
of?
get it, but it's got nothing to do with you, innit? What man?
Yeah, but bro, it's just funny, man. Somehow people will just, bruv, the internet is crazy. Before you know it, they're stringing something and let's just leave it as that.
But you mentioned his name in there. In there.
No, but it's not, bruv. What's
No, I'm just curious. I'm curious. No, but you mentioned his name in there.
Government, not like that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't mention that
No,
name. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Oh, so if people did the detective work, they
Then they can like, you know what I
which
mean?
they're now gonna do. But all right, cool. Wow.
But yeah, so he was like a star, and like the first star I saw.
Was he part of that crew then?
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
At that
No,
moment.
not at that time.
That's what
No,
I'm
no,
saying.
no, that was later,
That's
till
what I
later.
mean. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Because I'd never heard of him. People won't get. I'd never heard of him until he joined that crew.
Okay. Yeah, no, he was a star way
Okay,
before
cool.
then, bro.
Right, so go
like
on.
a hood star.
Right. So you and him had a crew together first.
Not a crew together, but like we started spitting together.
Right.
Like was always spitting.
And it's grime.
Yeah, grime.
Before you before we carry on, there was a discussion here earlier, and let me just text Memzee because he wants to know who it is, and it's just gonna piss him off, innit? So it's like, you know.
I already know.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
knew
didn't
that,
know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You come back. We were having a discussion off camera before about what's the first grime tune, and everyone seemed to weigh in. So you might as well just answer it now, bro. Who started grime in your eyes?
Who started it?
Yeah, or what was the first grime
Do you know
tune?
what? In my mind, anything when it comes to the origins of grime, it's Wiley for me.
It's Wiley, yeah?
Yeah,
Fair
man.
enough,
Whether that's correct or factual, but in
What are
my
you saying?
mind, it's Wiley.
after some deliberation, I would say Wiley as well.
Yeah, because we had this discussion off camera, which is a shame. We should have had it on camera. Memzee?
I've said it, and I'm saying it as a DJ. Music starts from the producers. That, however, it starts.
But Wiley did produce.
Yeah, he did produce.
Music starts. Music can't be created without a producer.
Brother, man, just want to answer, you know.
Okay. I can't say who was the first producer to make grime and create grime, but hats off to Wiley. He was one of the artists and producers that started
just off camera.
grime.
It's a discussion that happens with a few guests. Is that Oi versus what do you call it?
Yeah,
and a lot of people now are saying Oi was first, and I got that wrong. I always thought what do you call it was first.
I thought what do you call it was
Yeah,
first
just
too.
what I'm saying, off the conversation we just had,
Yeah.
I realised Oi was first because I was in like,
So is Oi not a grime tune then?
I think it's a grime tune
So are you not answering your own questions?
because it was like in a garage tune.
Is it grime?
You're a DJ. Does it mix into a garage?
Yes.
Oi, it does.
Yeah.
So
It does, innit? It was like
It's
it's
the same
like
Tempah, 145.
But it was like garage grimy
it's
though.
like garage grime.
Yeah, it went.
nah, just,
What do you call it? It's grime.
That's Esky beats.
That's
Wiley.
yeah.
beats, yeah.
Which
But
then
it's-
okay. Anyway, we had this discussion. You might as well.
But it's one of the two. It's Oi or
yeah, and
what do you call it?
I need to speak to Ozzy. I know Ozzy quite well.
I think that the energy of music around that time, amongst the creators at the time, that sound just got created organically.
Yeah.
And then someone just named it.
But it would have had to have started somewhere, and I'm curious as to where your checkpoint is. Yours is Oi.
Yeah, I think it's Oi upon like reflection of the first type of sound when I heard that.
Yeah.
But when I actually recognised grime as a genre, it was definitely Wiley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Wiley.
But you got Jammers there as a producer as well.
Yeah.
He was making beats
Absolutely.
as well. So it all started at the same time. So producer, it's like British Airways and Virgin. They're always competing. It's like, so as a producer, people get inspired.
But does it matter who started grime?
You tell me.
This is
That's what I was trying to say. I think it was just a collective figure.
Does
at
it
the
matter?
time.
yeah, it don't matter. This is the problem. This is what we're talking about. He's
Yeah.
trying to squeeze out. This is the problem we have with the genre. This is what I'm gonna say.
But-
Wait, Mem, let me just get this point off.
But for the genre, it's nice to have someone to say,
To point it back to you as the origin
Yeah.
point, as in like in Nigeria, you know, in hip hop, how they can point it back to like the
Yeah, but
Bronx and
They
like.
can't even point it
But
back.
they can't because I saw
It
an
goes from
interview
Cool
of
Herc to flipping God knows.
But you know what?
I saw an
Funny
interview
enough,
of Kendrick and Quincy Jones,
Right.
and Quincy was saying it's not even hip hop. In Africa, it started.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna go far back, so like
You know, like even the drill conversation, they send it back to like Chicago.
Yeah.
And that's when drill came out, and then like you said, the producer it was a young chop thing.
yeah,
He started with Chief Keef, and then the UK people started copying
Yeah.
it, and it became a. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's.
Yeah, go on. You said why does it matter?
It doesn't, man. I don't. It does matter, obviously, to know where the origins come from, but I feel like that's what kind of holds back the grime genre.
Yeah.
Is that we're all arguing about who invented it, who
I
started
don't think it's
it.
an argument. It's interesting conversation. Do you know what I mean?
Let's evolve the genre. Like, let's keep pushing forward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay, after we find out who invented it, what happens then? Does the person get a medal and then we start moving forward again? Like, what happens?
Yeah.
We know who the pioneers are. Let's move forward now.
Yeah.
Let's, you know what I mean? Let's,
Okay, fair enough.
Like in pop, I don't see them arguing in
UK
pop.
created
I don't see them arguing in the pop genre. Like,
Yeah, but we know the king of pop. You get me? Everyone knows the king of pop. MJ, you mad, bruv? You make me dash my drink in my own studio, bruv. You get me?
no, for maybe pop wasn't a good example to use because
Yeah.
it's MJ. That's clear.
But then we have to accept that it's Wiley then.
That's what I'm going with. I'm going with
I'm
Will.
going with Wiley.
I'm going with Wiley.
Yeah. Wiley. Okay. Okay, so you come back, you start writing to grime.
Yes.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grime.
Writing lyrics, are you performing them?
No, there weren't really performances them times.
Okay.
There was youth clubs though.
Yes.
That's where
Maxwell D
there was
talking about
radio,
that.
there was youth clubs, and there was Heat FM.
Right.
So we got Chris J because he did something amazing for all of us.
What did you do?
Started Heat FM.
Heat FM, which
and
is the
that was
pirate station,
which
yeah?
is the pirate station, and that's where everyone went to, and everyone was bumping into each other.
That's where I started. From.
Yeah,
And where was it based? Because you
It was
moved around the
different.
pirate
It was-
station.
It was in Edmonton.
Okay, but yeah.
and it got moved around. There was
Moved
ones in
around.
Tottenham, ones in
Anywhere
Edmonton.
they could find a banded place.
Yeah.
the rig goes up, the area goes up.
Yeah, the aerial goes up, and then
Friday night.
it's mad when you think about it.
I was just thinking that in my head, like this.
illegal moves to put up a radio station. You know, it's not even drugs
pirate radio
or liquor
station.
like it's back in the day with the liquor smuggling. It's mental.
This new generation,
They ain't got a clue in it.
TikTok is.
if
pirate
I don't think
radio.
they ever would have gone
Hold
into
on.
like a building like that to
Man
spit.
said TikTok is pirate radio.
If you
Break it
really-
down.
if you really-
For this generation.
For this generation now, if you really genuinely look at it now,
Yeah.
like pirate radio station, all you needed,
It does make sense.
All you needed was your rig,
Yeah.
your aerial,
Yeah. Outlet. Yeah.
your 1210s, your
Mems, I hear you, you know.
You TikTok.
I hear
is
him.
Pirate radio. Look at DJ AG now.
Yeah.
He can take his equipment anywhere.
Anywhere.
I can take my equipment anywhere.
It's mad.
As long as I've got internet connection, I can stream there
Yeah.
and then.
Yeah.
So pirate radio station is TikTok.
Mad. Except the police were after pirate radio
Exactly.
stations
They were
then.
after us. Now you can go.
Ages been stopped by the police a couple times.
Ages been moved on, yeah. I've seen that video.
If you think about it, you can stream in Nigeria,
Yeah, anywhere.
Turkey,
Yeah.
anywhere around the world. As long as you've got internet,
It's mad.
your pirate radio station.
Yeah, but just imagine there was a time when this didn't exist, bro. These people think that's just normal. That's just the world. There was a time when this didn't exist.
Yeah.
Phones and all of that, you know what I mean? All right, go on. So you do the youth club stuff. You start going to youth clubs.
Start going to youth clubs. That's where I meet like people like Chip. That's where I see like all different artists.
Because you know what? A lot of people, when they talk about grime, they give it to East a lot. But
Yeah.
after speaking with Ironic and all of these, it's clear to see there's a very big scene in North London.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, big. I feel like a lot of people don't speak about it or may not be aware unless you was there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I'm really starting to realise North really had its own movement going on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you're out there spitting.
Yeah.
Are you any good, like in regards to like, or are you just learning the stripes, or I don't know?
You see that I was cold when I think about it.
Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm being honest. Like I was cold. I've always been at the right level.
Yeah.
Just weighing up to my peers at the time. I was cold. I was cold.
Yeah. Who
and
else
I
is
knew I
spitting?
was because I was getting invited. You know you're cold when like
You know
they
when
invite
I knew,
you.
You know when I knew you was cold? Is when we done your headline show and we done the after party at Rude Kid's place, and Ironic was playing Grime,
And I spat.
and you spat, and I was just sitting there looking at you,
Yeah.
thinking like,
Who is that?
This is,
Because I don't do grime. I'll do like what I do now is complete. It's more rap.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
rarely do grime, but those kind of moments,
I've
like
still got that footage.
yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Send it to me. We'll post it up.
But at that time, I've mastered the craft by that
No,
time.
but that energy, the 16 bars that you gave, I was like, Shocks, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the name actually, Shocka. Are you
Yes.
called Shocka then, or you?
I've always been called Shocka.
Okay.
I've
so
always
that's just a
been-
nickname.
That's been a nickname that's stuck.
Okay.
I don't know who.
Any idea from the origin?
I don't know who. We got where's the origin? Where's the origin? I don't know who threw that.
Hey, Shocka.
Yeah, like I just always had that name Shocka. I understand why, because I used to always get in like cussing matches. That obviously the name's evolved for what it means to me now, but at the time I used to always get in like cussing matches with people, and like I used to say like the most you know, remember your mum's dad's cussing.
yeah,
I used to
yeah.
say the most craziest things, so the name just stuck. Someone just threw the name, and I just ran with it.
Oh, you've always just been called Shocka.
I've always been called Shocka.
Okay.
From a youth, like everyone calls me Shocka in my area. Some people call me Osas. That's my Nigerian name. That's what my mum used to call me. So my mum would be shouting it out. Do you know that?
Who are you?
Yo,
Didn't you know that?
Who are you?
this guy, bro.
Hey,
Come on, bro.
no, I gave you the book, bro. Like what the?
Innit? The
fuck?
brother
You just
didn't even
said-
read
Yeah,
the
like,
things,
let
you
me just
know.
get a copy.
Let
and
that
just
be a
shelve
lesson
it.
to you, bro.
Hey,
Come
all
on,
my
man.
brethrens, yeah, that don't know who they're with, and you've got my book, please read it. That's why I did it. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Please read it.
Is this an audiobook format as well?
I'm trying to get that done. A lot of people ask me
I think
about
you
that.
should, man. And
Yeah, I
I
will
think
do.
it's unfortunately, that's where the way it is as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I will do.
So
I will
I think
do.
audiobooks is definitely, but you don't have to voice it yourself. I think it's better though. If it
No,
comes
but
from
it'll be
you.
better for me. It'll be sick. Like how I'm doing it now, it'd be so sick.
Yeah,
Just listen to
man.
it. Yeah, I'm on it.
do that, so that this brother can learn something from it.
I had to do it though.
My voice?
Yeah, to read it, yeah.
No, but
Nah,
there's a
AI,
feel.
AI
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not a
there's-
thing, bro. There's a feeling
Yeah,
in
there's
words
a-
and
yeah,
what
there's-
he's saying, emotion.
yeah,
you
there's
get
a
me? We
feel.
did capture that, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying,
there's a
bro?
feel.
Alright, cool. Spitting, getting your stripes, as it were. You're saying you're always cold. What artists are like big then?
Oh, Kano,
Yeah,
Dizzy,
yeah.
all the East London lot were killing it at the time.
Come on.
Yeah, that's we used to get all the DVDs, and that was so. When I see them now, it's still mad to me because I remember like seeing them on DVDs and like my area we love trainers and like so we used to try to see who's the flight like J2K. I'm not surprised that he's got his own trainers now because like we used to pause it.
Apparently he owns Crep Protect. Or
That's what I'm saying.
He's got something in
That's what I'm saying. Yes, his thing.
He is gone clear. That is mad. Yeah, I've heard Crep Protect is.
So like that makes sense because I've watched that evolve because we used to pause it at J2K's feet and be like every DVD he's always got on sick J2K because we used to like the flight who was that's what I was on like he was flying like Tinchy Stryder. You know how they was called Flea Gang? Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
Star in the Hood.
Star in the Hood merch was one of the first to really bust, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like the shiny thing.
Star in the Hood merch was everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was the first to get this merch game really out there, bro.
Yes.
And then Boy But No.
But I'm saying the Star in the Hood merch.
Yeah.
That went clear.
Super clear.
That went clear.
Super
I saw
clear.
something where he was talking about being with someone that's wearing it that didn't know was his. So say him saying, "Oh, I like your top," and they're like, "Yeah, Starting Hood." Don't even know that. Like,
see, that's when you know you're super
That's when
clear.
you know you're
Where
clear.
the brand is gone, it's evolved so much. It's not even like, man, I don't even know where it came from. It's just cool because, you know what I mean? That's legacy
yeah. So
shit.
like the Flyboys and Grime was seeing who was so J2K. That just makes perfect sense. It was in his DNA.
Yeah.
From DVDs he was fresh, and then he's got Crep Protect and all of that. So that's what we was like proper watching out for.
Yeah. And then how does Marvel form then?
Marvel's before Marvel. So I'm from Farm. There's an area called Tiverton.
Right.
That's literally like 10 minutes away.
Right.
And that area, that's where Wretch 32 is from. Mm-hmm. And Wretch 32 was in a crew called Combination Camp.
Right.
And then Wretch 32 started the younger. Remember them times they had olders and youngers.
Right.
There was always olders, youngers. Mm-hmm. They started the youngers called Chain Gang.
Right.
And then my brethren was in Chain Gang.
Right.
When I come back, we were speaking together as well. So me, him, we was all speaking together. My brethren was in Chain Gang. When I come back, he takes me to Tiverton.
Which brethren?
My brethren, the same brethren I picked up.
Oh, right, okay, right.
He was in Chain Gang. He takes me to Tiverton. So I go to Tiverton. This is like a new land for me, like a new place I'm exploring. I go to Tiverton, it's like a whole new world. And like, I remember we used to always come back to Farm and be like, yo, we got to be like the Tiverton lot. They was just so advanced.
Right.
In terms of
with
like...
what, lyrics, swag, everything?
Lyrics, swag.
Right.
They were driving, like I had a brethren called...
Where's Tiverton? In North London?
Yeah, North London,
Right,
literally
right.
around the corner.
Right.
I had a brethren called Caps, big up Caps, Ashley. He had a car from like early, do you know what I mean? And them times having
They
a
were
car,
the guys.
Yeah, they were the guys, man. And it was sick. And so they took me to Tiverton, and I had to get into the group, I had to MC to a guy called Nero.
Right.
Big up Nero. I had to MC to a guy called Nero.
Audition? Come on.
It was like an audition.
Yeah.
It was like an audition. And I remember like they was telling him like, yo, just hear him out, whatever. And it was so nerve-wracking. Because I remember he was on his phone while I was spitting to him.
Right.
Like he wasn't hearing, but he was listening. But like it was
Them
just so,
ones, you know,
it was so
yeah,
gangster. Like he was like, yeah, no, I'm going. I'm listening to you. And he was on his phone.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to have like childish lyrics at the time. But the lyrics are true to me, but there's just childish.
Like what?
I was talking about like Charizard and Pokemon and that.
Yeah.
I remember I told you
Hey, them cards are worth peas now, you know. Who's laughing now, bro?
Remember I told you this era they was already on like iceberg history and do you know what I mean? Moschino and getting money, and then I come
Avrix
through
and that.
and I come through and I'm talking about like, oh, I wish I could remember one of the lyrics, but I'm talking about like Pokemon and Charizard.
Yeah.
And they was like, you're cold, we can hear the potential, but like you're gonna have to start talking about some proper stuff.
Yeah.
Which is a blessing. I'm so happy that happened because from that point, my whole level went up. And I was around them constantly, and Rex used to come on the block.
But did you make the crew then?
Yeah, I made the crew. I made the crew. So
What's it called? Chain Gang?
Chain Gang.
Right.
The history's there. It's all on YouTube and type
yeah.
Chain Gang now. I made the crew Chain Gang, and I was in that group for a while. For like,
How many people are in that group?
Oh, I think there was like me, Wiz. Big up Wiz. You surely know Wiz.
No.
You don't know Wiz?
No.
You don't all know Wiz though.
He's looking at me like, this brother dad doesn't know a lot of things, so I wouldn't use him as the benchmark.
Memzee, you know Wiz.
Nah.
So anyway,
Wow, there you go.
but Wiz is proper big.
Yeah, okay.
He produced all Wretched stuff. Like Wiz is proper big. He's on.
Oh, the producer. Yeah,
The producer, yeah, Wiz, the producer.
Oh, I'm thinking about
Oh,
MC.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were like an MC.
Yeah, so I thought MC,
No.
yeah.
Wiz the producer. Wiz the producer. He did the hook for Mr. Jealousy on my album.
Right.
So me, Wiz, Caps, Tips, Shiver, 5 of us.
Okay.
I think that's it. 5. So we was together for like a couple years.
It's a grime crew, yeah? Going
Grime
out,
crew.
spitting.
Grime crew. We was going everywhere, doing it like proper big in the ends.
And Wretch is like in charge of this.
Not
managing
in charge, but like he's got combination camp. We're like the younger version.
Who's in this combination?
In
camp?
combination camp, it was Wretch, Mumbles, Nero, Captain. If I'm missing someone, I apologize.
fair enough. Okay,
but
cool.
yeah, so he was in there, and they was just like
Right.
they was looking over the chain gang thing.
Cool.
And we was going everywhere and like just doing what we was doing, and then
Sets and stuff like
doing
that.
sets and shit
Live
like that. I
shows
think they
and
had
just-
Fuck Radio at the time. Remember Fuck Radio and Wiz was on there?
No.
I think Wretch and that took Wiz.
Okay.
So from Chain Gang, they took Wiz to the Fuck Radio. Yeah, so there was just sets and that, and then the crew kind of, you know how it happens, it kind of fizzles.
Why
and
did it fizzle? It just fizzled.
everyone was just kind of on their own thing.
How old are you when it kind of fizzles and starts?
Oh, fucking hell,
What are we talking? 16, 17?
about that,
Yeah.
16, 17, about that. So
Are you
it
working at
fizzled.
this time? Are you in school?
I'm in. I think I'm about to leave.
And are you like studying now in school after your licks from Nigeria?
So I come back from Nigeria with banging grades. Got me into any school I wanted to. I go back to St. Thomas More,
Right.
sixth form.
Yeah.
I go back to St. Thomas More sixth form. So I started school hopping though. So I go St. Thomas More sixth form. I'm there for a year. Then I go to Tottenham College. I'm doing some carpentry thing. This is me trying to find myself, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing some carpentry thing. Then I go to Wolverhampton Forest College for like a year. Then I get a job at Sports World.
Yeah.
Then something called Always Recording starts. You remember Always Recording?
Yeah. AR, right. Okay.
AR, and that's when like everyone was making promos at the time, which is EPs, but everyone's making a promo, which is like 4 tracks, yeah. And so I'm like, I'm solo now, so I'm saying I want to make my first promo. I'm put my first promo together, 4 tracks, I bang it out. I go to Always Recording. There's a guy called Vertex there, which ends up being my Marvel group member. He was making the covers for people's promos. So I give Vertex a CD. These times it's CDs.
Where's the office?
In Wood Green,
Okay.
which is mad.
Was the office ever in Ilford?
Yes.
It was, wasn't
yes,
it?
it
Cranbrook
was.
Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad, bro.
That was later on though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it's on
Yeah.
Cranbrook Road, bro. Because man just go, bro, that's always the office.
Yeah.
No, it fucking ain't. Bro,
Yeah.
that's where they are.
Yeah.
They're not fucking in there, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay,
That
cool.
was later on.
Right.
So
So you just go to the label. Is Chip signed at this moment? Has Chip done his thing?
I think he's about to.
Because he was the always recording guy. right?
Yeah. He's just about to.
Okay. So
But people with different artists was coming into the studio to record. Studio was open to artists.
what?
That's
The
why it was always recording. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had a studio in the building.
They had a studio.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but they had Chip at the time. They had Vertex. They had Double S. And I remember Vertex was doing people's covers and the artwork.
Right.
So I come with my CD. Remember the promo was CDs this time.
Gotta be.
I leave Vertex my CD and I'm like, please can you do my artwork for me, whatever. I think a week or 2 passes and like he hasn't done it. And like I'm just losing my mind over it. So I call him on some real Tottenham one. I'm like, bro, like I don't think these times like, well, everyone's going uni, I think. I'm not going to a uni. I've just left my job. I've got nothing going for me. Like, just put yourself in my shoes. All I'm banking on is this music. So I tell Vertex, like, please, I need this cover. And then when I call him, he's on it. So he's like, yeah, come. So I come to the office and he's like, rah, like, do you not know who this, because he's listened to the CD. The reason why he's taking so long, he ain't listened to the CD.
Nice,
He's listened to the CD, he's heard, he's like, yo, you're cold. And everyone's like, yeah, that's Shocka, like, we know Shocka. But obviously Vertex went boarding school in Norwich.
Right.
So I don't think he was familiar with like all the Tottenham.
Right.
So anyway, from that point on, Vertex was trying to get me into Marvel now.
Right.
So there's a group, Marvel already existed.
Right.
Marvel was Double S,
Yep.
Vertex,
Yep.
Maestro and Shocka.
Right.
Maestro and Shocka left. Now it's just Double S and Vertex.
Right.
Double S is already a star though. Double
already
S
a
is
star.
doing stuff with Chipmunk. So he's not really on the Marvel. Yeah, from there and that.
So the Chipmunk things happened then.
Chipmunk
the
thing, yeah.
Westwood things happened.
No.
Because that
Has Westwood happened at that time?
because That was the turning point, wasn't
What
it?
happened?
Yeah, West was happened. So yeah, Chip's a star.
Yeah.
West was happened. And Double is like the next in line. So Chip's bringing Double along.
Yeah,
Double's the next
Double,
in line.
yeah. I
But
can
Double
definitely-
was in Marvel.
Right.
But not really full, because I'm doing my thing, but I got a group. No, everyone had, because even Chip had a group. Chip had Circular Movement. But Chip was the star in Circular Movement.
Right.
So there was Marvel and Double's the star in Marvel.
Right.
Now Vertex is trying to bring Marvel back. So
Yeah.
Vertex sees me and sees the potential that, oh, I can revamp the group. So they had an interview on Semtex's. That's the first One Extra show I ever went to.
Semtex has been about, you
Semtex
know.
is, and you see how he's playing me now, like it's mad for me because
Yeah.
it's proper full circle. So they had a Semtex show. Vertex brought me along, and Semtex said, "Who do we have in the building?" And Vertex said, "We have Marvel in the building." And then like I'm there, like obviously I'm not gonna say
You didn't even know.
it weren't official. We was
He
rolling.
didn't ask you if you want to join this crew.
No,
he
it
just
was-
rolled. He said,
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
rolling, but it weren't official.
Right,
But like
right,
we're in
right.
studio, we're making songs, but it's not official.
Yeah.
But Semtex says, "Who do we have in the building?" Vertex says, "Oh, we got Marvel in the building." And I remember the owner of Always Recording was with us at the time, and he was like, "Bruv, like it's official." Do you know what I mean? Like you look a Marvel, whatever. And then from that day onwards, like
Organic though, that's
it was
good, but
proper organic. And
Yeah.
then from that day onwards, that was in 2008.
okay. The levels of spitting are supremely high.
Oh yeah, no, they're way high now. At this point, I'm dangerous now. Like I'm
Yeah.
looking at my peers. I'm
Yeah, but
looking
then
at
how
my-
are you getting to that level? Like,
That was the boot camp that I went through with Wretch and that with the
Yeah.
Tiverton lot. That just took the levels way up.
yeah, but there's a thing in the air around that period of just very high quality spitters. Like,
Especially in North London.
Levels.
They took lyrics seriously. Even when I was hanging around them Tiverton lot at the time, they used to be watching like Smack DVD. That's where I learned about Smack DVD.
Smack DVD, yeah.
I had no idea. Bro, Pokemon, you heard my lyrics. I'm talking about Pokemon. So I get here now and they're watching Smack DVD and they're showing me about Cassidy. Because I'm
Cassidy,
seeing
yeah.
Cassidy on the Smack DVD and I'm like, raw, that's hotel. Come to a hotel. They're like, nah, bro.
No, there's a different Cassidy.
They're
Yeah,
like, that's the mainstream stuff. This is Cassidy.
yeah.
That's what I'm watching. So like, everything just went up.
But just like delivery, getting it on that BPM,
Yeah.
breath control,
Yeah.
all of them things, are they just natural to you then?
I had that already.
Okay, how?
I had that
Where did you have
naturally.
that?
I learned that from like spitting other people's lyrics.
And is that something that can be learned, or are you just born with that? Because I've worked with some spitters that they just seem to have a God-given talent of just all of that. I don't know. I can't explain it.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because
at
I was
good
thinking the
questions.
other day to myself, like, if my son was to say to me, I want to start doing music and following your footsteps, like, there's certain things I can't teach. Like, I can't teach breath control. I can't teach
Yeah.
jumping on a beat. I can't, like, I just had
Does
it.
that just come with experience, or do you
It
just have
came from like, remember I told you I used to always spit other people's lyrics?
Yeah.
So while I'm spitting their lyrics, the level they're on, you jump to that level because you're learning, do you know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
learning their lyrics. So I'm already, because I'm learning Kano's lyrics, when he's doing double time flows,
Yeah.
I'm doing double time flows. It's not mine, but it's like I'm on that level.
Mm.
The only difficulty is when you write your own
Yeah,
to sound like Kano,
Yeah,
then you realize, oh, he's at that level. But because you've got that level as a reference, you keep gauging and gauging.
Yeah.
Then once upon a time, I realized, oh shit, I'm neck and neck with
yeah.
the people I was looking up to.
Just to fast forward now,
Yeah.
I don't see that level at all.
From who?
General music.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
just gonna go out and say it. I don't
Yeah,
see
no.
it. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Do you just think it's a moment in time? I don't know where the quality was. All of that, like lyrics, like similes, double entendres, all of that essence was there. I'm just not seeing it now.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why? Firstly, do you agree
I agree with you.
that the class was different then?
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think the reason why it's not there is because it's not celebrated.
Okay.
It's not celebrated. When I was coming up, it was celebrated.
Okay.
To be cold was like that was your entry in. Do you know what I mean? Like I used to envision like what would Getz think of this lyric while I'm writing it. You see, like now, I don't even think artists do that. I think that like in America, I know they were coming up thinking like, what would Hov think of this? What would Jay think of this lyric? I used to have that. I would scrap a bar and be like, nah, Rich won't think this is cold, or Kano won't think this is. Do you know what I mean?
That's about everything around.
Now, like, it don't matter about the lyrics.
it kinda
People care about like the image of it and the branding and like the story behind it, or like.
That kind of makes sense, because if we talk about Getz now, he's still out there doing his thing, and he's
Yeah.
so cold. But I don't think people it's like, oh yeah, that's just it's almost normal for gets to do that, but they're not really deep how great
What he's
it is.
actually doing, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like it's like a different time. I think back then it was so competitive.
Yeah.
It's so competitive.
It's true.
To even have a name, you had to be like AAA star, like on
true.
levels. You know what I'm saying?
And someone made a great point I saw. They was like, Drake, J. Cole and Kendrick are approaching their 40s. So they're going to be on their way out. We haven't seen a sign of the replacements, the next three, where they're nowhere to be seen. They should, no, but bro, come on. They should be there by now. Like even when we did the movement set we did the movement on Westwood and we did it with Gets and Wretch. We were basically saying basically taking the baton from that set saying, yo, we're next. I can't see the next
Greats, like.
Yeah, I can't see the next greats on my scene.
And I was actually going to bring up the Westwood sets. They were legendary. Just being on that set with the movement, who are like the Avengers of this.
Yeah, that was iconic.
This thing.
That was iconic.
But-
I remember it was Double S and Wretch has the same birthday. Not same birthday, but Double's birthday's on the 10th. Wretch's birthday's on the 9th, I think. And we was like, yo, we got to do something for your birthday. If we can do a movement Marvel set.
Yeah.
They was on it. I think Scorch's the only one that didn't come. He might have been busy at that time, but like they was on it.
Yeah.
And like it's an iconic set in Grime.
Was it pressure for you lot to be like in a room with them doing that? Or was it just water for
No,
ducks
but at
back?
that time we was like,
So
we was getting
confident.
to the cocky stage. You know the stage of like, I know I'm good and I want to show it off.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we couldn't wait. But like, we got a wake up call though, because Get shifted into a different gear on that set. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you don't like Floyd Mayweather says it all the time. He goes like, people always want to fight me, but like when you're with me in the ring under them lights, it's gonna feel different. And it's true. Like when we got in there with Gets, it felt different.
It's funny you say that. I was watching it yesterday.
What, Floyd?
No, I was watching the Westwood set with you lot and like Double S starts it. He's very fucking.
That's
skippy
what I'm
with-
saying,
like,
yeah.
Double S is very
Yeah.
skippy with it. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, hold on, is he doing that?
And then Gets
And
comes
you
after.
can just see Gets just absorbing it. Like, yo, this kid is fucking
Yeah.
good. However,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But it's amazing that you could even be put in the same sentence as them.
Yeah.
And I understand your point of it's almost like they're passing the baton on.
Yeah.
Because
and there was that bar. We was looking at them while we was writing at home. I remember Double S had was working with One Extra, and One Extra will pair you up with an artist to help you with your skills, and they paired him up with Kano. And like Kano invited Double to his producer studio. I think he had a producer called Mikey J.
Oh yeah, I know Mikey. Yeah, that's
and
mad.
Double brought me along, and Kano was asking us questions like, "Do you know how to write a chorus?" And in our heads, we were thinking like, "You have no idea how cold we are." And Kano was like, "Oh, can you play some of your songs so I know like what to help you with or like?"
Yeah, but
and we played.
Was Kano not in the movement?
No, Kano went in the
wasn't
movement.
in the movement,
No,
was it?
Kano's not
Right,
in the
go
movement. And then we played them. I Wear My Own Crepes. Remember I Wear My Own Crepes with Jamie, yeah? And like, it got to my verse. You know that when it comes to Air Forces, I got Rare Forces, completely see-through, Clear Forces. Come to that verse, yeah? And Kano stopped it and said, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's me." And Kano called, remember Little Sims' manager, Eddie? Kano called Eddie from downstairs and said, "Listen to this verse." Bro, I'm talking about it now. That was 15 years ago. I still haven't, Kano, if you see this, that compliment you gave me, I'm still hanging on it today. From that day on, nobody could tell me anything again. Kano stopped and said, "Who was the second verse?" And I was like, "Oh, that was me." And he was like, "Bro, that's cold." And that meant something to me. I don't know whose word means something to, who would mean, do you know what I mean? Whose word means someone today? Who would say that the younger generation's cold and they're like, "Raw, my man," do you know what I mean? Is it Stormzy? Like who?
I want to touch on something. I want to touch on something that's happened to me in my career, and I've been inspired by what you just said, Shots. When I was on Extreme FM, I used to wake up Monday to Friday. I got one text. I think that's the reason why I still do music. The text said, "I wake up in the morning, I switch on Memzee before I switch on my kettle."
Right,
That's lit.
I hear that.
So I was part of people's lives. I was part of
Their morning
I
routine.
was part of their routine. I was part of the airways. I was part of society.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I switch on Memzee before I switch on the kettle. But the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, you go to the toilet, you put the kettle on to have a cup of tea or coffee.
Of course.
putting Memzee on before the that.
No, I hear that.
Those things stick with you.
Listen.
We
And
don't.
I don't really know who sent that.
No,
text in, but
everyone's
it's
got
stuck
that.
with me, yeah.
Because when I was doing music, Bobby Friction was in charge of the BBC Asia Network. And my first song, he played it, stopped it, and him and the producers on the air were breaking down my
lyrics.
They couldn't believe what I was saying. They couldn't believe it, bro.
You can take that with
is
you,
that
even though
what
you
he's saying?
can take that now.
I remember it. And then they called me to the BBC Asia Network in Birmingham to meet, and that was it, bro. That was the fire I needed. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. After that, I'm like, what? So Bobby, come on, man.
Yeah, big up Bobby.
So-
but that's what I'm saying. Shit like that you can take with you. If I was to quit music tomorrow, I can take it, and someone was to ask me, how good was you when you was doing music? I can say, like, one of the GOATs, this is what Kano said. Know what I mean? And I can keep that with me. Today, I don't know what that is. I think Stormzy and Wiley was the last of it. I think Stormzy would be like, right, I clashed Wiley. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Godfather, whether win or lose, like, I got that right. Now, today, I don't know who are trying to...
The Kardashian side of things, are you guys doing that or you just swerving?
No, we was on a proper fun. We brought fun energy vibe to Grime. We used to have colourful, even the Westwood. You saw the colourful hoodies. We brought that. Yeah, we brought. He remembers. We brought that energy to Grime. It was proper like on a positive thing.
And just a moment for kind of Double S and how extremely good he was is. Do you know what I mean?
Still incredible.
Yeah, just amazingly. Like, what a true talent! It did appear there and then. He was next, or that was next. Do you know what I mean? So you make songs then, release them. What happens?
We make a mixtape called Marvell FM.
Right.
Because we couldn't get on radio. We couldn't get our songs on radio.
Right.
It's not like now where like you don't even need radio. You can get Spotify. That time you needed radio.
Right.
We couldn't get on radio. We didn't have pluggers or whoever the link was.
Yeah.
So we make our own mixtape called Marvell FM.
Are you signed to Always Recordings or just?
We're not, but we're like close. We're practically signed.
Okay.
We're like close affiliated.
Right.
And then we make this mixtape called Marvell FM.
Who's on the mixtape?
Just us.
Okay.
Just us on the mixtape, the first one anyway.
Right.
First mixtape's just us. We put it out, it's downloads. Remember that time was all about downloads, free downloads.
Right.
And the only mistake we made, which I've got no regrets, but I've only got one regret.
I've got no regrets, but I've got one regret.
I've got none, but I've got one small one. Is
Yeah.
that I wish we would have sold the mixtapes. Because when we was going into record label
Old
meetings,
school boots out the boot.
not old school boots, but like
Yeah, but just sold.
Just sold it and just had maybe boots or however. I just had that
boot
that
of the
data.
car, fam.
Because when we was going to record labels, they were saying like, bro, anyone can press a download. You know what I mean? It's free. Yeah. How do we? They didn't spend money.
Right, but then why didn't Always Recording just sign you and take you? Because
I don't know.
They had Chipmunks, so they had an outlet.
I
They
think
knew
that
what
was
they were doing.
That was the focus, though.
Yeah.
I think the focus was because they didn't sign anyone else. The focus was on getting Chip through the door. That was the focus.
That's strange. I would have thought as a company you would have want that, expand that, but
I don't.
That's
have
a question.
Yeah, I don't have that answer.
That's a question for them. Okay, cool. So, videos.
Yeah, we make Marvell FM. It comes out. It gets thousands of downloads. We take it to some labels. They're telling us that we can't sign it because we can't sign you guys. There's numerous reasons actually. We can't sign you guys because we don't know if the downloads are actually like pure sales, whatever. And you're free black boys. We don't know how to market you to like Amy and Sheffield or like they're saying this.
That's weird because there are other artists out there at the time, though, doing their
No,
thing.
not like us.
No, not
I think
free,
there's
but
only one group I've ever seen from our scene, free black boys, to really do something on a high level, and that was probably Morefire. That's in three. That's in that Ozzy B, Nico, and Lethal B. Apart from that,
yeah, but that was just one song, wasn't it?
that's what I'm saying. We was actually a group.
Right.
Hence why like it worked so well because people wanted to see how far you lot going to take it because we've never seen a group like you lot.
Right.
They was always saying that.
Yeah.
I remember a label saying to us, "You tell us how to market you. We just don't know how we're gonna." Because remember at that time it was just different to now. Now we won't even go to a label. We just build our own community and just do what we're doing.
Yeah.
At that time,
You couldn't.
to get to the
Really
masses,
couldn't.
you needed it.
Yeah.
I remember, I'm kind of fast forwarding, but anyway, we released Marvell FM 2. Marvell FM 2, we're getting big now.
Yeah.
So Marvell FM 2 does like 20,000 downloads.
Is that we know? Isn't it we know?
No, that's way after. Then we released Marvell FM 3. That's when things are going crazy.
Right.
And then we have Gets on Marvell FM 3. We've got Criminal on Marvell FM 3. We've got Dot Rock. We've got the whole. You can tell we're in the game now
Yeah,
because
in
the
the game.
features are changing.
Yeah.
And then that's when we meet Drake around that time as well. So we do Successful. Drake gave us the instrumental to Successful. Literally sent it to us.
Sorry, say that again, mate.
So we meet Vertex, the one that did my artwork,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
he was a video director
Right.
for a company called Metropolis in Chiswick.
Yeah,
I don't know if
the
studio.
mastering plant.
Yes.
Man, acting like I don't know.
No,
You're
I'm just,
alright,
I got to
man.
make
Nah,
sure
I'm
though.
joking. Yeah.
So he was video director for Metropolis in
Yeah.
Chiswick, and that's where all the artists used to come to from
And
America.
master, and used to
And
just
do
book
stuff.
studios and
Just book
master.
studio-
I
there's
think
always-
Rihanna was in there. Cheryl Cole, I remember it. Yeah, go on.
All those are the two I've seen as well, which is crazy.
Is it?
Always like they used to have mad artists in there, yeah.
Yeah.
So on the day that we was coming just to check Vertex, just to see what he's up to
We're in Chiswick, yeah.
in
yeah.
Metropolis, Chiswick,
Yeah.
Drake sitting on the stairs. As
Drake
we're-
is just sitting there.
Drake and 40 is sitting on the stairs as we're going in.
Right.
So we backpedals. And at these times, we've just discovered Drake.
Yeah.
Remember when he had the mixtape with when he's standing
So
in the
Far Gone,
forest?
So Far Gone.
No, yeah, So Far Gone is just coming out.
What
But
song is that? No, I'm at everything. That one.
That one, and Successful was like popping at the time, yeah?
Right.
And then, but I remember the first mixtape I discovered was the one where he's in the forest and he's got a line in his hair. Was it Comeback Season?
Oh, mate.
I can't remember anyway.
Right.
Anyway,
Drake was dropping mixtapes like sweets and that. I remember just mixtape there.
we double back now. We're like, raw, we're just talking about that's Drake, whatever. We say, Drake, what are you doing here? He says, oh, I'm writing with Rihanna.
Right.
We're like, raw, Rihanna. So that took our whole distraction off. We're like, oh shit, Rihanna's in there. Anyway, we're talking to him. Then we go in there. Rihanna's actually in there. And
Okay,
like,
Rihanna's in there.
Rihanna's in there too. So Drake, Rihanna's here. This is mad. Anyway, I remember, I'll never forget what we did. There was a computer in the office. Remember when Young Money had that song called Every Girl in the World? I wish I can fuck every... Remember, you know what song I'm talking about? Lil Wayne. And Drake was on that song. We've gone into the computer room, typed it just to see if it's Drake. Drake was playing table tennis. He's just outside the office. We're watching the video. When it's his part, we're running out to look at him, running back into the video, we're like, it's actually Drake. And then 40 comes up to us, because remember we spoke to him, so he's kind of a bit comfortable with us. He comes up to us and says, since we've got here, we haven't had no weed. Do you know anyone, can you get us some weed? Bro, we've called a couple of the man and said, yo, Drake. They're like, yo, we're like, you can't meet him, but we can get you some weed. Anyway, one of the man them come, brought the weed. They went into, I don't smoke, so they went into like this back in Metropolis, smoked, whatever. And 40 was like, is there anything we can do for you? We're like, yeah, remember we had a blog. That time vlogs was like, everyone had a vlog. Our vlog was popping off. We was like, can we get Drake on our vlog? And then he was like, yeah, so come in. So we come into the studio, and that's why Drake was like, the footage is out there. He's like, yeah, it's 5 a.m. It was 5 a.m. in the morning as well. He's like, yeah, it's 5 a.m. in the morning. It's Drake, Marvel boys, we're working, they're working. And then we got that footage, and we saw him for that whole week. Like he came in the next day and he was like, yo, Marvel boys, what up? We're like, yo. That's where the Marvel boys came from. Because the Americans started calling us that.
Right.
We was just called Marvel, but Rihanna called us Marvel boys as well. And Drake called us Marvel. So we was like, oh, rah, like. So they were kind of branding us on some boy band kind of, do you know what I mean?
And then Rihanna, did you meet her then?
Yeah, we met Rihanna. So, because we saw her every day that week, she started getting familiar with us, and she came to us and she was like, I'm leaving on Friday, but I'm doing a leaving party. So come early and come to the party. So Friday comes, we come to the party, and I remember we knock on the door, and we're like, Rihanna invited us to come. And they checked with her and she said, yeah. And then we come into the room, and it was mad early, and it was just us and Rihanna in the room. And I remember we was trying to get her, because remember she did the shout out for us. We tried to get her to shout out our clothing at the time because we had merch. But someone was like, no, she can't. She can't help you, shout out your clothing or whatever. And that footage of Rihanna never nearly came out. Her top was showing her, this is how I know her team so like on point. Her top was showing her belly or something like that. And the team was saying like, nah, that can't come out. So we had to wait for Rihanna to, luckily, so imagine this. I used to play this joke, where whenever we get to Metropolis, I'll run to the studio and be like, oh my God, Rihanna's here. I'll do that all the time.
Yeah.
Because of when we saw her. Bro, imagine one time me and Doubles going, like walking through Metropolis and we see like security and like, bro, was Rihanna's here again? And I'm like, they're not going to believe me.
Yeah.
So I run back, I'm like, yo, bro, Rihanna's here, bro. And they're like, you do this joke all the time. I'm like, fam, come. Obviously, because Vertex was the one that was talking to her. When she invited us, she came to Vertex.
Right.
So we came and we went to her table and like Vertex spoke to her and said, we asked the team, can we put out the footage? And they said, yeah. That's why the Rihanna footage came out way after the Drake footage.
But that must have been mad for you guys as a group to be associated with. Do you know what I mean?
It was crazy. It was crazy at the time.
That's like cementing you even further. Like, yo, Marvel is.
And at that time, no one wasn't really linking up with Americans.
Yeah,
at
that must
time.
have just been like pure kudos. You know what I mean? Brownie points to the moon, bro. What, man? No feature from Drake. Why don't you listen, bro? Just, you know, a little 16, no? No?
Hey, listen.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You get me?
When I see him, I say, yo, do you remember this? And he will, because that was the first time he came into the country.
Yeah.
So he'll never, even though he's done mad things since then, but he'll never forget that first time. So when I see him in a private setting, I just say, yo. He's like, yo, what happened, man? Bring Marvel back. You never know. He could be the one to bring us back.
Come on.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, so...
But yeah, so that happens.
Yeah.
That happens. That's 2010.
Right.
So remember, 2008, 2009, we're popping. 2010, this is where we're about to go through the roof. 2010 is getting crazy.
Independent right now.
Independent now. We're boiling hot.
Yeah.
Labels don't know what to do. Big up Rooney, Risky Roads. He got investment from, I don't know where he got this investment from, but he got a bag of money and he said, you know, I'm starting my own label, which was the Risky Roads label. And we was the hottest thing in grime, so he came to sign us.
Right.
So he signed us to his independent label. I'll never forget it. We signed outside Costa in Tottenham Hill, where he was.
Yeah.
Where he linked me today. We signed right there, you know the seats. We signed the deal there, and then
What was the deal?
I don't want to talk about it because everyone says, yo, what was the money you got? We got no money. The only thing that happened was...
You got no money, you got no money.
The only thing that happened was they paid for everything though, like the studio, videos, and that's what we needed. Because we were so hot that we needed to... Because Vertex put us at such a high bar. Because remember I said he was a director.
Yeah, he knows
So, like,
the levels.
That's what was our USP. That was our selling point. Because our videos were so different to everyone's.
Yeah.
Because he was the director. So he showed me about a red cam from ages ago.
Early.
I remember coming to the video set and looking at Double like, what is
Yeah, red cam.
Vertex, what is this? Because I remember our first video, Make Noise. I don't know if you remember Make Noise. And Little Sims is in Make Noise. She's the little kid in the video.
Is it?
Yeah, if you watch Make Noise, there's a skit in the video where like Eddie Caddy is her dad. Eddie Caddy says, stop watching this and do your homework. And she says, no, Marvel's on. That's Little Sims in the video. And
Mad.
Yeah, that's so that video was like 15 bags.
In them days.
In them days, that video was like 15 grand. Because Vertex was like, no, like our first video's got to be levels. So like, big up Vertex for like having that vision. Even though you don't need it now, you can do it on your phone and like.
Yeah, but
we'll get to that. But them times there, that's what like because we was competing with the major videos.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was 2010.
So hold on, Risky Road signed you.
Risky Road signed
What
us.
is it, album deal? Are you aware of the
It was meant to be an album deal.
Right.
It was meant to be an album
What did
deal.
you sign for? An album or single?
Single.
Right.
That could progress into an album.
Right. So one song.
One song.
Right.
And then
And what song is that? That makes some noise.
We Know. No, Make Noise is way before that.
right,
Make
right.
Noise is way before that.
Right.
It's a song called it was a song called We Know, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's what I said. He's like the brand.
yeah, We Know was like, that's when it was looking like
Okay.
these men are clear.
And this is like Channel U.
These are Channel U times.
Yeah.
Channel U times. But We Know was number one on MTV Base.
Okay.
We kind of.
Okay, so getting on bass is hard.
Yeah, getting
if
on.
you got an MTV bass those
You
times,
know your video-
was really certified.
We was number
Like,
one on bass.
Man had to go Stanley Productions,
Yeah.
get the digi beater, you dumb bro, pay stupid money just to submit it, bro.
Fast track.
Fast track,
Oh my
Yeah,
just for them
fast
to
track.
say no. You spent,
Fast track. And big up Vertex as well, because he knew about the fast, because he was doing other people's videos.
Right.
So he helped with all the whole fast track process. Me and Double had no clue about fast tracks.
But when you're on MTV based, you're landed now. You're
Yeah, yeah,
artist.
we're
Because
landed
of
now.
Independent or not, it
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like you're polished, certified artist.
Yeah.
Okay, how is that feeling then? Because it must be like, we've landed.
Yeah,
we
that-
have gone clear.
Yeah,
Order the Lambos.
Yeah.
You know them ones?
Yeah, no, MTV is crazy because it's like, it was the channel that you see all the Americans on.
That's right.
So like,
That's
we're
right.
seeing that our song, We Know, is number one on like MTV. It was mad. And like, you saw the reception change to how people treated you in the area.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you start getting your first pictures. People
Yeah.
want to take camera phone pictures. That way, before it was like, I love what you're doing, keep going. Now it's like, wait, shots are quick, let's grab a quick picture. And so I'm like, all right, let's get into picture point.
Yeah.
And then like, all of that's happening, and man start calling the star, and you know what I mean? Like, all of that's happening, yeah?
But how are you handling that fame? Are you cool with it?
I'm cool with it because imagine we're watching Chip. We was really close to Chip. Remember, always recording,
Right.
and Chip's a full-blown star.
Full-blown, yeah.
So like, no matter what was happening to us, in our heads we're thinking,
We're not Chip.
we're not. It's not that though. Do you know what I mean? It's
Right.
cool.
Okay.
Because I remember when we brought Chip to Tottenham Carnival. They used to have something called Tottenham Carnival.
Right.
And I think Chip was asking, "Are you lot rolling or whatever?" And we're like, "Yeah." And we brought him there, yeah, bro. We had to get him out of there, bro.
Chip was.
We had to get him out of there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there was a big crowd, they was chasing him. So, like, we knew the levels. We knew
Right.
he was doing our thing, but we knew the levels.
Okay.
But then Chip was on tour.
Yeah.
Shine tour.
Right.
And Chip's manager...
Arena tour. Just
No, this is like Academy tour.
Right,
2009.
Yeah.
And this is mad for us because we were doing clubs at that time.
Yeah.
Like 50 people. And Chip's manager asked us if we want to go on tour with Chip. But he said, you have to pay for... You can come on the tour, but you got to pay for your own hotel, your own expenses, but the tour's open for you. If you can get
But
that
there's
money...
no money. Like.
Yeah, we're not funding
Okay.
nothing, but we'll let you come on the tour. If you can get that money, then come on the tour. And that's when the Risky Rose deal came. Perfect timing.
Okay. So they funded it.
They funded it.
Yeah.
So we go on the tour now, do the Chipmunk tour. Now we're boiling hot.
This is like around the country, yeah?
This is around the country.
Okay, so what was that like, then, going up north and just seeing a different
That was crazy because I remember like the furthest place I'd been to at that time was probably Oxford Street. No, I mean in England, yeah.
Yeah. Oxford. Nigerian. No.
Nigeria, I mean in England was probably Oxford Street.
Yeah.
I remember going to Oxford Street to get, do you remember the Scott jackets?
Yeah.
Woo!
The shot ones.
Shot jackets.
Yeah, and then there's the Scott Fox ones as well. But
And
shot,
yeah, the shot jackets.
with the
black-
Velcro.
Woo! I remember we all planned to go to get the jackets.
It was an outing.
It was an outing going Oxford Street. So like now we're going, bruv, Chip's first date was Yeovil.
Right.
I was
Yeovil,
like-
where's that?
I was like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah.
Chip's first date was Yeovil. And guess what? It was sold out. There was a line coming from, I was like, bro, how have you got an audience in, like, where is Yeovil?
Yeah.
That's the first date. And do you know what's so mad? We fucked up that shot, not in a good way, but like our CD skipped and like, I remember they brought us on as a favor.
Right.
And like, bro, I remember like, we was like, yo, we can't embarrass ourselves on this.
Yeah.
So like after that show, like we did rehearsals and like, we started like, and then the next one, we went crazy.
But are you known out there? Like, are you?
No,
like,
no one knows
surprised?
us. No, no one knows us.
But,
But
the
we're
videos
killing it,
now,
though.
no, the videos. Are,
Not Yeovil, bro. There's levels to it.
okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
But there's TVs in Yeovil. Man's acting like Yeovil.
No, but-
Yeovil ain't got electricity.
No,
man.
but we didn't connect to, it wasn't
Yeah,
that.
okay.
A few people did, because like some of the shows, when we did the London date especially, they had our jumpers like in the, you can see the footage, they had our, like London date had us.
Yeah.
But the other ones, we have like a few, but most of our supporters, we got them from Chip's tour. We took bare supporters
Yeah,
from that tour.
That happens.
Yeah, we took bare supporters from that tour. And then we had our single, We Know. This is where the story takes a left. So we picked, now imagine we're feeling ourselves now. We're feeling
can imagine.
Everyone's telling us, you lot are the next to go.
It definitely looks that way.
You're at the door, you know what I mean? So we get so cocky.
The one extra thing as well, you mentioned as well that One Extra had certain artists that were going to blow next
Yes. Oh my God, they still do that now. They had, what was it called again? Hot, they'll have Hot for 010,
Right.
Hot for 011.
One Extra, yeah.
I don't know, check it now, but I'm sure it's still there.
Yeah.
And we was Hot for 010.
Right.
Tiny Tempah was on that list.
Right.
Scorcher was on that list.
Right.
Tempah T was on that list, I think.
Yeah.
It was a mad list. And I remember all of us had to give in a song for them to play for that week. So for that whole week, they'll run everyone's song that's on that list. Tinie gave in Pass Out. That was his song.
Oh, that was it.
And I remember Vertex called me and said, yo, have you heard the song Tinie gave in? Go on his website and listen to this song. I don't know what to make of the sound. We didn't know what this, we didn't know.
it's
But
different.
imagine we're debating, I'm like, I'm going to call you back. Let me go listen. I went and listened to it. I heard drum and bass and I didn't know what was going on. I called Vertex back and said, I don't know, but this tune is mad.
Yeah.
Bro, before you know it,
Pass Out was a moment.
before you know it, no, there's an event. Sorry, Mr. Jam did an event for all the hot people that's on that list, yeah? This one I knew Tinie was clear. We all performing our songs like this. It's cramped as well. We all perform. When it was time for Tinie to perform his song, he jumped on the table on some rock star one.
Yeah.
He jumped on the table. He had the scarf. I'll never forget it. He jumped on the table. and was performing past that, I was like, this is, you know, you just know,
Yes.
I was like, yeah, this one's gone, bro. Like, I don't know, a couple of weeks after that song was number one.
That song was just changed everything.
Yeah, it was mad.
The song
and
changed
then we did Napper together.
Yeah.
Us, Tinie and Dappy, I'll never forget that, because we was all on the same flight. Us, Dappy was all on the same flight, and I remember we did Napper, and like, yeah, it was just mad. So the Hot 410 come out, so you can imagine we're on the list.
Yeah.
Everyone on that list is predicted to have an incredible year.
Right.
We set a date, 10-10-10. The 10th of October 2010.
Yeah.
That's the date that our single's meant to come out.
Right.
We set that date because we felt like, yo, let's set a memorable date. So when we look back in 10 years or 20,
Yeah.
we'll remember like 10-10-10 was when like we was popping and like
Yeah.
we charted and, do you know what I mean? And we
But
went
if you're
clear.
hot for 2010, that's a whole 10 months
Yeah.
for you to not drop something.
What do you mean?
Am I getting this right? You said you were hot for 2010.
Yeah.
So the radio's saying you're going to be hot next year in 2010.
No, you'll be hot.
Do you know what I'm saying?
For 2011, you mean?
Yeah, for that year, you're tipped to blow the next year
In 2011?
in 2011.
Okay,
So
cool,
you
right.
have a great year.
Right.
But they do the hot for 010. Anyway, the single comes out. We do a mad video for We Know You. Remember the video? Now we up the bar again. First video was 15 bags. This video is like nearly 20 bags.
Right, and the label's paying for Risky.
Labels, Risky was paying for it. Do a mad video. Promotion, we're doing all of this stuff. 10-10-10 comes. I remember we had a tour manager called Chris that was with us. 10-10-10 comes. We're asking Chris, where are we in the charts? Chris is not kind of like trying to answer us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But he's kind of brushing it like, don't worry, man, just do the shows you got to be doing. We find out now that the song is nowhere to be seen.
Right.
Not in the top 10, not in the top 20, nowhere to be seen. And I remember do you remember Twin had a breakfast show?
Twin B.
Twin B, one of the twins,
Yeah.
they had a breakfast show. And I remember Twin was saying like, even if your song doesn't chart, just come again. Just be consistent and come again. Because like, your first song doesn't just chart.
Yeah.
Even Chip that was killing it, his first song was Beast, I think. Do you remember he had a song called Beast?
No.
You remember Beast? Coming from, that didn't chart, but then he built it. He had Chip Chip after, I think. Then that broke then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, from that song, didn't even go into the top 200. That was October, the single came out. Then at the end of the year, we got offered to do a diversity tour. I think Diversity had an open slot
Right.
on their tour, and you can pay a certain amount. And the label Risky Rose paid, and we did that was an arena tour. That was crazy. I still haven't seen.
And they just won Britain's Got Talent.
They just won. Yeah, Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Did the diversity tour. That was mad. Anyway, and this is another thing. We wish that like the single came out while we was on that tour.
Yeah.
Because that's all we kept saying. It's like, bro, why didn't this tour come just? We would have, because every night we would have told everyone.
Yeah, go and download the single.
Bro.
Go and buy the single now.
Go buy the single.
You got like 10,000 people there every
yeah,
night.
bro. Do you know what I mean? Because
just need a percent of
the
that.
song was shutting down the tour.
Right.
Because you know how catchy it was. Everyone saying, we know. And I remember it was shutting down the tour. Anyway, that's 2010, December. Because we ended the year of the diversity tour.
Right, but just to stop you there, why did the song not chart in your eyes?
They didn't like it.
Lack of promotion, wrong
No,
song,
they
wrong
didn't
time.
want that from us.
Who didn't want it?
Our
The public.
supporters didn't want that.
Why?
Because
It's a
we had
different sound?
It was a pop sound of what we had.
Grime.
It wasn't. Remember, we had Marvel Music. That was what was meant to be the single. We had a song called Marvel Music, yeah,
Right.
and it was ringing off. But this is before the label got involved. This was just
So it was the
before.
label's choice to make that single.
It was our choice.
Right.
This is why I approach my music how I approach everything I do now, because I learned from then. We wanted to please the radio
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're
you did
thinking,
that. Yeah, I know
we're
what you
thinking,
mean.
we're getting the label back in now.
That's what the radio wants to hear, but not what the people or the
That's why
on the
when you're
road.
doing shit like this, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what we was talking to you about before, if you'll go on raid and just keep it authentic. Them times, that's the only mistake we made. Marvel Music was straight from our soul. World Is Ours was straight from our soul. And then that's when the deal came for We Know Times. And we thought, do you know what, let's not. Now we've got our chance. Let's do a, pop kind of.
Yeah.
And they didn't want that. And that's why Tinie showed us all a lesson, because Tinie's single wasn't even meant to be pass out. He had a song called Biker Babes.
Biker Babes. I
that the
remember
label
it.
was banking on. Because
I
remember, we
remember
used to
Biker
record.
Babes.
We used to record in the same studio as Tinie, and there was this little bike
Yeah,
in the
the bike
studio.
thing.
That
It
was
weren't,
meant to
it
be in
weren't
the
doing
video.
nothing.
And the people spoke. If not, that was the path he was going on. And then they brought Pass Out as a street single because they didn't want it to look like, you know, he's just straying away. So let's balance it out with this. And the people went mad over the street single and it went #1 and everything shifted. And like, that was a lesson for us all. So anyway, We Know, didn't chart.
But how did that make you feel then?
That's
Were
where
you
the-
expecting that?
That's where the decline happened.
Okay.
Because like, up until that point, everything was going so smooth. But joined the group.
And you're expecting it to just go well. Are you expecting to blow like?
I'm thinking
Yeah,
this, not even expecting. I'm thinking like, how
done.
can it's done?
Yeah, like you
Like,
can't even fail this.
I can't fail this. And plus, even if someone told me I was going to fail it, I still wouldn't believe it because I had no other option.
Yeah,
This has to work.
but everything's been going so well, innit?
That there's no way I
can't
don't
even
see.
see
Yeah,
that.
I can't even see it not
Yeah.
working.
Right. Okay.
I can't even see it not working. So 2011 now, we get a meeting from the we get a call from the label to have a meeting.
Who Rooney?
Rooney.
Yeah.
And I don't think Rooney was there actually. It was the two guys that was investing in us.
Yeah.
And they're showing us everything we spent
Right.
because we had a good time. I forgot to mention that part.
Like, talk about the good times, bro.
Yeah, they're showing
On
us.
tour. Are you single these times? On the
I am,
road?
but I'm active though. I'm outside. I'm
What do you mean? Yeah, if you're single, you're active. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't have I'm not in a lockdown relationship.
Yeah.
But like I'm outside. Them
Just
tours,
enjoying life.
like Glasgow, they used to call that my Dublin. They used to call Glasgow my city because I
Right.
got busy in Glasgow. And
Man's feeling the haggis, you know.
hey, big up Glasgow. Glasgow's a good time.
Yeah, Scotland, yeah.
Scotland.
Yeah.
And then they were showing us everything we spent. The Addison Lees, it weren't even Ubers. Between Addison Lees,
Yeah.
hotels, everything we
But
spent.
are you actually earning money in your bank or nothing? It's just
Nah.
expenses.
Just expenses.
So whatever you want to buy, what happens? Do you pay for it or does it just go for a company card or
We
something?
tell the label and they'll sort it.
I'll say, right, we're eating right now.
Yeah, they'll sort it. We say, yo, we need a cap. We need a Addison Lee to this interview or this place or whatever.
Okay,
And they'll just,
right, and they're adding up this money.
this is money getting added up.
Right, so they come 2011 and they have a meeting and the singles flopped, yeah, in your
singles
eyes.
flopped.
It's not made no money and they say, what? How much have you spent?
I can't remember precisely, but it was coming up to like 100 bags
Right.
for videos and like,
These man,
yeah, bro.
And this is 2011.
This is 2011. 2011, bro.
That's probably about two.
That's after.
That's probably about
That's after I'm
200
getting
grand
to
now.
there. So 2011. That was a different person actually, but I'll talk about that. But
Right.
2011, and then they're telling us that they don't want to work with us anymore,
Right.
and
So they say we're done.
we're done.
But they don't ask you to pay it back. There's not a recoup or something. They're not saying, listen, you motherfuckers owe us 100 grand. You see that time in Glasgow, bro? Yeah. You
No,
done.
no. Was we meant to pay that? I
Because
think
that's
we
a bit
was.
of that's a touch if
The
you
reason
didn't.
why you get a signing to a label. Isn't
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to figure out how we got out of that situation because we didn't pay the money back.
That's what I mean.
But they
normally-
they held on to the songs.
Right.
We had like a catalogue of songs.
Oh, what? And they
that
said,
we-
right, we're owning them.
They're owning them. We held
Right.
on to. Still can't get them now
What,
to this
album
day.
or something? The
It
album
was like
drop.
an album. Remember, we was working on the album. The
Right,
album was
right,
meant
right.
to drop.
Right.
So like they held into
So
the
they
songs.
drop you, say the first single's not done well,
Yep.
but you're on the diversity tour and they paid for that.
They paid for that. They paid so that's more money.
Right.
For the diversity tour.
Yeah, the buy on, yeah.
And they paid
So
for all of
after the
that.
tour, they'd pull you in and say, listen,
Yeah.
we're done.
Yep.
Okay, cool. How were you guys feeling then?
Fuck it, I'm fucked at this point.
What do you mean?
Because at this point now, I can't. You just have to go through it. I'm right at the door.
Absolutely.
like
The door's ajar, bro.
bro.
It's not at the door. There ain't no fly that needs to fly through the door. You get me? The fucking... It's open, isn't it, cuz? You get me? It's open. Just open it, bro. It's there. Just do that.
Yeah.
And it's mad because I remember the time and it's like I knew these boys.
Yes.
They're gone. Like, they're gone.
Yes.
So-
I'm right at the door. So after we get dropped, that whole hype that we had, yeah,
Quiet.
it went quiet. And like, if you're an artist, it's like going viral. You can't predict the next time you're going to go viral. You can't just say, okay, I've lost my viral sensation this time, I'm going to go viral next week. It doesn't work like that. When you go viral, you just got to be ready.
It's just a moment when the stars line up.
Yeah, when the stars line. So I can't say, oh, guys, let's line the stars up. The stars aligned for us perfectly, yeah? And then I remember, big up Skepta though, because like throughout that whole year, throughout 2011, we was trying to get ourselves back on our feet, yeah? And then near the end of the year, Skepta hit us and asked us if we wanted to come and tour with him. So he took us and Kreps and Conan on tour. These times, Kreps and Conan are like the new, like, us. Not us, but like they're next, basically, yeah? And we're kind of like becoming like...
Forgotten about.
The old school, somehow. So by the time we got on that...
That's mad, innit?
Bruv, it's in a blink of an eye.
And I can see the actual similarity with the wordplay with Krept and Conan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You see that, wordplay and the way they go bar and bar and they bar off each other.
Exactly.
Someone picks up the bars.
Exactly.
So I can
and
see
they
that.
are incredible too.
Yeah.
So it's not like it wasn't deserved.
They're not
were
shit,
like,
yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
So like, so when I see stories now of like artists getting into depression off their label, that's why I always comment. Whenever you see that post, look in the comments, you'll see me there.
Right.
Because I get it. But anyway, Skepta brought us on tour. Coming up to the end of 2011, he brought us on tour with Kreps and Conan. And thank him for doing that, because that gave us some life. But we was already deflated.
Right.
Because we were kind of like the uncles, and like out of us, we was like the uncles. Do you know what I mean?
Could you not just make more tunes and just try to release?
We could, but we had a certain gloss.
A polish.
We had
finish.
a polish feel that that's the
right. And you just couldn't match that
yes,
finish.
and that's what I've learned about that as well.
Right.
I've learned I've learned how important it is to grow. You know, like how this looks like this.
Polish, baby.
Polished.
Yeah.
But like, did it always start like this?
Yes, but I waited far too long to start this to make it look like this.
Okay.
I could have just been in my sofa doing the thing.
Yeah.
But in my mind, pros or cons, I wanted it to be a certain way in my head. And I'm very much like you.
Yeah.
I want things polished. But I respect the guy that just fucking does it.
Yeah, and
you
grows
get
with
me?
it.
And
'Cause
just sits there.
That's what they want to see.
So I understand both sides of that coin. Do you know what I'm saying?
And that was the difference that Kreps and Conan had over us. We was watching them grow. Remember they did...
yeah, they did the...
No, it's my time.
Otis. And they got the punching gloves in the field.
In the field. And it got millions of views. And then, yeah.
And we saw it grow. And then remember when Freak of the Week come out? That was their first proper glossy kind of...
Oh yeah.
Stormzy did the same thing too. When he did, what's that video of his mum and they're holding up the...
Where do you know me from?
Where do you know me from?
Yeah.
That was like a camera, not camera, but it looked like very... And then
Shut Up was in the park. So it was kind of...
And then he grew. Whereas with us, our first video was 50... Where you not growing, what's the next video going to be? 100 bags?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we've seen not our peak, but we've kind of seen your peak. So we started running out of ideas.
You kind of shot yourselves in the foot.
In a way.
But
in like costumes and that in each video. Like,
we was going mad,
you were going on like boy band looks.
Yeah,
and
already.
Man, we're going on like JLS.
Already.
But
so it's like, where you look, what's the next, what was next? And they still had new ideas, bruv.
In hindsight, do you wish you just put stuff out regardless of the look? Would that have helped you in any way?
In hindsight, we should have made Marvel Music a single.
After
we
that?
just put Marvel Music. But the damage is already done after that. It's too late now. We're already, the hype's gone and we're already deflated. Skepta's basically just, when he puts in that tour, he's basically saying like,
this is your bye-bye.
Yeah, not him doing that intentionally.
This is your final tour.
Yeah, not intentionally, but that's what it felt like. Like, yo, you enjoy this moment because the next time you know what I mean? Whereas like, that was Kreps and Conan's first tour at that time.
Yeah.
So they're even more motivated. Like, yo, touring is mad. You know what I mean? Let's do our own and let's progress. That was our third tour. You know what I mean? So we're feeling like we just did diversity, not disrespecting Skepta, but we just did diversity.
And you're coming back down.
Now we're coming back down. That's what it looked like.
But the deflated feeling, do you all feel that way? Or is someone going, no, we can pick this up. We can, do you know what I'm saying? Because you're saying you feel deflated about this.
I'm talking about how I felt.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know how I know Double S and Vertex felt deflated, but not like me. Because Vertex was still doing videos in the industry.
Right.
Like the noise, like different videos in the industry.
Yeah.
Double S was still getting solo features.
Right.
I'm the only one that was like
not doing anything.
Solely dependent on Marvel.
Right.
So when I'm seeing Marvel crumble, I'm thinking like, yo, it's peak for me.
Yeah.
Whereas like for them, not saying it won't peak for them if Marvel crumbled, but they still knew like there's a lifeline for me outside of this, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like I'm really getting hit by it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
So you do the Skepta tour.
we do the Skepta tour, we come off that tour, and then that's where things went pear-shaped. So that was the end of 2011. I
Right.
think that was like November times. I can't remember correctly if someone's got the dates. I think that was like November times. We do the Skepta tour. We come off that tour now, and I'm depressed by these stages. Even how I pulled myself together for the Skepta tour.
Yeah.
I don't know how I pulled myself together for that tour.
When you mean depressed, what are the symptoms? Well, how?
I know I'm depressed because I'm withdrawn. And that wasn't my character.
Right.
I was the kind of man where I was like,
Life of the party.
life of the party, and I'm always asking man like, what's the most, what we doing? These times like, I'm not going nowhere.
Okay.
I'm staying at home. I remember my mum would like go to work. I'm in the house. She'll come back, come to my room just to see what I'm doing.
And you're just in your room.
I'm just in my room. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't want to go out because like if I go out and I'm around the man them, I have to explain like the situation that's going, because everyone knows. That's the only pros and cons about being in the public eye. When you're really lit, everyone knows and they praise you. But when it doesn't get lit, you still have to answer to those people. It's like interviews and podcasts.
There you go. Yeah.
You got to answer the same questions over and over again.
Right.
So you got to answer, why didn't you get signed? What happened?
And
you got dropped. Da, da, da.
This is solely down to the disappointment of getting dropped.
Yes.
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 And just not being what you thought in your mind.
Yes. That was the catalyst.
You can't handle the disappointment.
Yeah.
Shall we say?
100%. Yeah, let's put it like that way.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
I don't mean to be crude or blunt.
No,
Yeah,
but it's true though. It's true.
Yeah.
And that is, at the time, now I've spoken to a lot of other artists. I've seen their stories as well. And I
Right.
realise a lot of artists go through the same thing.
Right.
They
They just handle it different, or they don't.
handle it different, but I've seen different artists that's handled it in different ways.
Right.
I've seen artists that's gone into depression the same way I did. And I've seen artists that's like managed to pull themselves out of it.
Right.
But still gone through that depression.
Yeah.
Because like, it's a big drop to go through.
Yeah.
When you have like
It's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it?
when you have like an
when you're
organisation
expecting the
that's
world
like,
and it's right there, literally touching distance.
it's at you're at the door. Do you know what I mean? Like you're at that time, yeah. Like now we don't even know what blowing up is.
Yeah.
It's different now. It's blowing up 1 million views. It's now everyone's got their own little worlds. You see, at that time, yeah, when someone blew up, we can actually check the history. We can be like, okay, Dizzy blew, then Kano blew, then Tinchy Stryder blew. You see, like now it's like someone's blowing up now, but we don't look at them as like the one that's blowing. The only one we can see that's proper clear might be Sench. That would be like what it was like back in the day. That's the clear, like he's blowing up. But someone's blowing up just under him. Like you said, you went to someone's show the other day and they're doing Village Underground. Village Underground, them times, is a mad thing. Doing like 700. We weren't even doing headline shows them times. Can you imagine? Throughout Marvel's that whole time it was popping, we never did one show. As in like
Your own.
our own. Because it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
To do a show at that time, you needed a whole.
Yeah, you needed a whole.
Do you know what I mean? We never did
There
one
was a whole
headline
thing.
show. During all those
But
mixtapes, I'm like,
I can appreciate that. I've met artists, I've been doing music, so just on the scale of just things are going well and you feel like it's your turn next and it just doesn't happen. You've got to live with that.
Yes.
And it's all you've ever dreamed of. There's
Yes.
no plan B.
yes.
Do you know what I
So you
mean?
see, like now,
Yeah.
I do music now, but I got my book.
Yeah.
I'm speaking at a school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've got so much other things.
Yeah, so
like,
it's a branch off the tree.
there's that branch where it's like, you see when you're so dependent
That's
on
the
one
bark
thing
of the tree.
and you're in a group, so
Yeah.
it's not dependent on you.
Yeah.
So like, if Vertex is being lazy, I'm boiling inside, but I got to deal with it. Or
Yeah.
if Double's not writing a verse, I'm boiling, but I got to deal with it. Or if I'm saying, do you know what, fuck it, I don't care no more.
Yeah.
That's why groups don't work.
Yeah.
Because like it's hard to like get everyone on the same page. Whereas like me now, look how we was here early. Or even even yesterday when Memzee called me, I said, should I meet you up there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that means like, I'm saying like, even if you can't take me,
I'm ready
I'm
to
willing,
go.
I'm ready to
I
go.
love that. We love that energy.
Whereas like when you're in a group, I'm not arriving to the interview first with that. Like we're a group.
Did you not want to go solo? Did it occur to you at the time? Maybe you should just do your own thing?
No. I was the last person to believe that I could go solo.
Why?
Because I've always, like, as you saw my history, I've always been in group situations.
But it's weird because earlier you were saying I was cold. I knew I was cold.
There's
There's confidence, bravado.
Yeah,
but you was cold. You are cold.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand how now you can't be cold without them.
No, I knew I was cold to hold my own. But I didn't
There
know
you go.
to hold my own within a group. But I didn't know if I was cold enough to like step out.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I get it.
Because I had always been in a group scenario, like the chain gang thing. I was in a group.
Yeah.
And then I was even in groups in the air. Remember I said I started spitting with someone.
Yeah.
And then so I was always I've never been on my own situation.
Yeah.
So I only had that opportunity when the group fell apart.
Okay. So you fall into a depression.
Yes.
Are you aware that you are depressed at the time?
No.
Okay. So,
Now looking back, now I've got the information, I know what it was.
right.
But at that time, I didn't know what it was. And it makes me realize a lot of people are in that place.
Right.
There's a lot of people I see now and I'm like, everything you're saying to me is matching up with like deep depression, but you have no idea.
So what you doing?
Even my mum or my family sometimes I think about certain conversations they were saying to me and I'm like, oh, you was deeply depressed. But you was just carrying it on your shoulders that nothing was going on. And that's what I was doing. I was walking around feeling heavy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, I knew it was because of what was my situation at the time, but I didn't know like how to shake it off.
The burden, yeah.
Yeah, I was just heavy and that heaviness just weighed on me.
Right.
And it just came out one day.
Okay, so the groups, nothing's happening with the group. How long are you in this mode for before it comes out?
I've been in this mode since the single didn't do well.
Okay.
So I've been in this mode from like 210.
Right.
But it's building since, but like
How long have you been building
things
for?
are happening that's distracting me. So like I'm been in this mode, I'm about to fall, then I'll get the diversity tour and that will like hold me up a bit. Then I go into this mode again and then the Skepta tour. And then I feel like after the Skepta tour, that was the realization that like the next year you're going into,
You're done.
you're done. Musically, you're done. Right. And I think all of that like kind of weighed heavy.
And you're not thinking there's a way out. I can do something else. This is not on your mind. You're just accepting the fact that you're done.
Yeah, there's no option for me.
There's no fighting you. Like, yo, we can, or like, are the group not saying, yo, man, we can do this. We could do X, Y, Z. More songs or no? It's like you've got a defeatist in you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I am defeated. Where a certain man would not accept defeat. Yo, fuck that, man.
No, not like that. Not like that. I'm not defeated. I'm not defeated to do music. Like, if someone had called me at that time to write a verse, I can do it. But I'm defeated at the sense of like that moment.
The wind in your sails are gone.
Yeah, man. Like that hype. You know, you can. Remember I told you I always say this to Double all the time when we speak. I say, I know where I'm at in my career when I go outside into the public. That's the best indication. If you want to know your Shizzio shows are doing well.
I know.
You know what I mean, innit? Just take a trip on the train one day. Maybe go Oxford Street or go somewhere. You're going to meet at least one person that will say two things to you. It's either they say, yo, where have you been? Like, what's going on with you? That is an indication that like, I'm not reaching. Or they say to you, bro, you're killing it. Like, I've seen what you're doing to keep. Yeah. So I saw the difference. I saw from like me coming to like my little cousin's house and like they're all talking about we had your video on and do you know what I mean?
No, I
then I saw like, that's why I said I feel it now. Now when I'm out, someone stopped me on the train recently and said like, my mum's been sectioned. And like she watches this is like you know what I mean? Like, so my mum's been sectioned, she watches your stuff. Like, please, like keep doing what you're doing because I'm seeing it when I'm outside. So I feel the gauge. I feel the gauge. You know what I mean?
But then you've got social media now as well to get that feedback because there could be somebody somewhere that was really digging your stuff, and you just didn't get that outlet and avenue to speak to them.
That is a great point because I'm seeing them now. Remember I said the Marvell FM's got 50,000 downloads?
That's what I mean.
We couldn't see those people.
That's what I'm saying.
I go Shoreditch now, man will tell me, yo, I was one of the people that downloaded Marvell FM 3.
And you had no idea.
And I had no idea.
And that could have
given us life. Imagine like there was a petition at the time saying, yo,
let us know that.
get Marvel to do a show. That would like no, we had no idea. It's only now that everyone's now saying like, "Hey, you might need to come back." You like remember we posted that picture, me, Double S, and Vertex posted a picture the other day, and it was going bananas. Like everyone was in the comments like, "Is this happening?" Like, so now we can see that shit. Before we couldn't see that, so we're in our own bubble, feeling like, you know.
Go on. Man's got the hand up. Go on.
No, I was gonna say, let's get you hosting it. Let's bring the Marvel boys back.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Let's get you.
Man's putting the cart before the horse, lad. You get me? I got.
I know this is not serious.
I got no problems in doing that.
Bro, Vertex is in
Man
Ghana,
can-
bro.
Man
Like-
can,
Bro, I've tried to do it, bro.
man can do a round table, but we'll get there. Okay, so you're saying if there was an opportunity outlet, you may have not have fallen into such depression. That might have actually.
I think certain little moves along the way could have adjusted things.
Do you think you're extra hard on yourself looking back?
Yeah, 100,000,000%.
Like-
it's not even now. Now I've got the mindset. That's another thing. I just needed time to grow, and I needed information. If I had like a mentor, because all the people around us, they had mentors. I remember watching Jammer posted something recently saying at that time, Kreps and Conan had a meeting with Skepta and Jammer, talking about how labels couldn't. What they was telling us, and they were saying to Jammer and Skepta, what should we do? And Skepta was like, just do you how you want to do it, and they'll come to you. And that's when they put out Don't Waste My Time, and it happened. We didn't have that mentorship. Imagine they told us that too, but saying, yo, the same with Three Black Boys and that, bruv, do the Marvel music, and we would have used that as, you know what I mean? So just certain little tweaks, certain guidance. Guidance is extremely important. Hence why I'm in that position for people now. Do you know how much people, when they get sectioned, DM me and say, yo, my cousin just got sectioned. How do I approach it? You know what I mean? And now I see it, like how much guidance is important. Because without that, it will just keep repeating over and over again. So anyway, I fall into depression. I've got all this built up stuff within me. Like so much is going on within me. And then I come home. I remember it was like an evening. Because I was at my friend's house before, which I speak about in the book in depth. I don't want to go too, because I want them.
Yeah,
I want them to still.
The book's out, folks. Go buy that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the book's
audio book soon come. If you don't audio it, I'll fucking audio it. If that peas is right now, joke. Right, go on.
The book's got all the intricate details.
Right. In depth, yeah.
In depth, but yeah, I come home. Just to put it this way, I come home, and I have a big breakdown. This is my first breakdown. First breakdown like that. Throughout my whole life, I've never had a breakdown as in like a breakdown in the sense of like I can't even think straight. You know, like full on breakdown. I heard the word breakdown for years, but I didn't know what that was myself.
Right.
So my first full on breakdown, and my mum happened to be there. And then remember I said my uncle was a doctor when I had malaria. He's in London now, living with us
in the same house.
In the same house,
right?
He's upstairs. He comes downstairs, sees like me behaving erratic and behaving manic, and tells my mum we need to get an ambulance for him. Because my mum at that time, not saying she wasn't taking it serious, but like she's still trying to go the traditional route of like prayers for me and like calm me down and like crying in the kitchen and like my uncle saying it's too late for all of this. We need to get an ambulance for him. And that's when I don't know who called the ambulance because I'm in my mode. But
can we just elaborate? What does a breakdown entail? Sorry.
A breakdown entails you losing control of yourself mentally.
Right.
So mentally, you're not yourself, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So someone that's having.
So you're saying words that don't make sense.
You're saying perfect. You're saying words that don't make sense
at all. Like just any words. Like,
yeah.
Right.
You're saying words that don't make sense. You're moving a bit manic.
Just like fidgety.
Fidgety.
Right. And you're not on any drink or drugs here.
No, I'm not on drink or drugs.
Sorry, I might sound bare naive, bro.
Yeah, but you should. You have to get as clear as possible.
What does a breakdown
for someone that could be going through it?
What does a breakdown look like? Yeah, I'm trying to picture.
And this is not me using professional terms.
Yeah, no, it's good
because there is a professional definition.
Yeah, but let's talk about people that would understand. Like,
yeah, this is just me saying it as man them.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the way to do it.
How I felt what I was going through, and I knew I was having a breakdown because like I couldn't.
If it happens, just tell me.
I couldn't bring myself back. Do you know what I mean? And that's when I know I was having because like if you're upset, after like 2 minutes, you kind of get back to yourself. Whereas this breakdown, like, I felt like I had lost all control, if that makes sense,
Of your body.
of my body. Like, I wasn't myself.
Right.
And then they called the ambulance for me. The ambulance came. And I remember...
So you're erratic. You're acting
Yeah,
erratic.
right. First time I got section, I got diagnosed with manic depression.
Right.
And that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Because of how manic I was acting. Which I didn't even know what manic was.
Yeah.
So, like, you know when you see Kanye acting that manic behavior?
Yeah.
That is like...
Would you say that he shows signs of that? Of depression from what you've seen?
Not of depression, but the manicness. Yeah, definitely.
Being erratic.
Definitely.
Okay. So they call an ambulance.
They call an ambulance for me.
Do you remember all this? Can you remember having a breakdown, as in like, or is it an out of body experience?
It's like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
I remember it,
Hold on.
but I'm not in...
Go on.
I remember it, but I'm not in control. Does that make any sense?
So it's almost like you can see yourself.
Yes.
Right.
But I can't stop what is going on.
Yeah.
I can't explain that. You just have to be in that situation.
Right.
You know, like when you're drunk.
Yeah.
You know when you turn to a man and say, "Hey, I'm tipsy," you know, bro.
Yeah.
That's you realizing that, yo,
I'm tipsy. Yeah.
I'm going. And then when you get drunk now, bro,
Drunk.
you're gone.
Right.
You're not, but you know you're drunk though. Like if someone
Right.
says, "Memzee, you're drunk," you're like, "Bro,
Yeah.
I know." But like the drink's already, it's kicked in now. So like if someone had said to me, "Yo, you're having a breakdown," I would have said, "Yeah, I know," but like I've had the breakdown now.
Yeah.
So the only thing from here now, we got it's recovery.
Right.
Like I can't just, after you have, anyone that has a breakdown, there's no way they can just turn it on and say, "Oh yeah, I just had a breakdown, I'm good. That was
Right.
2 minutes." You know what I mean?
Right,
You're in a break, you're in a psychosis is what they call it.
Right.
You're having a psychotic episode. You know what I mean? So I'm having that episode. I get put in the ambulance, which is even more traumatic. Like as soon as
Right.
you see it, I've never even been that close to the ambulance my whole life.
Yeah.
I've seen them going throughout the area, but not seen the back door open and going in. Bro, it's frightening.
Yeah.
And then, because you don't even know where you're going.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to the hospital. I don't know
You
about.
don't know anything.
I don't know about mental health hospitals these times.
Right.
I don't know about.
Yeah.
Sex. In my area, we just know it as you're going mad or like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know wards or like. I just know hospital. That's the furthest I've been to.
Yeah.
Anyway, they take me because it was late night, and I don't think they could get a room for me. They took me to like a space, like a room, like
Yeah.
a little room, yeah.
Right.
And can you imagine like me losing my mind in there? Because I'm having my breakdown.
Yeah.
Now I've gone from my house into an ambulance.
Some unknown place.
Now, which my mum and my next door neighbour was with me in the ambulance. Then from there, I've gone to like this unknown place. And now I'm in this room by myself.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't know what is going on.
Right.
And then I had to stay in that room overnight till the next day.
Right.
So now
By yourself.
by myself. So I wake up the next day and I'm still in psychosis. Of course I'm going to be in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they thought. I think they thought when we come and check on him in the morning,
It'll be all right.
he'll be all right.
Yeah.
So I think they came to check on me and I'm still like talking like I'm, you know what I mean, in psychosis stage.
So you didn't sleep?
I tried, but I couldn't sleep,
Right.
bro.
You're just talking to yourself kind
Not
of thing.
talking to myself, but like I'm spaced out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's like when you have a hangover.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not drunk, but you're still. And then they come to check on me, see that I'm still in that state, and then they tell my mum and the people my family members that was waiting for me, we got to take him to the ward. I don't know they've said this, but now looking back, I can tell by the way my family looked at me when they saw me.
Right.
They looked at me like I remember my uncle looking like, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and then
Just helpless. They can't help
helpless, like, oh, bro, it's sad to see, if you know what I mean.
you. Yeah.
My uncle especially, because I'll never forget that look. My uncle's a man of like, he don't really talk,
Yeah.
but he had this look of like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's when I get taken onto the ward.
Right.
When I go onto the ward now, I see other patients,
Right.
but I'm just on my own thing, but I see other patients.
It's like a psychosis ward.
Psychosis ward. And then I was only there for 5 days the first time I got
I
sectioned.
said only, bro. Fucking hell.
No,
bro.
because I've been sectioned after that and it's been longer.
Right.
But those 5 days felt like
Yeah. Lifetime.
a lifetime. But as I go onto the ward now, I think a couple days into it, I kind of come back to myself.
Right.
which I've spoken to like other people.
Are you on
and
medication? Do they put you on
I'm
medication?
not on medication.
They
I've never
just literally put you in a room
put me in a room
with other patients.
with other patients. I'm
Right.
not on medication yet.
Just pull it quickly, bro, and just let him. Just check that door, dog, Gabs, please. Sorry, fam. Yeah. Go on.
And then I come back to myself.
Is that all right now? All right, if it does, tell me. Go on.
I come back to myself and I try to leave
The ward.
the ward.
Right.
Because now I'm looking and I'm like, yo.
So you okay?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, do you know what it's like?
What's it? Day 5?
This ain't day 5. This is like day 2, day 3.
Right.
It's like being extremely drunk and you're on the floor outside
Yeah.
and then you wake up and you're like, obviously you sobered up. And
just
you
wanna go
look
home.
around and like, yo, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
It's the exact same. And I look around and I'm like, raw. And I start realizing, yo, I'm in hospital. And I'm like, yo, I want to go home. And I tried to go home. I tried to like, I'm approaching the door to go home. And that's the first time this only happened once and it never happened again. I got in a scuffle with like the nurses.
Right.
Because I'm trying to go home. They fight me to go home. And they realized I got a bit of strength. And they injected me in my leg. I've only been injected once, never again.
Right.
They injected me in my leg. And then I woke up in like this room.
Sedative. Yeah.
Bruv, I woke up in like this room, yeah. When I woke up in this room, I remember my mum looking through the flat, saying like, just calm down, it's gonna be okay. And then like, from that moment on, I knew exactly like,
I've just got a vision of a padded cell. That's
It weren't a padded
It's not, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
You get that from what you see. He's laughing, but and I don't mean to be crude or anything. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm very glad that you can laugh about this.
Yeah,
you
no,
get
of
me? So
course.
I'm not trying to take the piss.
yeah, no,
Just-
I couldn't laugh about it at the
Just
time.
the images that you're shown. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's hence why I love doing what I do.
Yeah.
Because that perception needs to get broken.
Yes, 100%.
That's the
and
reason
the
why-
stigma needs to get broken.
The stigma needs to get broken because like that stigma is holding so many people back from telling their stories that could help other people.
And
do
just-
you know what helped me the most?
Go on.
Hearing other people's stories.
Right.
Forget the medication, forget everything. Just me hearing someone else come up to me and say, yo, I got section 4 times too.
And
That alone, I can't explain. It's like an artist coming up to you, say your favorite artist is Nas, yeah? And an artist comes up to you and says, I love Nas too. And I love track 3 and you love track 3. There's a connection that just is just unexplainable. That does more than all the medication.
also, just to fast forward, like
Yeah.
I'm having a conversation with you, and I would never ever think that you had been sectioned.
Yeah.
Just from this conversation
Yeah.
up to this point, be like, that's the last thing that
Yeah.
I would ever.
Yeah.
But anyway, right, go on. You're in this room. You wake up. Your mum's looking through the flat.
And that's another perception about mental health too.
Yeah.
Is that it's not on,
and
people's
there
faces.
is a perception of, oh, man's gone mad.
Yeah.
His mind will never be the same.
Yeah.
They'll never be. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you just think, oh, man's mad. Like,
But I was
he's been sectioned.
extremely fortunate though. I thank God. I was extremely fortunate.
Okay.
Because I know people that's been sectioned less times than me. And like, when you see them, you can see it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? There's people you look at and you realize, oh, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was extremely fortunate to like, come out
Yeah.
the way I came out.
So, Dawn, you're there. They put you in that room.
Yeah, they put me in that room. After I come out of that room, I'm kind of like shell shocked. So I'm kind of like,
Are you like realizing what's happened?
I'm realizing what's going on and I'm like shell shocked and I'm like staying to myself, which is the best thing I did. Because like, you're highly monitored while you're there.
Right.
So like any behavior, if I had, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could have made my stay longer or like,
Yeah.
So I was was shell shocked, just kept myself to myself. And then, I got discharged after like a couple of days.
Are you around the other
I am,
people?
yeah.
And what type of things you seen in there?
Oh God. Oh God. Shizzio. I don't even know where to. I don't even know where to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it just not to use the term like just a madman everywhere?
Yeah, it's just So basically, what you see what you see on the street, like if you see someone talk to themselves or someone, like that's why it always touches my heart. Like when I see people post, I'll see like the other day someone on my story posted like this drunk guy like kicking the air.
Yeah.
And he was just posting him like laughing at him, yeah. And like for me, like that shit touches my soul because I've been in hospital with those kind of that would have been my next door neighbor. That
Right.
would have been the person I'm eating breakfast with.
Right.
And I will see when his family come to visit him, and
The pain that they're going.
and they have to spend their 20 minutes visit with him, but they can't get through to him. But they've come all the way to see him, but like he's not communicating, but that's their visit with him. No one sees that part. And because I see that part, that's what makes me go, that's what makes me fight. So no one sees that part. They just see him acting out. They don't know, like, his wife could have passed. He could have lost a kid. His grandma could have been like his main carer, and then he lost his grandma. He could be adopted and have like all these issues that he's been holding. No, like, because I've spoken to patients, I hear their stories. Do you know what I mean? No one don't know that. So like, I look at it completely
I
different.
think perhaps people post up people and presume that they're on drug abuse.
Yes.
Or that's a different type of thing.
Yes.
I.e. they've decided to take that route and
Yeah.
made those choices, and now they're acting in an erratic way.
But what I'm saying is no one doesn't even care to do the deeper research.
Of course not.
That's
It's
not the
internet,
first
yeah.
thing you think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The first thing you
But
see is just the action. They take the action, laugh at it, and post it. But they don't think like, was there a point where he was normal?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, was he like that from a baby? Like, was he?
I think just from a street.
And I
point
was
of
like that
view.
too. That's why I get it. Because
Yeah.
I had people around my area that used to do the same thing.
But you know
and
how
I used
people
to be
just
like,
go,
hey, look at him.
man's a crackhead, man's a crackhead.
Yes.
That's the way man's acting.
Yes.
And they always put it down to drugs.
Until you have a family member,
Right.
an auntie or uncle that's like a crackhead.
Yeah.
And then you realise on a deeper level, oh, she's a crackhead because she was a swimming champion in 1985.
Right. And didn't make the
It
cut.
didn't make it. And
Didn't-
ever since then, she's never been the same. And
Yeah.
now she uses cocaine to cope.
Right.
So, because like, that's why my journey, I love it. I'm starting to appreciate even more because I get to see how different people arrive at that point. Even how I arrived.
But you didn't use drugs as the
I
coping
didn't use
mechanism.
drugs, but I'm saying like I see how I've seen different people's arrival points. I've seen people. I always mention the story of a guy that I spoke to in there. His girlfriend wouldn't let him see his kids,
Right.
and that got him there because his kids is like the only thing he's
Mad.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, there's different. Not everyone's arrival point's not the same.
Yeah.
But like, there's different triggers to it. So that's what I want to do. That's why I do these. If not, I'll never do these podcasts and come and do this.
Yeah.
But I do this so like, people can see my arrival point, or like people can feel comfortable talking about their arrival point, because it will help so much people. I met a woman. There's this company called Hospital Rooms
Right.
on Instagram. You should follow them. Not follow them because you won't be too into it. But what they do is they go around different mental health wards and they paint it and make it look good.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
I do think I've seen
Yeah, I
it.
met the owner. They're so sick. And do you know how they started that company? One of their friends that they went to visit on a section in was in a hospital, and the hospital was like terrible.
Yeah.
And they was all having a conversation like, how can our friend be
Yeah,
living?
mentally, yeah, you want to see colour or
It
something.
was like, how can our friend be living in that condition? And they started something called Hospital Rooms, and it's massive now. And they go around different wards and they like paint hospitals and make it look nice. Anyway, my point is, they invited me to come and see some of the work they did, and I met this woman there. And I was telling someone else that I've been sectioned a few times, and the woman came to me afterwards and said, I can't believe you're talking about it like that. She was an old woman, like in her 50s. She's like, I got sectioned 20 years ago and I've never uttered it to anybody. And just hearing you speaking about it like that has made me think to myself,
Yeah.
maybe I should talk to someone. 20 years.
Mm.
Obviously, I get it, because you can imagine at that time.
In
like,
that era, people were ashamed of it.
if it's like that
Stigma.
now,
Imagine it then.
ooh. And I think that's what kind of helped me, because maybe if I got sectioned around that time, I might have not spoke. Only thing that helped me is that just in 2016 was like when the mental health thing was, the world was talking about it more,
Right,
and like
right,
coming
right.
into play. And that's what really helped me. If not, I might, because I wasn't going to. Because I was debating about, when I came out of hospital, I was debating about what kind of music it felt. Because remember, Marvel's broken up and we're all going solo. And I'm debating like, oh my God, what am I going to rap about? Like, am I going to pretend nothing happened and just talk about, you know, what I was talking about before? Or do I start bringing this in my music?
Right, so just coming out, you're out now.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Like, can you process what's happened?
I can't believe what's happened.
You can't believe it.
So like, there's a lot of ego involved, because like,
Course.
not only has it happened, but I can't believe it's happened to me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, raw, like I was a man that was like just on tour, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm with, like I can't. That was a lot of the problem, was the acceptance part.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem for a lot of people that's gone through it. That's why they don't want to speak about it, because they don't want no one to know that it happened to you. Do you know what I mean? Because of how they could probably conduct themselves around their friends and family. So if they say it, they're like, you. So like that's what the problem I was having. I was thinking, oh shit. Like,
But do you tell people then what's happened, or you just
obviously people that knew in the area, it kind of spreaded.
right?
It spreaded like quickly because it was me especially.
Yeah.
It spreaded, but like so it kind of spreaded for me. I
Right.
didn't have to tell. People were coming up to me saying like, I'll go to the shop, and the man will see me. I'm like, yo, and this is the maddest part as well. You know how they say it in ends. Like, don't think they're saying it with no like politically correct term. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I heard you had a breakdown or something.
Yeah.
Man, are coming up to me like, yo, Shocks, like, what? I heard you went mad. Like, no, honestly, like the path that I've chose to go on, and like, I sit back and laugh sometimes, like, raw, like you really like stepped out and started to, because I understand why a lot of people haven't done it before, because it's a lot to deal with.
But when people are saying that to you, is that making you regress, and like, are you feeling a certain way, or are you feeling ashamed that it happened to you?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
And then
It's only, that's why I got a chapter in my book saying, thank you, Kendrick Lamar.
right,
Because someone brought me a Kendrick Lamar album.
right,
I think it was Good Kid, Mad City. Someone brought me Good Kid, Mad City. I said, yo, Shocks, listen to this. And I listened to it, and I started like doing research into Kendrick's story. And I saw like, he was talking about how someone put cocaine in put angel dust in his, because I was asking him, how come you've never smoked before?
someone put angel dust in
Someone put angel dust in his,
yeah.
in his zoo, and he was foaming at the mouth and he nearly died. That's why the Mad City is my mad angel and angel dust. That's what it stands for. And I was like, wow. He's really like, and I saw how open he was in the interview, yeah? And I saw that, and like, and obviously I'm like trying to put comparisons, like his name's Kendrick, my government name's Kenneth, and like, he's
I've
from
met
Tottenham.
Kendrick still.
Serious?
Yeah, in LA, Carson, yeah.
Sick.
Him and Schoolboy Q, yeah. I was in the studio, but
That's
anyway,
epic.
that's a whole different thing.
That footage, you got to send me that.
I've got it, it's online.
And then like, was that Good Kid times? Or Section 8 times?
This was, he was with J-Rock at the time.
But what project did he have?
Nah,
Do
he
you
had
remember?
MySpace and all that, fam.
Oh, that must have been, yeah, that was way before.
He wasn't signed to Dre.
Yeah, that was way before.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing Kendrick owning his story and like how what he's doing, yeah. I'm like, it just gave me so much inspiration. I was
Yeah.
like, and he had a song called I Just Want to Be Me. He had a song called I Just Want to Be Me, and like, I'm hearing all of this thinking like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like, fuck it.
And I own it.
I'm just gonna do what I'm doing. I'm just gonna come out and just start putting it in lyrics. I made a song called By Yourself. Oh, that's crazy. Imagine I made it with him.
Yeah.
I made it with Moshxn. I made a song. Oh, I had the lyrics. I remember you heard the lyrics and you was like, nah, bro, it can't be on that beat. This is too deep, bro. Like, you got to put it on something else. So he made the beat for me.
Yeah.
Because this is my first lyrics talking about my sectioning. Yeah. So I spat him my first lyrics talking about my section. He was like, nah, Shocks, this is mad. Can't go on this beat. I don't know what kind of beat it was. Might have been a happy kind of beat. And he was like, nah, let me remake it for you. He remade it and he did the chorus.
Right.
And the song was for By My Side. I'm calling you because I need you by my side. I'm still holding up. Like, big tune, yeah? And then I shot a video for it. And you know the one Zeke shot where I'm in a straight jacket walking around? That was the start. And I just started like, this was way before. That was like...
But you're owning it though, fully.
Yeah, I'm like putting... 2016. I'm putting it in music.
Have you only been sectioned once at this moment, or is this... Do you know what I'm saying?
I've been sectioned like 3 times at this point.
Since then. Okay, so let's just talk about the second time. Why did the second time happen?
So the second time...
And how soon after is that?
2014. It was every 2 years at a point.
Every 2 years.
Because the man, I keep saying it, the man them had this joke, like, because it was every December too.
Right.
So basically, I came out of hospital 2012. We get new management. So imagine, we're thinking like, oh, we're back. We get a new manager called Natasha.
Yeah.
She has this investor that she brought with her, that came along with her, called Blade. Big up Blade, by the way. Called Blade. He's got a bunch of P's. We're thinking, yeah, we're back. We've got money, we've got Natasha, new manager. Vertex gets into, I don't know, something happened with Vertex where there was a bit of problem. They get a bit scared and say, no, we don't want that problem that you're having in Tottenham. We're going to move you to Woodford. So now they move us out the hood. So we're thinking, we're back. We've got new manager, new investment. We've just been moved out the hood to our own place in Woodford. Me, Double S and Vertex living in our own yard.
And this is when you come out?
This is when I come out now. So I'm feeling like, yo, God's like, heard my, like, yo, I'm back. So now it's distracted me from what I've gone through. Because I'm thinking I'm just going to blend in with the Marvel thing and just, you know what I'm saying? Because don't forget, the Marvel fans don't know that. Only people in the hood know I've been sectioned.
Yeah.
The world, the fans don't know. So anyway,
But how do the boys handle it with the news? They're good with it, or they're just...
the same way all our friends handle stuff before now, we're learning to speak about things.
But they won't speak about it,
Then it's just you blessed, bro.
We're good.
We
We're back
good.
on.
We roll on.
But it's good that they say, like, come back
That
in.
was beautiful they did that.
Come
Because
on.
if they interrogated me, I might have fell apart.
Or they could have said, well, man's not meant to.
Yeah, exactly,
Man,
yeah.
man could flip on us. They don't know. Do you get me?
no. They just, because they came to visit me, and so they just
Amazing.
saw me as a brother.
No,
So
we love that.
We did that 2012. New investor, new management, new house. We're back in.
So they pay for a house.
Pay for a house, we're back in.
For what, you
This
free?
is brand new now, because not even Risky Rose did that.
Yeah.
They paid
This
for a
is-
house. We're
this is
living in
that.
Woodford now.
Come
This is
on.
like
Essex, baby.
Essex. No, this is like brand new mems, brand new territories.
Yeah.
But the condition was,
Yeah.
we'll pay for your rent for a year.
Right.
You don't have to get back on your feet in that year and take over from then. That's 2012.
Right.
During that year, remember I told you we've lost the hype, though.
Yeah.
The hype that was big enough
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
us money to, like, you know what I
Rebuild it.
mean? We're trying to rebuild, but it's not that. Anyway, 2000, yeah, go on.
Are they giving you a wage, or is it just
Kinda.
right?
On top of that, we're getting like a little allowance or something. On top of that,
What's
so
the
like,
label, or just a funder? I don't.
this is just the funder.
Why? What do they want then?
I think we struck a deal that Vertex was going to do the videos for his something like, I can't remember what the deal was.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some.
It's a good look. It
Yeah,
sounds
no,
like
we
it-
finessed. I don't know how we.
it's a-
I don't know how
Yeah.
we finessed it.
A whole house and expenses for videos.
No, not just for videos. Not
what
for
videos are
videos.
these
Not
for?
just for videos, but
Okay.
like, remember, he came with Natasha, the woman that was managing us.
Mm.
So I think she was like saying, "This is the group that I'm going to be managing."
Did you sign anything with them, or just? That's what. Do you know what I mean?
No, did we sign? I don't think we did sign.
I'm saying, like,
yeah, I don't
it's
think we did sign. But all I know, it's like Lavelle saying, I've got an investor, I'm going to be your new manager, and my investor's going to help me out with whatever talent I
Obviously,
find.
an investor wants a return, isn't it?
So the question is, what was she doing with him?
What's she doing with him, bro?
Buy the book. Buy the book.
Hey, buy the book.
No. Big up Tash though, she's
Yeah.
a G. But
Okay. Anyway, you got a
Anyway.
house, everything paid for.
everything paid for.
You got 1 year to
we
flip
got
it.
1 year
Right.
before like we have to start paying the rent ourselves and
Right.
like whatever.
You're in there.
We get a booking in Napa.
Yeah.
Let me just show you how good things was looking. So remember, come up hospital, investor, Tasha house. We get a booking in Napa. I think Charlie Sloth was doing something called Fire on the Beach.
Yes.
So we was performing at Fire on the Beach. If you remember, you see the footage.
remember.
Us gets
Right.
Fire on the Beach. Yeah, we do Fire on the Beach. By the way, I get into a relationship now. I got a new girlfriend. And so everything's just lit.
Okay.
Everything's just lit. I got a new girlfriend.
Do you tell the girlfriend about the sectioning?
Ooh, that's a good question. Eventually, like into it. Eventually.
Okay.
But not straight away.
Yeah.
So anyway, I meet her in London. She tells me that she's going away on holiday.
Right.
She don't tell me where she's going. She
Right.
just says, I'm going away on holiday with a few friends or whatever. I tell her, I've got a booking in
Napa.
Napa, whatever. Go to Napa, put my stuff down, go into the city. Who do I see serving drinks
Your
in
girl.
the club? The girl. I'm like, she hasn't seen me. I've seen her first.
Right.
I'm like, so this is the holiday she's talking about. We end up on the same island.
Okay, but why did she tell you that she was going to Napa? Because
No, she didn't know.
But you told her that you're going Napa.
Wait, how did?
How
Yeah, I
did she
told.
not-
No,
how
I
did she
told her. No, wait. She didn't tell me where she's going.
Yeah, but why did she tell you?
I don't know. But I know that I bucked her.
Sounds shady to
No,
me,
no, no,
man.
no. But I have to. I'm recalling the story, so I might be saying
Okay,
some
yeah,
mixed
go
stuff,
on.
mixed
go on.
up.
Right, you go
But
there.
I know I buck her on the same island
Randomly.
randomly.
Yeah.
I go up to her. She's the
Waitress.
giving drinks. She's got a job out there. She sees me, jumps on me, whatever. I'm with her throughout the whole. I'm with that's my we're in the club. I'm lipsing in the club. Double V. Ask them. They're watching. That's my girl on the holiday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, but life's lit at this point. At this point, I feel like I'm forgetting in section. Section is there though. Like I've just gone through
It's
something.
in your mind, but you've compartmentalized it.
I've gone through something, so it's there. Even like every little small moment I get to myself, it'll come back. You know what I mean? Like,
But when it comes back, what do you mean? As in what? As in
like the memories of like,
okay, of just what you went through.
like I know what PTSD is. That's what it is.
Right,
when
right,
you get a, you know what I mean? PTSD is at night.
Yeah.
When you get that quiet moment,
Yeah.
those memories you've been suppressing,
Right.
and the medication suppressing it too. Now I'm on medication now.
What medication you on?
I'm on risperidone.
What's that?
Risperidone
Is that an antidepressant drug?
it's like that.
Right.
And it helps you sleep too.
Right.
If people that's watching will know what risperidone is.
Right.
They'll say it in the comments.
Okay.
Because they've got their...
Looking back, was that a good thing to take? Because some people are
100%.
are anti-medication.
But you have to find what medication is right for you. Because I
Right.
took so many different ones and I was putting on weight for some and you
Right.
have to find what's right for you.
Right, cool.
So now I'm out there. Everything's lit. I'm with her. We're having a good time. After now, I come back to the UK and we have to, every December, we would go back to our parents' house.
Right.
Just to spend Christmas.
Yeah.
So like December, Double goes back to his,
Yeah.
Vertex goes to his, I go to mine. Now I've got to come back to the house that I had the breakdown in.
Right. First time.
First time.
Right.
I've got to come back to the room. I'm staying in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm dealing with the PTSDs while I'm over there. Can you imagine the PTSD when I come back here?
Right.
That's why my friends every December used to be like, Shocks, why is it that every time you go back to farm, we get this call that like, you've had a breakdown. So now all these memories trigger back. Also, I'm not taking my medication
Okay, why?
because of the stigma around medication.
Right.
I've bought into it.
Right.
It took me a while to like get over that stigma.
Right.
And it's only now because like I've met so many other people that take medication in
Right.
front of me. But at that time, I didn't want to be the one that like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So the stigma of that. And I remember I had a doctor called Zach, big up Zach, because like I had another friend that had a breakdown in my area and we had the same doctor. So whenever, like Gerald, if he sees this, he'll be laughing. Whenever I see Gerald, we'll say like, yo, how's Zach? And Zach used to say to me, I know you want to come off your medication, but don't come off it straight away. Come milligram by milligram. So if you're on 2 milligrams, then go to 1, then to 0. But you can't be on like 6 milligrams and then just come straight off. Your mind's not going to know how to function again because it's dependent on the medication. I used to just come straight off, but no one would know. You know what I mean? The only time they'll know is when the breakdown happens.
Right.
Then everyone will start asking questions of like, did you take it? And my mom would be like, I'm sure, because what happens was my medication used to be downstairs. I sleep upstairs. My mom won't go to sleep until I come downstairs. I used to come down late, around 3 to take it. And that used to set alarms off with my mom because my mom would be like, not only are you coming late at 3, but that means you're not sleeping. Because I was having, obviously I'm not sleeping, I'm having rough sleeps. But because I'm coming to take it, my mom's thinking he's taking it anyway, but I'm not actually taking it. I'm coming down pretending to take it.
Right.
It's only when I have the breakdown, they'll start asking like, so was you, and then I'll confess like, so obviously December comes, 2013, 2014, I have the breakdown. I come home one day.
In December again.
In December
But
again.
in that year, are you done out that house then, like musically? Are you doing the music stuff?
Yeah, I'm doing the music stuff. I'm in Marvel.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, I've missed a part.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The year is up. Sorry, I skipped
yeah,
to
the year
2014.
is what I mean.
2013, the year is up.
Right.
And we're far from in a position to like,
Why? No music's come out.
nothing, bro.
Right.
Nothing.
What's
We're
that
still doing shows, but we weren't getting paid.
Right, but who's to blame for the lack of music? Is that just a comfortable life? Like you got, what is it?
That's a good point. We got very comfortable.
Okay.
We got
Rockstar lifestyle.
We got so comfortable, man.
Champagne
Do you know what?
lifestyle.
Do you know what?
Orange juice budget.
Do you know what though? Do you know what, Shizzio, yeah? If we can go back, yeah, we should have not taken the opportunity to move out.
Why? She's just taking the money, innit?
Because the hunger,
Okay, it just suppressed the hunger.
we didn't work for it, man.
Okay.
We didn't work for it.
It was
got-
gifted to you on a plate.
Yeah, everyone that got their homes, they worked for it and they're like, this is my home. We took it for granted.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus the advanced allowances and that. We took
So
it
you
for-
don't do nothing, the rent's up.
The rent's up now.
So what'd you do then? Do you stay there or do you move out?
I come home one day and the house is like nearly empty.
Yeah,
Everyone's like packing up their stuff.
yeah.
I'm like, bro, what's going on? They're telling us, yo, like,
Time's up, you ain't done
time's up,
nothing.
time to move out.
Yeah,
I'm bugging. Like, not bugging out outwardly.
internally.
Internally, I'm like, oh, shit, I got to go back to like, yeah, and it's like,
yeah.
time.
So
And then, yeah, from that point on, it's downhill again.
is the group not doing anything then?
We split up.
Yeah. You split up there and then what is there a discussion like, yo, we need to like, we're done?
It wasn't like a proper discussion, but that moment was there. So basically, Tasha, the manager, Natasha, she was asking Double. I think we all had a meeting in Tasha's house, and she was asking Double, "What do you want?" Like, I think she was asking all of us, "What do you want to do?" But somehow it ended on Dubs. So like Dubs, because Double was not happy, and he was like, "Yo, I want to go solo. I'm think like I would love to have another shot at like doing my solo thing."
Right.
If you know, before it's too late.
Yeah.
And then like from that discussion, we knew like, okay,
It's done.
it's done.
So you're done. You go home.
We're done. We go home.
Disappointment again.
Disappointment again. This one's mad now because
Right.
like, not only did I think it was over before,
Yeah.
but now,
You think it's
now having like new manager,
new house.
new investment, new house, and then I was like, yeah, this is like the real. And then the group broke up because don't forget, what was still my hopes is that not my hopes,
the
but
group was still
was
there.
still there.
Right. This
Now
is
like it's like my biggest fears happened.
This
like,
is the final nail in the
This
coffin.
is the final now. Like the group's broken up.
Right.
I'm like, raw. And then I write about this in the book, but like my girl calls me while I'm sectioned,
Yeah.
and you hear it in the book. But we have a certain conversation that happens in the book, and she leaves too.
Okay.
Not then though. What I rate about her is that she's proper stuck by my side while I was in hospital. It's after I came out.
When you get sectioned the second time though, is it the same thing? It's just a sudden breakdown.
Yeah, it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just erratic behaviour.
Yep.
Don't know what's
And these times, my mum recognised it
right.
because the first times happened.
Yeah.
So she knows straight away. She knows like, okay, I've seen, because my mum used to monitor me close.
Yeah. Obviously.
Do you know what I mean? Like you can imagine, like she used to, like I'll be in the kitchen, she'd just be staring. I'm like, raw, like she was like my friends didn't make it awkward for me. It was my family. Because you can imagine.
That's worrying it, I guess.
Yeah,
And
so my mum would just be staring, like
not
looking
knowing
at
how
my,
to deal with it. Yeah,
asking you like, I'm like, yo, like, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it can come from anywhere at any time.
Yes.
So that's also a burden for them to bear.
Yeah.
You got to bear that in mind. They
Definitely.
just don't know.
So I saw all of that. So like when I'm talking to people, I know like what to say because they're probably going. You know what I mean?
Right. So you break down again.
Yes.
Sectioned.
Section.
How
First
long
time
for-
I was sectioned, I was in St Anne's. This time now I'm in Chase Farm. This is a whole different hospital.
Right.
Whole different patients. It's not like you're used to the first time. So it's like, oh, I remember what it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a whole different hospital now.
Right.
Whole different procedure. Whole different. You know what I mean?
How long are you there for?
14 days.
Okay.
About 2 weeks. Remember the first time I was fired. This is like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So like.
Is it like taking you longer to recover from this? So would you say this breakdown is stronger than the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. And how long does it take for you to kind of come to and realise?
It was like probably like a couple days.
Yeah.
Probably like a couple days.
Okay.
And then I talk about it in depth more. I'm just trying not to say so
Yeah,
much.
no, I hear
But,
that. Come on, the book's out, man.
Yeah.
Buy
yeah.
that. Come on, man. Did you tell them the price when you sit being all quiet there?
Buy
man?
the book!
Come on,
Buy the
mate.
book!
Get your
Buy the
energy
book!
levels up, mate. I know we've put in time. How long's it been? I actually, don't even say it. Don't even say it.
Yeah, but it's moving like
No,
because
it's
he's
cool.
going bit. It's moving like the 4. We're gonna do a 5 hour.
Don't worry, bro. Anyway.
But you can chop it out right
Yeah,
and do what
yeah.
you need to do. But yeah, so I come out of hospital with that time.
What are you seeing in the hospital, patient-wise?
Same. That's just same shit I'm seeing before, but now I'm seeing it in another hospital times 10. So I'm seeing patients still talking. I'm seeing all different stuff.
Is there anything hospitals can do to make the stay something better?
That's
In
what I'm
your
trying to. That's
experience.
what I'm trying to change now.
Right.
So
because
what
it
I've done
seems-
now.
Because sometimes when you see that behaviour, you mimic it, or you may feel like that becomes your norm. Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So is that?
And
not-
that was a hard thing to process for me.
Right.
Each time was like coming back out into like around the man them and like
And they're not
it's
doing
like
what.
you're
what you see.
expecting like not expecting but do you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
was like the same. That was
Yeah.
like hardest thing because I remember the last time I got sectioned, my auntie when they said they're going to discharge me, my auntie told me to take a Uber and come home because I'm normally used to getting picked up.
Right.
And she was like, "Yeah, come find your own way, like the
Yeah.
own way home." I was shook. I'm coming out, I'm seeing traffic lights. Because don't forget, you can't come out while you're
Can't
there.
do nothing. Yeah.
Or you
It's
might
like
get
prison, isn't it? Really.
Basically, or you might get a little break around the,
Yeah,
you know,
the
walk
grounds.
around.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, I got to take, like, where do I start? Like, scared. So that's what I'm saying. People don't know this. That's why it's good to share it. Because people don't know. People have to go through that.
And there's also that feeling of you can't leave until they tell you you can
Yes.
leave. You're waiting for someone to say,
Yep.
actually, you're all right now.
Yeah.
Which is another thing in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like parole. You're waiting to
Yeah.
for someone to tell
Yeah.
you, listen, Yeah, okay then. Because if they say no, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And then what's the longest that some people have spent in there? Like, is it
People have spent years in there.
okay?
People have spent years in there. People have spent months. That's why my AG freestyle hit so hard.
Right.
You know when I said, who remembers when Skepta said, real madman, I might go St. Anne's? I had to laugh when I heard that lyric because I really been there, no gimmicks. Like I was actually there, no image. I know people that's been sectioned for years and no one ain't paid them a visit because they're scared they're possessed by spirits or their problems are deeper than physics. That first 4.
That's not a 4. That's an 8, fam.
Was that 8?
You know their thing. You get me?
Was it? I ain't rapper,
You
but I'm
get
saying
me?
the first 4 of it
Yeah.
is enough.
Have you ever spoken to Skepta about the lyrics?
I haven't. I'll try to get it to him though. I've sent a lot of people to send it to him, but if he sees it, sees it. But that's not the point of it.
No, I'm just.
But I thank him for inspiring me with those lyrics. Because I remember when I heard that, it's his man song. When he goes, you and I got different plans. Real madman, I might go St.
Oh
Anne's.
yes.
I remember hearing that and I thought,
Wow. Yeah,
that's
right.
that's what I heard. When I heard that, I thought, even though he's saying it as like a joke, because I know what he meant. He meant like the industry's got me going so mad,
Yeah.
I'm on revenge. But for me, I was thinking, no, that's really my life. So maybe I can take that first 2 lines just to grab everyone's attention.
No.
Then I can say a beautiful message off the back of it. And that's what I did. So I know when people heard it, like, you know what I mean? And do you know how much messages I got off the back of that? Saying that man called me, the other, double sent me a voice note of man them saying, yo, in jail, like they're watching, like, yo, he sent me a voice note.
It's
Someone
mad,
said,
you just don't know. I said this is completely irrelevant, but the other day I was standing somewhere, some guy was staring at me, right? I told you the story. He was looking at me for a bit too long, bro. And I'm standing on my own to the point where I was like, brother, you all right? And he come up to me fast, bro. And I thought, right, what got? And he went, I can't lie, you see your thing, it bangs, yeah? And I spudded him and I was like, cool. And he was like, bro, man just come out of jail, bro. And it was your thing that I was watching. So just on that, I just sorry, I just want to touch on that. Like, you just don't realise.
You don't know.
Bro.
And the man sent me a voice note saying, yo, they're fucking with Shocka's thing. Like where he was, in the jail he was. And it's like, because I can imagine, like, there's so many, bro. When I came out of hospital, so anyway, we skipped to 216. When I came out of hospital now, obviously everyone knows the story of when my doctor said, like, you've been sectioned 3 times already, like, you need to do something. Like, you're 24 years old, 27, sectioned 3 times, whatever. And that just rang in my head. So when I came out, I started trying to look for people that's been sectioned as well, that 2 or 3 times, to find out what did you do and how did you still continue to be successful in society. Because like everywhere you go to get a job, you have to mention it.
Or you have to.
Like I got my driving license. Look, Memzee knows I had to wait so long because I put on my diagnosis, so I had to get.
You have to declare these things.
Yeah, I want to be honest, so I put that on there.
But can they find out, like jobs and stuff? I don't know. Is it on like obviously there's a CRB for.
There probably is a
curious
way.
to
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
But like shit like that, all those little obstacles. You know what I mean? So like I wanted to know like who, like just show me. I want to learn. These times I got no ego. I've got no ego these times. Now I'm ready to be teachable. Someone just said to me, Shocks, I've been sectioned 6 times. This is my business. I met someone now I've met a group, I've met a lot of people.
Right.
But I met someone the other day that's got this like restaurant and like he's been sectioned 3 times. He's the owner of a restaurant. I see Akon just went to his restaurant. Like I told him I'm gonna interview. Now I started my own thing.
Where's the restaurant?
Oh, I'm not sure where the rest. I'll show you his page though, off cam. But so I've started my own thing called The Section of Your Life.
Right.
I've got 10 episodes. They haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
But it's interviews of people that's been sectioned. And do you know what I mean? So I had to do that.
That's amazing.
I wish I could have. Yeah, like I'm 10 episodes in and I got 10 people waiting. So what I want that platform to be, whenever someone gets sectioned, not only would they want to come on it, but they'll have to get better to come on it. Because they can't come on it unwell.
Yeah.
So that will motivate them to be like, yo, I can't wait to do my section of your life when I'm better and people
And they can also hear first-hand experiences, maybe get information that
exactly.
they were lacking.
And that's what I wanted. If someone had that for me and said, yo, Shocks, watch this. Someone's talking about that. I would have took what I needed to take. And I just had to be the guinea pig. I never had that.
Just on a surface level, I don't know nothing, but it appears that disappointment equates breakdown. Is that a right thing for me to say or
when
not?
I feel like I'm losing my sense of purpose.
Right.
Every time I felt like, and I think that's with anyone.
So what did the third time, can you pinpoint that down to something?
The third time,
because that previous 2 appeared to be disappointment.
the third time I went on holiday.
Yeah.
The third time I went, My brethren got signed.
Yeah.
My brethren, the one that we grew up with,
Oh, right. Okay.
got signed, and that was big for me. Because remember, we grew up. I remember I told you it was a
Right,
kid
yeah,
star,
yeah.
and now I'm seeing you
What did-
like.
Okay.
I'm seeing you like we grew up as kids, and now like you got a big. I watched him in Island Records sign. I'm like, yo, this is my friend from
The
Manchester.
album deal or
Single deal,
single deal? For that song?
not for that song. This is for a different song.
Okay. The follow-up?
Follow up.
Yeah.
No, this is a song before. That
Oh,
song came after.
swear.
Yeah, this
Okay,
song before.
wow.
So
Okay.
got signed these deal, got a nice advance. And these days I'm doing nothing. I'm following everyone around. I remember like I was following Double around.
Are you
Double
working? You're not working?
I'm working.
I don't...
I could have been.
Right.
Now I think back,
Yeah.
if I could put my ego to the side,
Right.
I just could have got a job. That would have helped. Do you know how much money helps? Especially people. That's one of the major things that lead people into
So
depression.
you didn't want to work for fear
I
of
didn't
what
want
other
to
people
work
would say?
for fear of what other people say or Shocka's working in. You know what I mean? All of that stuff.
Yeah.
So now I'm not working. I'm at home, idle. So I used to just follow people places. Like
Right.
Double will have shows and I'll just come along with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And then my brethren,
Keep him busy, yeah.
he was like, I'm going Magaluf. I got a show in Magaluf. Like, you
Right.
want to come? I'm thinking like, you know what? Let me just quit the trip.
Yeah,
I'm not doing nothing.
yeah,
Sent my passport details over. Flight tickets was booked. Told my mum about it.
yeah.
My mum just kept it real. My mum was like, I can't stop you from going. You're a big man.
Are you on medication? This
I am.
right.
My mum was like, you're a big man. I can't stop you from going. But what I can say to you is make sure you take your medication with you. You know what happens. She's like,
Yeah.
you know, like, we're not new to this now.
Yeah.
You know what happens. And you're in a different country. So you can't just run home like you do or like how you would do. You're in a different country.
Yeah,
And I knew she was right.
yeah,
I flew out there, was partying, drinking. I didn't do no drugs,
Yeah.
but we was drinking. And I didn't take my medication while I was out there.
right,
I came back to the hotel and I felt, by this time, I've been sectioned twice by this time.
Right.
So I kind of knew what the feeling was. So when I came back to the hotel, I was feeling away and I was like, what triggered, like, obviously I knew I've been drinking and but I think there was numerous things could have triggered it, but like, I think the whole experience as well. Remember, a plane, I hadn't been on, there was just,
right.
yeah, the whole journey and like,
Yeah.
just it was overwhelming.
Right.
Imagine 1 minute you're at home, not doing nothing. The next minute you're in like,
You're back in that life.
you're back in that, and I was so far. Remember, the last time I saw that life was like,
Yeah.
So now like you're,
But there appears to be similarities. That life, not having that life. I don't know.
yes,
I
but
don't
it's,
know. Obviously, I don't know.
yeah, but
But right, go on. You're there. Then you have another breakdown.
I'm there and I have another breakdown. This breakdown's scary though, because it lasted from there to London. So I was only there for a couple of days.
Right.
But then I didn't say nothing. Whereas like if I had a breakdown now with Memzee overseas, God forbid, I'll say like, yo, like, you know what I mean? And plus, because Memzee knows my story, he'll be like, yo, Shocks, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people that I've gone with, yeah, they're
Yeah.
they are above. I'm trying to not signal to them, but like something's clearly wrong. They left me in the hotel. Said like, when you fix up, like,
Right.
and I don't blame them because that's just
So you're erratic in a room by yourself in Spain.
I'm not even erratic. These times I'm like, I can't explain it. It's like I'm like shell shocked. I'm on the balcony by myself. I'm scared to
Well, that's
like.
dangerous,
And I
isn't it?
remember they came and got me and took me to like this club. Like, you know, there's clubs all over the strip.
Yeah.
And I was in there and like someone was saying to them like, yo, your mate's pretty,
Yeah.
he's not quite, and they just ignored it.
Yeah.
And then like, so that happened all the way back to London.
So you're still like in shell shock.
I'm still shell shocked, but I'm still trying to like,
Did you take your medicine with you?
I did, but I didn't take it.
But did you? But when you're
'Cause I
shell
still
shocked,
had that-
is it like too late to take it then?
It's not too late to take it, but I'm fine. It wasn't, no one didn't stop me from taking it.
Yeah.
It's not like no one's like, oh, don't take
Yeah.
it. It would have been nice if like someone around me could have nudged me to that
Yeah.
knew the situation, but no one knew.
Yeah.
So it's all down to me.
Down to you, yeah.
So I'm fighting it them times due to stigma and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I come home and that's where things change because I tell my mum something's wrong. And I've never done that before.
Right.
I've normally just like, you know, had the breakdown, then it's all, but I told my mum something's wrong. And my mum knew. Because it's kind of, you can imagine what my mum's thinking.
Yeah.
This guy's about to go on holiday.
Right.
You kind of imagine this, like, you know what I mean? You're about to go on holiday. So
But does she not say just take your medicine?
she did.
Okay.
I'll not just take it, but like,
Right.
she says, I'm coming home. She came home. saw like, I'm at that, you know what I mean? I'm at that point.
Yeah.
And then like, that's how I got put into hospital the third time.
And how long was you there for?
Same, about 14 days.
Same.
And I remember I kept saying to myself, like, anything longer than 14 days, you can kind of feel, you know when you feel like, if I stay here for 2 more days,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the same person.
Right.
And that's what I feel happy. You know the people you say that you see that like,
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. They overstayed, or they stayed in an environment so long that it became and consumed them. And luckily I was like just in and out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So not enough to consume me, because it can happen to anyone. If I stay in that environment if I stay in your house for a year, I'll grow my hair out and start.
How you mean?
Yeah.
bro? Bad man.
You know what I mean? It's just a natural thing.
Yeah.
So that happened. I came, obviously, before I got discharged, that's when the doctor said what they said.
Yeah.
And then that's when everything changed. Like my brain started. Now I'm thinking like, yo, you've been section free,
3 times, yeah.
like, bro. I'm like, yo, I need this is when I start searching for answers.
Answers. Why is this happening?
So
Yeah.
I'm looking for like people that's been sectioned round the ends. No one's sharing. Now people's come up to me and said, yo, you know I've been sectioned 2 times. I'm thinking, bro, but I understand now why no one hasn't spoken. I get it.
Yeah.
Because when I did start speaking, the way my family reacted, because I did like a BBC documentary and it was on like TV, and like someone called my mum to be like, yo, change the channel, your son's brother. The way everyone in the family, like, oh, you're gonna embarrass, you know, like.
Yeah, it's a big stigma.
And then the man, like, bro, like, then I understand that, oh, I get why no one's ever gonna like come out and like say their piece, because it's a lot you've got to deal with off the back of that. Off the back of that one decision, you're gonna have to explain to 50 other people.
So how does the 4th time happen then?
My mum
Fast
passed.
forward. Mum passed away.
My mum passed away in
Okay, sorry to hear
2022. I lost my mum to cancer.
Right.
Like these that are all aware now, they're like, my situation's documented at that time.
Yeah.
And my bounce back was so quick because like I had learned, remember I said it was every 2 years?
Yeah.
I came out in 2016. Last time was in 2022. That's 6 years.
Right.
I was cruising.
Yeah.
And I was killing it as well. Remember, 2016, come out.
What are you doing in those 6 years?
I'm going to tell you,
Right.
I'm going to run you quick through. 2016, come out. The man then told me, yo, Shocks, you got a powerful voice. These times I'm solo, remember?
Right.
Yo, Shocks, you got a powerful voice. I think you should join social media. People would love to hear from you. I come on Twitter. I'm tweeting all these incredible quotes. My cousin messages me like, love your quotes, but your spelling's not correct. I'm like, she's an idiot
Yeah.
because you're not getting it. I go on Snapchat. I realize, Bob, holding the button is long. I go on Instagram. Perfect for me. I don't need to use hashtags, nothing. I can just do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
2017, the Grenfell situation happens. Everyone's feeling hurt about it. I get my phone. I had this hat as well that Moshxn
Very.
gave me. Called it had a positive energy on it.
Right.
I used to wear this hat, yeah. I get my phone, position it in my room, do this freestyle that I've written about Grenfell, put my phone down, go about my day, not thinking anything of it, come back to my phone's going nuts. Vertex calls me. Remember Vertex, the member of the group? He calls me from Ghana. A week before that, Vertex was telling me, remember Marvel days where like we needed a label to get to the people. He was like, in this generation, you can go viral. And I was
Yeah.
like, bruv, what the fuck is viral? What's he? Because he was always ahead.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
told
yeah.
me apps was going to come out before apps came out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I go viral with the Grenfell thing. Vertex calls me from Ghana. Yo, Shocks. Remember what I was saying to you last week about viral? That's what's happening to you right now. I don't know. I'm just in the moment. Vertex is Moshxn is gassed for me. Everyone's gassed. I wake up the next day. I check my phone again. I see an ad from Gigs. Big up Gigs. Big up the landlord 50 million times.
Come on.
I see an ad from Gigs. He's just ripped the freestyle. I don't know where he got it from, but he's put the freestyle on his page.
Right.
It's going crazy. Then I see a DM from Semtex saying, just saw your freestyle on Shade Room or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you vocaled it? Luckily, one of the man them told me to vocal it.
Right.
I vocal it. He says, send it to me. He plays it on One Extra. I'm back on One Extra again now.
Wow.
Lit. Then that's 2017. I make a EP that year called Kendrick Lamar is a King. I don't know what gassed me up, but I tell myself I want to do a headline show at the end of 2017.
And you're openly talking about the sectioning in this? Or
Yeah, I'm openly.
you're admitting it, yeah, okay, go on.
It's all out there. I say I want to do a headline show at the end of 2017, December. I do the headline show. Moshxn's there. We perform together. Memzee's my DJ. Memzee's my DJ now, by the way. Our story.
Come on.
How we got together, that's a separate story.
Come back for part 2.
That's for his
Yeah,
podcast.
come up for part
Go on.
2. Anyway, I do the headline show, sold out, epic. That's 2017. 2018, just to go back, I find a book from a woman called Louise Hay. She's got a book called You Can Heal Your Life, where she speaks all about self-love. This book transforms me majorly. 2018, everything was just lining up. Someone calls me on private number and says, Shock, you gave me your number at an event. I don't want to waste your time, but I got a producer for you. Can I hook you up with him? I say, cool. He hooks me up with the producer. I message the producer saying, your friend just gave me your number, whatever. Have you got any beats? The guy tells me, I got some beats I'm working on, but it's not your kind of thing. Your rap, this is like kind of pop. Then I remember the Marvel days where we used to jump on Britney Spears, remember? I was like, bro, don't box me like that. Send it over. Luckily, I could have missed out. He sends this beat over. I'm listening to the beat on repeat. I'm like, this beat, this is before I put vocals on it, the self-love beat. I'm like, this beat is a smash. Anyway, I remember the book I'm reading. I'm like, perfect. I'm going to take everything I learned from that book, put it on a song. I make the hook. You give everybody else love, but you never give yourself love. Don't forget about your self-love. Self-love. I run straight to the studio. Go to the studio. Brooke's there. Brooke wants to be on a song. Brooke lays the third verse. Remember, I never had a third verse. She's on the third verse. Then Brooke does harmonies for the hook separately on a separate session. Then I post a preview of the song on my Instagram and everyone's losing their mind. Viral part 2. Someone messages me saying, oh, Shocks, you've done it again. I'm like, what are you talking about? I check my Instagram. Snoop Dogg. No, sorry, I'm skipping a part. Eric Myers, the one that shot the Grenfell. You know the Grenfell? You know Eric Myers? You might know him.
Is he a director?
Director.
Right.
Eric Myers. He shot, you know the Grenfell freestyle that went viral?
Right.
He shot a video for it.
Right.
He's hit me up and said, I want to shoot something else for you. Come link me and play me like 4 or 5 songs and I'll pick which one I want to shoot. I link him, I play him 4 songs, he picks Self-Love. He's like, that one is a banger, I want to shoot that one. Then we shoot the video. There's a girl that's in the video, I don't know if you've seen Self-Love video, but there's a girl that's in the video, she's the dwarf looking girl, her name's Fats. She's in the video, she's like the star of the video, you can just tell. At the video shoot, she tells me, I just want to dance to the song, because every video shoot I do, I dance to the song and I put it on my page. I don't think nothing of it. I'm like, do your thing. She does it. I remember watching her doing it, but I didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
She posts it on her page. Michael Blackson follows her. He's like, this is funny. Snoop Dogg follows Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson reposts it.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg follows Michael Blackson, sees it on Michael Blackson's page. He takes it and reposts it.
Mad.
My phone's going crazy. Shocks, check Snoop Dogg's page. That girl that's in your video shoot, that was at your video, he's on her page. Obviously, because she's like a dwarf, Snoop Dogg's caption was a little something to dance to.
Yeah.
But she's, you know what I mean? Just to be funny. Everyone in the comments is talking about the song.
Right.
Saying, she's nice and everything, but what song is that? My manager responds to everyone in the comments and tells them, this is the artist. They all come onto my page. Snoop Dogg's got an international following.
Yeah.
I've never had this before. Remember, man's been a star in London. We've done the Yeovil, we've done the Birmingham. This one now, I'm seeing people from Portugal, people from Colombia, all messaging me saying, yo, we need that song. I ain't got the song ready.
Yeah.
I post a clip of the song on my Instagram saying, yo, it's coming on this date. My phone's going crazy over the song.
Yeah.
Anyway, the song comes out, video comes out. 2 weeks later, I get a DM from a record label, Moose Recording. Big up Ian. Moose Recording, they had Afro B and they had a few other people. Nice record label. He DMs me saying, heard your song, I want to sign it. Come in for a meeting. I come in for the meeting. We all saw the picture. When I'm signing, happy days. I'm signed again. I'm back. Shocka's back. This is 2000.
When did you sign? Single deal?
Single deal.
Right. How much was it?
With an EP and option.
How much was it?
No advance.
Oh, okay.
With an EP and option, yeah. With an EP and option. Signed the deal. These times, I'm now thinking like, we're not going back to this single needs to chart or like, by these times, I'm like, you know when Skepta saying, real madman, I'm a madman at these times. I'm not caring about the numbers. Remember, you know how, you see the journey. These times, I'm just doing my own thing because I've gone through that now. I'm not going back to whatever happens with the single, happens with the single. I don't care. Anyway, 2018, the song comes out. Self-Love comes out. We do Hussein Manuel's show to end the year. This guy called Hussein Manuel reaches out to me and said, you know
local,
Hussein, big up Hussein. He brings me out on his show to support. I meet a girl called Jamala I don't know if you know Jamala. If you know Hussein, you might know Jamala. We're the both support acts. Now I'm doing headline shows again. It's lit. Jamala sees me rehearsing, and Jamala says to me, I'm going to get you to do a TED Talk. What are you talking about? She's like, I've done a TED Talk, I'll get you to do one. Thinking that cool. I'm mad mode. Remember I told you, I don't care what anyone's saying.
Yeah.
Me and Memzee, we fucked this show up. Memzee's he's right there. We fucked this show up to pieces.
What, on the TED Talk?
No, the
the other one,
Hussein show, to end the year.
It was Scarlet King's Cross.
Right.
Scarlet King's Cross.
Yeah.
December. End of the year with a bang.
Yeah.
So don't forget.
It was the
2000,
biggest show. It was massive.
2016, 17, 18. 2019 now. These emails are going across from Jamala. I'm seeing the emails. Jamala's messaging a woman called Maryam. Maryam is the head of TED Talk London. Big up Maryam. I'm seeing the emails going through like, yeah, there's this guy called Shocka I met. He's got a great story. I'm watching it. Then Maryam says, can I meet him? Can you? That's when I get tagged in. Anyway, I meet Maryam. We have a conversation that we're having now. Maryam falls in love with the story, everything. She's like, I'm going to get you to do a TED Talk. I'm thinking this TED Talk's going to be like 200 people.
Do you know what TED Talk is?
I do.
Okay, just to pause, don't quote me. I think I am the first rapper to give a TED Talk in the UK.
Cheers!
No, stop that. No, but I did it when I didn't know what it was. And mine was at Oxford University, right? Bruv. So I know the impact of TED. I didn't know what it was.
What was your TED about?
I did two. I did, one was Society Beyond Borders. This was years ago. This is like...
You should put that on your Instagram.
Yeah,
No. This is like, bro, early. Trust me. The CEO of Cobra Beer was there. Howard Marks was there. Do you know the smuggler? CEO of... There were CEOs there at Oxford Uni. Bro, I have never been so scared in my life. And I made it up on the spot, bro, yeah? I made up the whole thing. Standing ovation, like trust me, like it was mad.
That's lovely.
Then I got a second one, yeah, because they were like, this is unbelievable. Did a second one in Shoreditch, and then Menhaj, the director of Kidulthood, was in the crowd, and then cast me for this movie with Adam Deacon instantly there and then. And Adam had just won his BAFTA. But anyway, I digress, bro.
Add that in there.
No, but I'm saying I know about TED.
I love
but
it.
At this point, TED's probably become this even bigger thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
So what year was that?
Early, bro. 2010,
Ooh.
11.
Yeah, so no, by this point,
I've got to
TED...
find out. Right, go on.
By this point, TED is on everyone's vision board.
Yeah.
If you're a speaker, TED is on your vision board.
Yeah.
These days for me, I'm not even thinking about speaking. That just happened organically. I'm still doing a music run.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2019, we do the TED. 3,000 people. Lit. Do the TED, smash the TED. Then Conscious Crud comes out, the EP. That's what he's
13 years ago. What's that?
Wow.
Yeah, it's about 2010, 2011. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, do the TED. Then that's 2019. Conscious Crud comes out, my next EP. He knows what I'm talking about because we crafted that whole concept together. That's like, I'm seeing that like number 3 in the hip hop charts going up and down. These times I don't care. I told you I'm still in madman mode. So like, I'm seeing the
But when you say madman mode, what do you mean, bro?
When I say
you
madman
just
mode,
don't
I
care
mean,
about the effects of the song.
Yeah, no, not the effects of the song, but like,
Of what it does.
yeah, I don't care.
But that's a good way to be. That's not.
That's-
I
no,
think
but
you're
that's
saying
the-
madman
I'm
mode
just
is
saying
like,
as a-
you don't
I'm just-
care what it does. That's a very good way
Yes.
to be because you're not expecting disappointment. You get
Yes.
me? You're not expecting it to do something
Yeah.
then to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
When I say madman mode, I'm just saying the tunnel vision. I got that.
Yeah, go on.
I heard Skepta say it in one of his interviews that
go
I'm a
on.
real madman, I'm out for revenge. So I know exactly what he meant. And he
Yeah.
was at that place too when he just came. Anyway, that's his story.
Yeah.
So, Conscious Crud EP comes out. So I do the single.
Yeah.
I get the EP. Remember, it was a single with an EP in option. We do the EP. Conscious Crud comes out. Nice. Then, off the back of that Hussein show that I did, Memzee is a G because he goes up to this girl called Selena that was there. I don't know what made Memzee introduce himself to her, but you know what Memzee's like.
Bro, I'm
Original Memzee,
I
brother.
could just see that what she was doing. I needed to know
What was she doing?
what she was doing. She was sitting on the floor, and she was just taking notes. Pretty white girl sitting down. I'm standing.
He's inquisitive like that. He's
I'm not-
he's done ask my cameraman 100 questions, brother. Stop that. You get me? Don't ask this.
So I just went up to her and I just said, I sat down next to her. I literally sat next to her. And I
Yeah.
asked her, "What do you do? Who are you?"
Yeah.
and our friendship just blossomed.
Right.
And it was New Year's,
Right.
and she was having a house party, and she looked at me. She goes, "Come through, come to my house, and meet who I am."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what did she do?
She had her own spoken word event,
Right.
and we went to the house party. Me and Mems, we went, met her. No, after I did the show, come up, met her. Then we went to the house party, and she kept telling me, "I'm going to take you to New York." Because like she's been to now I know her properly. She's been to, that's what she does. She travels
Spoken word around the world.
just does shows and just travels in general. We're from two different worlds. Travels in general. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to take you to New York to do a show out there." And I was just remember, as I told you, tunnel vision. I'm thinking, yeah, cool, sweet. When you do, you do.
Yeah.
The time came. She was like, "Yo, we're going to New York." We went New York that year, 2019, twice.
Yeah.
One in the first half of the year. Then December, she took me again. I was like, "This is like, what is going on there? This is mad." And then 2020, PTSD. Man them, PTS fucking D. I'm at the door again. Remember the door?
What door?
So like,
About to go.
it's about to like, things are popping off for me now.
Right. Sorry, that door. Yeah. Sorry.
that door.
Right,
About
you're
the
back
door.
there or you're gonna blow up
We're
again.
back there now. Things are like tipping. Like it's
Right.
tipping. And then 2020 happens. What happened in 2020, Shiz?
COVID.
COVID.
Right.
Lockdown. Lockdown happens. That's cool. I can deal with that. Even though it was fucked up for all of us, but like I deal with that. Because I'm thinking, all right, cool, after this,
Yeah.
straight back on.
Yeah.
My mum comes home, tells me she's just been diagnosed with cancer, 2020. She's got a year to live. She's saying she wants to go back to Nigeria. Obviously to say goodbyes to her family. I haven't been Nigerian 15 years. Remember, since school.
Yeah.
My world is... in my head, I'm thinking, I've always thought that, like, there's a way I wanted to go back to Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know, because of how I left.
It wasn't
I was
this year.
like, yo, when I go back, I'm going there caked up. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to erase all those memories of how you lot saw me. It's going to be lit. Now, like, I can't... What am I going to tell my mum? I'm not going. I had to go. I went out there, and it wasn't even like it's not, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a nice occasion to go out there.
Yeah.
And like, that was 2021. Went out there, went to Nigeria. That was just a sad experience out there. It wasn't. They tried to make it like, you know what I mean? That we had, but we knew what we was coming for. You know what I mean? That's happened. Then even the goodbyes. When we were on our way back, I remember going into the car because I just couldn't see my mum hugging her. Like, it was just, and then that was 2021. Then 2022. Do you know what was the saddest moment for me going into New Year's? I remember my mum was in hospital by that time, and she called me just, you know, when the countdown and everything's just happened, to say Happy New Year. But like, I knew in my heart, like, this could be the last year. Then February 2022. 2nd of February, my mum passed away. Then I had a show booked for the 29th of February. I think it was a leap year that year. Obviously, you was there, Memzee was there. We did the show, smashed the show. I don't even know where I got the energy from. Smashed the show to pieces. Then I had the funeral the week after. Like, bro, it was just all back to back. And as I mentioned in the book, I remember every time before I went to sleep, I kept telling myself, like, yo, you got to have this conversation with yourself about what's going on. A lot of things has taken place. You need to process, like, you need to somehow. But then again, I was in a new territory now. So now I've kind of got through the territory of like being sectioned and coming out. Now I'm in the territory where like you've lost a parent. And that's something that like, even if you used to ask me now, what if I change, if I go back, I'll change not losing her. That's the only, do you know what I mean? Because if I didn't lose her, then I wouldn't have had to go through the stress. I mean, it wouldn't have. So nothing could have prepared me. Even though I had Hussein, because Hussein has lost his mum. Yeah. He was around that time. He was like proper guiding me and like, but there's nothing. And I'm my only. It's completely different. And then had the funeral in March, which Memzee was there. Had the funeral in March. Then I had the breakdown in April. I was on a train one day, and I was living with my auntie. That was new, because my mum passed. Yeah. They didn't want me in the house. So I had to stay with
But you're on meds at this point?
I'm on meds.
Right.
I had to stay with... But I moved to my auntie's to stay with my aunties for a year. That's a shell shock. I remember waking up at like 2 a.m. and I'll just look around the room and think, like, how did I get here?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a different, like, what am I, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? That wake up in a new, like, what am I doing? Like, I had to get used to that. Then I'm in my auntie's house. Not saying they're not my family, but like, I felt like a stranger there. Because all I would do is just stay in the room, eat, and then I couldn't, you know, when you're in your house, you can go, you can,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So like, I was dealing with so much. And
How
then,
long was the breakdown this time? Same sort of time, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, 14 days,
Yeah.
14 days. And that's why I wrote the book. Imagine that.
And that was 2022.
That was 2022.
And then you come out and write the book.
I got the idea in hospital.
Right.
My auntie gave me my phone.
Right.
I've never had my phone while I was in hospital. My mum wouldn't let me have my phone because she didn't want me to, like, you know, talk to the public, talk to my friends, or like, obviously my mum's passed. My auntie don't know, you know, how my mum does it. So when she came to visit me, she gave me my clothes, food. She said, here's your phone. I didn't say nothing. I just took it. But I remember walking back to my room thinking, fuck, I'm messaging the man them.
Yeah.
I'm messaging Dubs. Dubs is sending me songs.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the man them like I'm not even
Yeah.
there. And then something clicked in my head. I was like, no, because don't forget, by this time, I'm already like a mental health advocate. I've already done talks. So by this time, I'm like, no, forget the fun about messaging the man them. How can you use this moment to like have an impact? And I was like, perfect. I remember Tupac's book, A Rose That Grew from the Concrete, where it's got all these poems. I don't know if it's his poems from when he was in jail, but it had all these poems. I was like, I'd love to do something. Because it started off as poems first.
Right.
I was like, I'd love to have all my poems while I was here and call it a section of my life. Just that section of my life, what my thoughts was. So I wrote like 20 poems. Then when I came out, I met this woman, I knew a woman called Louisa. I'm an ambassador for her organization. And I sent her the poems and I was like, do you reckon you can get me some sort of like, you know, book situation or something? And she came back in like 2 days. Said, yeah, there's this company, they love it. But I didn't realize they're a mental health publishing company. So they only publish mental health books. So I was thinking, why did they come back so quick?
Yeah.
And then they said, we want to do it, but on one agreement is that it's not just poems. Because if someone reads the poems and sees him talking about sectioning, they're going to think, what happened? Why is there all these poems about sectioning? So put your story and put the poem. They found a clever way to put the poems at the end of each chapter with questions.
Well, I was just going to get to that. There's questions at the end of these.
Sick.
It's almost like you can.
It's like a diary, journal. Yeah. Sick.
Which is a concept I'm not really. So then, is this book then aimed at people that kind of want advice, or do you get what I'm saying, or is it a wider?
It's like, wider.
That's what
the way
I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
It's like it's aimed for everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
the way I've written
even if you just want another understanding. Obviously, is this your life story as well?
This is my life story, innit?
Right, but that's
so what I've told you, is in this book,
right?
But like, there's intricate details in there.
Yeah, it's
that
interactive, isn't it? Where you can.
Because in my mind, I was thinking, how can I add more value? Because someone told me I was being stupid saying this, but I didn't think my story was just enough value. Just who's going to want to read just about me? So I was like, how can we add more value for the person? And there was like, put questions in it. And I was like, that's perfect. So even if you don't care about my story, the questions alone could even prompt you to like think about stuff you haven't thought about before. So that's how the book come out. And then sectional, and it's been a movie ever since.
And is this book out everywhere?
This book is only out on Amazon.
Right, well that's everywhere.
Yeah, I thought you meant as in like
No,
bookshops.
I was going to say that, but in this day and age, you know what I mean? That's all you need. All right, cool. So what are you doing now with yourself? What's the future for Shocka? What's going on? COVID's over, bro.
Yeah.
We're outside.
We've been outside.
Yeah.
I'm writing another book.
Another one.
I'm quarter way through it.
Right.
I'm writing another book.
And what's that book about?
It's called Obedient to the Call.
Right.
It's called Obedient to the Call. It's basically the continuation from this book.
Right.
That's why I'm taking my time with it, because it's like the story's still writing itself.
Yeah.
But it's called Obedient to the Call, and it's about like being obedient to that call within yourself. I had the urge to like say my story, and I followed it. I was obedient to that call, and it led to all these beautiful things. So like I feel like I want I want to inspire people to be obedient to their call, because you never know where it can lead you.
And kind of music, where are you with music?
Music, I just released the album on 10-10-10. Yeah.
What do you mean on 10-10-10?
Like 10, no, not 10-10-10, 10-10-24.
Okay.
On last
amazing.
year, on the 10th of the 10th,
Okay.
24. I saw that date, and imagine that's World Mental Health Day.
Is it?
So imagine, yeah, when that happened with Marvel, when we picked that date, that was because I went to check how long has 10th of October been World Mental Health Day, and it's been that day since the 19s. So like, it was destined for me to drop on that day. So when I saw this date coming out last year, I was like, I've got to drop the album then. Not because of like, to mark that I'm going to look back, but just to know that like...
It's meant to be in it.
Yeah, it's part of the history. So like, yeah, I dropped it on...
And then there appears to be a resurgence of grime out there.
Resurgence of Grime.
We've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, which I'm not mad at.
Come on, you can't be mad at
And
that.
I got a
bro.
headline show at O2 Is It an Academy.
When?
March the 6th. Ooh, I don't know if I said the date
Swear
yet, but
down.
like, I'll let you know. And
No, it's gone. What do you mean? Put it out there.
yeah.
What? It's not?
March the 16th.
Yeah.
Mosh is supporting.
Yeah, I'm coming, bro.
Yeah, of course.
How you mean?
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So you're really out here then.
go.
And then I suppose with Grime doing its thing, can Marvel?
Jeez, I might have to take a sip for that.
Yeah, take a sip and let me know, bro. Can you get me? We done been here 10 hours. We might as well get this out. Come on. Just in your mind, can Marvel do its thing? Can Marvel come back? Do you want it to come back? Have you outgrown it?
We've spoken to it, but like, I don't know what it will sound like.
What do you mean?
I mean, because we're all in different directions. Like, I'm so intrigued to what, and if we do get in the studio and it doesn't sound like because don't forget, our legacy it's a lit legacy, bro.
Yeah.
Of how we left it.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't sound like on that part or even better, I'm not on it.
Right.
We've got to sound like,
there's every reason
we've got to
that it
sound
can.
fresh. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to come back and sound like the uncles that's trying to give it a go again.
Hey, I see them older man spitting. They're killing the game, bro. Them old guys. What are they called? Brother. So age ain't nothing.
No, but Peter and Baz didn't have a history, so we have nothing to
Yeah,
reference
but
them to.
are you just?
We've actually got stuff we got the Westwood classics.
Yeah,
so
I
people
know-
are like,
I hear
they
that.
should leave. You know what I mean?
No, but
sometimes
at the same time, it's a new audience. It's a new era. Trying to, I don't know, hold on to that might just be too much.
That's what I said.
pressure.
If we can reinvent ourselves in a sick way,
Yeah.
you know, like how N-Dubs came back and dropped a new album and
Yeah.
dropped. So like, if we can do it in a sick way, that would be sick. But it all depends on how we gel in the studio. Let's see what that session's going to dictate everything. Me, Double S, and Vertex in the studio.
But is it going to happen?
I don't know, because it's tricky to happen because Vertex lives in Ghana now.
What is it fully moved?
Fully moved.
Yeah, but we got the internet, so we're good,
Yeah.
bro. You don't need to. You can just send verses, bro.
No,
Yeah,
but like
body that verse.
No, but it's not the same,
I
man. The
hear
reason,
that, but
the reason why
still-
everyone loved us was that energy, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sending a verse to. I want that feeling of like when Double used to run in the booth and I'll hear his verse and I'll look at Vertex and think, fuck.
Are you still writing then, like verses like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So then it needs to happen, bro.
We'll see what happens.
Sometimes it's just for the culture, man. It ain't got to be.
We'll see what happens.
you ain't
If it
gotta put
happens,
that
you'll be the first to know. We'll come here.
Pressure in your head. You get what I'm saying? Like it's got to be that because that was a moment in time, bro. It can't be
Yeah.
replicated. Just going back, who were your top five grime artists of all time?
Ooh, Wiley,
Yeah,
Skepta,
yeah.
Kano, Gets,
Yeah.
Chip, 100%.
Memzee, you might as well add Wayne on this. I'll ask you as well, brother. Hurry up, mate. We've been fucking.
For me, Kano,
Yeah,
Gets,
yeah.
it's tough, man. Skeppy's in there.
It's
Yeah.
the same list, bro.
Yeah.
Skeppy's in there.
You can't beat that
Hold on,
list,
right,
bro.
go on. But you didn't mention Dizzy. Right, go on.
Ooh!
Right, go on.
Ooh, who would I take out for?
And just have your five ready, bro, because this guy's taking forever, fam.
Yeah, you got to throw Dizzy in there. you know.
Come on, man.
DJs.
Kano gets
Kano.
Skepta. You got two more. Let's go.
I'm gonna put Dizzy in there.
Dizzy.
Put Dizzy
One
in
more.
there. You know what? For me, as a supporter as well, Lethal done it for me.
Lethal, fair enough.
Done it for me as well. As an
Wait.
MC.
Let me clarify.
Oh, for God's sake, bro.
Is it who I think is the top or is it my favourites?
Your favourites?
Yeah, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Not really.
Okay, well, just give me your
Your
best.
favourites, bro.
Yeah, your favourites.
Alright. P Money,
Yeah,
Chip,
yeah,
DEE,
yeah.
Ooh.
P Money, Chip. What do you say? Chip.
DEE,
Yeah, DEE.
Gets,
Gets.
Skepta.
Fair enough.
It's a good list.
Have you got time for AI or not?
5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes.
That's it.
Alright, quick one, Bubs. How long has this been?
4 hours.
Jesus.
Wow.
You are the record holder. Is he the record holder?
It's about.
Alright, just
I think
Richard was what, 5, innit?
What was Richard talking about?
Richard Blackwood, but that's
Oh, Richard, I saw that one. I didn't see it, but I saw it.
Very, very quick then. AI has made questions for you.
Yeah.
It's AI based. I'm going to try and be quick, okay? You've been very open about your mental health journey. What was the moment you realised you needed to turn your pain into power?
Ooh.
AI.
Yeah. Third time I got section.
Third time.
Third time I got section.
How did your upbringing in Tottenham shape the man you are today? Kind of done that, yeah? We done that?
Yeah, we did that.
What are some misconceptions about mental health in the black community that you want to break?
Oh, that's
This is all AI.
AI is going in. What are misconceptions about mental health in the black community that I want to break?
Well, there's lack of talking about it.
Yeah,
Let's put
there's
that
lack
out there.
of talking about it. And the one I especially want to break is that medication and the fact people think you can't have a life after mental health.
Yeah.
People think for some reason like that's it for you in society. That's the main big one.
Yeah.
So I want to show like there's possibilities, especially after section.
You can still flourish.
You can still flourish.
How do you balance vulnerability in your music with maintaining your mental health boundaries?
Ooh.
The guy, ooh.
Hey, we might have to start getting AI to do this.
No, bro, that's my thing. My thing.
Ooh.
Go on. How do you balance vulnerability in your music with maintaining your mental health boundaries?
That's what.
I think that
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does
Ooh. That's a good question. I
You
think.
better answer it quick, bro. 'Cause
Ooh. I think you have to keep a piece to yourself. A piece of you to yourself.
Right.
As much as I share so much, I know me, so I still know like there's so much you just don't even know. But like I share what I can share, and I do share a lot. But actually, you have to keep a piece because that little piece I'm keeping to myself, if I shared that too, I'll be completely like. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm 85% vulnerable, but I've got like this 15. Do you know what I mean? That I'm hanging on to. But like,
I hear that. What was your darkest moment in your journey and how did you climb out of it?
oh, I think the darkest moment was the sectionings.
Yeah.
But how I climbed out of it was hearing people's stories. Hearing people's stories was like the connector for me.
Sorry, I'm being quick, but what role did music play in saving your life during the mental health struggles?
Oh my God, that was everything because I didn't do therapy. I wasn't speaking to people. I wasn't doing vulnerability how I'm doing it now. So the only thing I had to be vulnerable was the music.
Okay. Marvel was such a significant part of the grime scene. What would a reunion look like today? We've covered that. What's been the
Even
biggest...
AI.
Was it AI, fam? What's been the biggest lesson you've learned from the highs and lows of the music industry?
From the music industry.
Yeah.
Um,
What's the biggest lesson?
yeah, but
I don't even believe in that.
yeah, not from the music, not from the.
No?
Wait,
Alright,
one second.
My cameraman's running around like he's been doing it for about 2 hours and putting me in stress mode, but I get it, fam.
I think what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to articulate it. But I want to say like you can. It's like you're not as important as. Do you know what I mean? What I've learned is that as long as you're not valuable anymore, they'll throw you away.
Ain't that the truth?
That's what I was trying to say.
Who in the grime scene has inspired you the most and why?
Skepta.
Yeah?
100%.
How do you approach storytelling in your music to make it resonate so deeply with your audience?
That's a good question. Yeah, vulnerability.
What's the most powerful reaction you've received from someone impacted by your mental health
Crying.
advocacy?
Definitely. Crying. I've seen people cry to my music and it's
Yeah.
just like, yes.
Why do you think men, particularly in the UK, struggle to talk about mental health?
Because of the perception around it. and
Yeah.
how they think they'll be viewed after they share it.
If you could change one thing about how mental health is approached in schools, what would it be?
Oh, if I could change one thing about how mental health is approached in schools, what would it be? I would get people with lived experience to teach it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be more impactful.
What's the one message you want every young black man in the UK to take from your story?
That stories break stigmas and vulnerability is cooler than you think it is.
How has your mental health journey changed your relationships with the people closest to you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, I'm full of them, you know.
Yeah, that's a good question. How's my mental health journey? I think our relationships has become deeper. There's a deeper understanding.
Yeah.
There's stuff I can speak to about with my friends that I couldn't speak to about before.
Okay.
And we understand each other on a deeper level without even saying anything.
If you could go back and give 18-year-old Shocka one piece of advice, what would it be?
Oh,
Let's say 10-year-old Shocka.
10-year-old Shocka. Find a way to love yourself wholeheartedly as well.
Yeah.
Find a way, however you're going to find it, whether it's through information, through watching someone else that does, but find a way.
Just to be on the side note, do you correlate lack of love for yourself to your breakdowns?
It played a major part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it played a major
Okay.
part.
That's my, yeah. What does success look like for you now compared to when you first started?
Oh, success is being able to do something you love and look after yourself doing that thing you love.
I
And it
hear
doesn't
that.
have to be on a major level. It can just be being able to go on holiday when you want, being able to go on dates, being able to look after your family, but doing what you love doing that. That is like the ultimate success for me.
What legacy do you want to leave behind, not just as an artist, but as a human being?
I want to leave little ripple effects of everyone that I met, little positive ripple effects. When I pass away, I want everyone to have like a positive story. Like, oh, do you remember when I met Shocka? And I want everyone to, because I saw like, when DMX passed, I saw like, everyone had videos of him, like random videos. Someone had a video of him dancing in the street. Someone had a video of him coming into the shop and buying something. And they had,
I see that
one?
woman and she's like, oh my God,
Yes.
yeah, I love that video, DMX.
Yeah, so it's like,
What these bitches want from
yeah,
Yo.
yeah. And I was like, that's sick.
What
like
a
everyone,
video.
He left like ripple effects. Everyone's got their own stories.
Yeah. What's a quote or mantra you live by that helps to keep you grounded?
Oh.
AI baby.
What is a quote that I live by that helps to
Don't
keep
be
me...
taking my shit,
Bro.
man.
That's crazy. Mose, that's hard though, the AI question. What is a quote that I live by that helps keep me grounded?
Vulnerability is new cool.
Does that help keep you grounded though? I don't know. It's not a quote, but just the realization of knowing that like what you don't appreciate will be taken away from you.
Okay.
That's very grounded.
Last question. If tomorrow was your last day, what's the one message you'd want the world to hear?
Ooh.
Gets like that with me, you get me? This is the show. Yeah. Don't be taking my ideas, Memzee. I'm on to you, bro.
Ooh,
Memzee
man.
taking notes, you get
Ooh,
me?
Mosh. That's a... I don't know. I have to come back to that one.
You can't come back to it because we're running out of time. You get me? All right, you want to swerve that one.
Yeah, I might. That one I got to give thought.
Mr. Shocka,
Yes.
are you happy in 2025, sir?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, definitely.
I want to say thank you for your time. It's been long.
It's been
up and down.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing your
We've
journey.
got to do a part 2 and come to the show still.
Oh,
Man, let's make that
definitely
happen.
love to be there. It's been amazing to hear your story and amazing that you've come out the other side, if I can say it like that. And you've taught me a lot as well. I'm speaking to you as I can't see those things that I have. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's a great thing. I've learned a tremendous amount. Thank you for the book. You've signed it as well. Come on, we love that. Man signed it for me. We love that. Get an audio version out, please, bro.
Yeah, I will do.
And just
I will do.
the book is out now, ladies and gentlemen. A section of my life, Shocka. Go and get that. And it's not just for people that want to know about that type of space. Obviously, it's good to just know about these things. Information is key. Educate yourself. That's about it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sheesh.
shout out to the two in the back. And we out, baby. Peace.